Good stuff, good stuff. Looks like we're live now. I'll go ahead and ping people. Here we go. If you want to see the circus, there we go. Perfect. Now we're live. Good stuff. We have audio and visual. Perfect. Y'all can hear me. Excellent, excellent. All right. Good stuff. Hello again. Hi, DDC. Long time no see, for sure.
Long time.
Yeah, very long time. Cool. Okay, so where we last left off, we were going to watch this video about you missed the point by idolizing them, which is a very interesting video, to say the least. I definitely thought some stuff about this. Everyone spam reacts, yeah. Oh boy, yeah, this one is pretty funny for sure, FN. Oh, cool, live stream. Hey, Brady, welcome on in. Good to see you. Yeah, we were live a bit earlier. We were reacting to the Capcom showcase, just so I could put that up. And be able to apply for the creator badge next year for PAX. But now we're reacting to some video essays, which will be interesting, to say the least. I also need to pull up Alteori's video, so I have that for right after. Because we're going to be doing a few different ones today that were recommended to me to check out and debunk. But we're also going to watch some good ones today, which will be fun. I'll be very happy about that for sure. Let's see here also. I see Alteori also made a video on the whole Gen Z men thing, so maybe we'll react to that too, because she also had some bad faith criticism for that, it seems. But the one I want to look at is gaming themed that she was talking about. We'll probably look at a few of her videos. Let me pull up the gaming one though, just so I have that and I'm ready to pull that up when needed here. It's like somewhere down here, I think. Video games, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Somewhere down here, I think. Somewhere down this way, I guess. Is it under, like, maybe, like, games or something? Or gaming? Probably under this area, right? Let's see here. Also, a lot of her thumbnails are AI, so you can already kind of tell where that's going. Jesus. Ugh. Let's see, here's it. Gaming and that. Okay, here it is. This one. Yeah, I'll save that one for later, and I'll send that in our little thing there for now. Perfect. Good stuff. Also, what did True say, by the way, Stanley? Oh, he hasn't said anything yet. I just checked. Okay, cool. Well, all good then. Good stuff. I'm laughing. I'm a laughing otter, yeah. I'm happy to be laughing at what we're gonna watch today. Lufius. Alteori made a bad faith video on Arc the Animated Series. I'd be curious to see that one, Gios. I'd be curious to see that. There's a few I want to check out from her today, though. Because she's been recommended a lot for me to debunk. So, I'll be looking at her stuff a bit later. But I do want to watch this one to start off, to kind of warm us up here, kick things off. This video is called You Missed the Point by Idolizing Them, which I actually agree with part of this video, funny enough. One part, though, I don't agree with, which we'll get into here. I'll also start the video from the beginning, for those who weren't here at the start of stream during the Capcom thing. Oh, you're all good, Bree, no worries. Hey, Lavender Rare, how you doing? Hope you're well. Hey, MNBY, good to see you, hello, fellow YouTube member, how you doing? Hope you're well. Personally, I like Alteori. Her stuff is pretty cool. I have thoughts on her. I have thoughts on her for sure, Jeremy. We'll get into it, though. Obviously, if you like any of these creators, more power to you. Like what you like for sure. As long as it makes you happy, that's what matters. And isn't hurting anyone as well. But I have some thoughts on some of the stuff she said here. Out of all the grifters, Chad Versity is one that offends the most. Flat out is an American talking about my... Oh yeah, you're right, he's British. It's so weird. That guy I really just don't understand. He's so weird, John. What a strange guy. I used to like Alteori before she went right-wing show to grifter. Yeah, like she used to make okay stuff, but then she just started leaning way too heavily into it and not really criticizing anything anymore. I think that's the big issue with her. We'll get into that for sure, though. Also, I need to put captions on, don't I?
Spoiler.
Also, can you hear this, y'all? How's the audio?
How often have
too
you
loud,
heard the
too quiet?
phrase,
Let me know
missed the point
if I need to
by
turn it down or not.
idolizing them? I ask
Making fun of
because
grizzly bears?
I
Yeah,
really
grizzly
hate
bears.
people who say this. First off, who are
Worst
you to tell me
Australian?
that I'm
Chad
enjoying
versus
something
Australian?
the wrong way? People who had nothing to do with a given work's creation will assert this authority over you, smugly pushing up their glasses while linking quotes from the directors slash
Bad
authors
Faith
slash what have you. It's
Arc
one
video
thing to argue
was
over
made by a
different
smaller grifter, but
interpretations,
still a
but
grifter
people who
named
rag
the
on about
Archcast?
media literacy
Video is
act as if their
titled Only the Diverse
interpretation
Will
is the
Survive.
only
Interesting,
correct
Gios.
one.
Never heard of that.
Even worse, they don't apply this standard consistently. It doesn't matter that J.R.R. Tolkien was a devout Catholic all his life. Frodo and Sam
Some
were
video
gay
essays
for
are
each
worth
other,
watching.
you
We're gonna look at some
homophobe.
good ones today,
These
hopefully,
people
too,
clearly
TLBG.
understand that authorial intent is not the only way to
I'm pretty
interpret a
good,
work
Brady.
of
How are
fiction. They just want to power trip.
Were you gonna say
Second
something,
off,
Jacob or
saying
Stanley?
that you missed the
Like to
point
pipe
by
in?
idolizing them is itself missing the
Right now,
point
I'm
in
just
almost
curious
all
what he's
cases.
gonna bring up, what, who he's gonna bring up, and how he's going to look at them.
Yeah, you'll see that pretty shortly here. It's pretty interesting.
The characters that this phrase is applied to are cool, confident, attractive, successful.
Class of
sometimes
09 this year, yeah,
genuinely
Kirikawa. I never played it.
99% of the
So
time.
I can't speak on the Class of 09 part, but the two characters he brings up before is more what I want to look at here. Because I find that very interesting, what he says about them. We'll talk about that, though.
You are meant to sympathize with them and even admire them to a certain degree.
You don't get to tell me how to enjoy my media. No shipping Frodo and Sam the same person. It's a little hypocritical, I will say. Like, well, why are you telling people not to... Like, why are you saying, hey, don't tell me how to enjoy my media, like Lophius is saying there, but then also at the same time telling people, oh, don't ship Frodo and Sam. You can't enjoy the media like that. It's just a little hypocritical, but
You're
alright.
just not supposed to emulate
Jesus.
them. But
You
that's
saw
the
clips
thing.
of 09, it's really
if
funny.
no one
I'll look it
wanted
up.
to emulate them, then their stories would be completely pointless. Who would ever be evil if doing bad things made you broke, ugly, and miserable from the beginning?
Do I know another grifter named Metatron? He made a video that was him throwing a hissy fit over the cast of Chris Nolan's The Odyssey movie. Really? Are you on my Discord, Gios? If you are, send that video and link it to me, and I'll react to it. And if any of y'all here have any suggestions for me to look at, let me know. If you're in my Discord, link it to me. I want to see that.
It's an unfortunate fact of reality.
Remember,
that
kids,
being
Frodo's
amoral
over
is often
Frollos, yes.
rewarded. And so we need to
Don't be a Frollo. Definitely be a Frodo. 100%. I love that too.
stories to remind us of the true drawbacks of being a bad
South Park
person.
should have an
Media
episode on the
literacy,
system of
as
things like
used
mental
by
health
these
system in
types of
hospitals.
people, is an
They
Orwellian
should.
term that
They
means
should have
the opposite of what
MNBY.
it says
That'd be
it
good.
does. These people don't
Okay, yeah,
actually
tag me in the
examine
Discord,
text of the work.
Gios,
They examine
under
what other people
questions and
said
suggestions.
about
Send
the
that to
work.
me there.
They go
I'd love
along
to
with the
check that
herd
out.
of the intellectual elite who grasp the true meaning of movies like Watchmen or Starship Troopers that the peons couldn't
Just like the
possibly
Wojak, like, pushing
comprehend.
up glasses
But
thing.
when
It's
you
good.
actually go in and examine the characters and stories the media literacy crowd is so quick to condemn, you quickly see that they're the ones with the surface level interpretation. So let's go deep.
Well, I don't know if, like, I don't think people condemn things like Fight Club or actually any of the stuff he's shown here. Starship Troopers, what are some of the other ones he showed? Like Watchmen, all that stuff. I think most people that are actually media literate appreciate those stories. Like, I actually really appreciate them. But I will say there's a difference between, like, appreciating the stories and the, like, effort that goes into them and the layering of things like Fight Club or Watchmen or Starship Troopers or whatever, and, like, actually rooting for the wrong character. There is a difference there. But, well, we'll get into that here with this
Down
first
what
example,
makes
especially.
idol characters so
That's a tough
compelling
Wojak,
by
not gonna
breaking
lie.
them
Yeah,
down
it goes
into different
hard.
categories.
Hard Wojak.
This video will cover the first, while part two
This my guy might have a better point if he didn't sound so arrogant. Yeah, like, he's complaining about people that are media literate or whatever, like, being too arrogant and, like, claiming they know all the... Like, that they know, that they know every interpretation of media or whatever, when... I mean, I haven't really met any people in the media literacy crowd that actually do that, if I'm being real. Like, I think it's a very rare thing. Maybe I've just been around the good people, I don't know. But, like, I haven't really met anyone that does that. And like this guy's attitude, if anything, kind of feels like that. Like he's saying like, "Oh, you guys you can't tell me how to interpret these characters, but I'm going to tell you how to like interpret these characters instead." It's very hypocritical, honestly. That's kind of what this is.
Now let's get started. Part 1.
Perfect, thank you.
Characters
I'll check that out,
who are
Geos.
just straight up
Code Geos in here? It's literally series about
Sometimes,
racism
despite
and
being
bad
treated like a villain by the narrative,
totalitarianism
a character has
ruins
genuinely
things. Yes,
good arguments
exactly.
that no one can
I still need to
rebut.
finish that show, actually, Lavender. Holy crap, Sasha! Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Can we get some GDs for Sasha, Jacob, and Stanley? Since you've been a little
GD.
silent there. There we go. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, and again, Jacob and Stanley, don't feel free to pipe in and talk about this stuff. I love discussing with people.
Don't feel free to say anything.
No, definitely feel free to. I love talking to
free
people
to
about
say
this stuff.
anything.
Yes, please. I love talking with people about this stuff. Feel free to pipe in whenever if you have something you want to comment on. You've seen plenty of people that make up stuff about Starship Troopers. Huh? Like who? Out of curiosity. Also, what were we gonna say, Stanley?
Oh, nothing. I was gonna wait till we get to the part we already watched.
Oh, yeah,
Comment.
the part we watched a little bit before. This guy's projecting. It kind of feels like it's Silent Rock. Like, I feel like he's just not, like... I think he's kind of missing the point here. Like, he's saying that people shouldn't, like, you know, get on people for interpreting media in a certain way, and, like trying to say that, like, there's only one way to interpret it. But then he's kind of doing the same thing here. I don't really understand it. Like, what's your point here, dude? You're piping in? Awesome. Thanks, Duke. Thank you, Lavender, or Miss Sasha, for the YouTube membership. I appreciate it. How are you tonight? Hope you're well. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm doing great, Fire Spark. How are you? We're watching some interesting, things here for sure. Some interesting video essays. Ah, your Magical Girl anime from the Discord. Awesome. Well, thank you, Magical Girl.
Or their
for the
actions come across as
membership.
noble,
I appreciate
or
you.
at least not
Thank you very
nearly
much.
as bad as others around them. Sometimes the world a character inhabits requires things of them that would definitely be immoral in our world, but in their world are necessary for survival.
Synthetics Man's channel
These
is
are
such
the
a treat.
characters
Can you
fans
send
will
some
say
stuff for that in the
did
Discord,
nothing
Skella Boy?
wrong.
I'd be curious
When
to
it
see.
comes to having good arguments, the character
I need to
would
watch
say
Dragon Prince
most
still. I've heard this is
exemplifies
good.
this is Tyler Durden from Fight. Tyler rejects the materialism and celebrity worship of the modern world for one important reason. One day, you're going to die. From his introduction, Tyler is uninterested in pretending to be interested. He cares about actually living instead of merely consuming. He has the narrator punch him first because he realizes that there's value in losing, in experiencing pain. Like the Unabomber, he sees that modern life
What?
takes away your power by shielding you from all the consequences.
Wait, so are we supposed to side with the Unabomber here? Like, this part completely threw me off before.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Why is this being thrown in here? So wait, are we...
Why? What's
What exactly
What's
are
the
we saying
point?
here, my guy? What's this channel's name again? Apollyon Analysis. Are we trying to say we're supposed to side with the Unabomber and Tyler Durden? Because neither, I don't think you're not supposed to side with either, if I'm being real here. Tyler is, like, he's like a projection of the narrator's, like, desire to be, like, empowered and, like, seen as, like, a real man by people around him. Because it's heavily implied in both the book and the movie for Fight Club that the narrator was actually bullied by his dad or, like, had neglect from his dad. So he never really had that in his life. So, like, later on, he kind of adopts this, like, split personality, and, like, half of him really embodies toxic masculinity because of that. That's kind of the whole thing there. And the point is, you're not supposed to root for Tyler or be like him. He does say some things like that are, like, kind of seem like, oh, this is actually true at first. You know, like, saying people buy things, to impress, like, that they don't want to impress people they don't like, which, especially with the advent of social media, you know, like that, there are some very relevant things there, but you're still not supposed to root for that guy. He's still a terrorist.
Your actions. Unless you're astoundingly
Have I seen Smiling
unlucky,
Friends? I haven't.
no
I
one
probably
watching
should,
this
Magical
video
Girl.
has ever starved or has ever been in danger of starving. Fighting is the only way
That
to
using
do
it as
something
insult
that's
analysis?
truly meaningful.
Yeah, this is
Something
bad.
where you're truly in control, acting on your own behalf, and for your own
Well, I won't
benefit.
say it's bad, yeah, because
Everything
there's
else
something
is
I
an
find
illusion.
interesting later in this
The
video.
things you own end up owning you. Anti-materialism is not a very original message, but the way Tyler presents it is. Owning a thing makes it an obligation. You are responsible for the maintenance and repairs of the thing. You are responsible for taking it with you when you move, and for discarding it when you no longer wish to possess it.
Star Trek
Owning
versus
enough
book versus
things
movie,
will,
it's constant
in a very
back and
literal
forth. I
sense,
gotta read the
restrict your
book, and I gotta
freedom.
see the movie,
But
John.
there's a spiritual element to it as
I
well.
think Disney did
Your
that movie,
things
right? Because it
weren't
was
really
Touchstone.
purchased with money. They were purchased with your time. The one thing you can never get back. Is it really worth it to trade an irreplaceable resource for a replaceable object? On some level, we must all make this trade in order to survive, but living is more than surviving. For this reason, Tyler's crusade is about giving men their time and freedom back.
But-
Except he's not really giving it to them, he's demanding that they take it back. The power
Which, yeah, that's wrong. That's still bad. He's still a terrorist. He's organizing a bunch of guys that have like this pent up like angst or anxiety and just like frustration with the world around them, and organizing them to go and like loot people and take back, you know, what they think is theirs. And like, that's still not the right way to go about it. He's still a terrorist. Still. He's still wrong in what he's doing here. If he wants to talk about losing time, he should review the movie In Time. I'll have to check that one out, Duke. I've never heard of that.
process is useless if you're
Yes,
not
he is using an excuse to be toxic. Exactly, Okami. Like the narrator, because spoiler alert: in Fight Club, Tyler Durden is just a split like projection of the narrator character played by Edward Norton. So, like, it's just him like projecting his toxic masculinity into an embodiment of like a separate character, basically.
willing participant. That's why he makes the
This
first
guy is
and second
defending bad
rules of
people,
Fight Club
apparently.
a vow of
Well,
secrecy. The club is
He's
only
defending
open
one
to those
bad
who can
person.
be trusted.
We'll get into
to those
the
who truly want
one later.
He
That
also
I
goes
think
and reminds
I
people
actually
in a
kind of
very
agree with.
visceral way that
Magical
their
Girl.
lives could end at any
Perfect,
time.
thank you, Skella
So
Boy.
if they're not living their lives the way they wanted when Tyler checks up
With
on
Ken
them, they'll
dolls?
just straight up
That's
murder
funny,
them.
John. I need to
Despite
look
this,
that up
Tyler
later.
never actually kills anyone. He inadvertently gets Bob killed and messes up Angel's face, but neither were directly his fault. Bob got shot on a mission, and
Okay.
Angel was beaten up by a split personality. Even
What? What do you mean? Huh? Angel's beaten up by a split person. That's still him. That's still Tyler. The narrator is still Tyler. Why are you trying to make excuses for this? Doesn't make any sense. Have you watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I have. That's one of my favorite movies of all time, Ginya. The Barbie movie Ken is based on Tyler Durden. Wait, really?
After he
That's
becomes
funny.
a full-on terrorist, he makes sure the buildings he's rigged to blow are cleared of any people who aren't part of Project Mayhem. And while people have argued that it's still probably going to kill people down in the streets below,
Yeah, he would.
I don't think it's a stretch to believe that his guys have probably cleared the streets too.
What?
In the time
How would you know that? Tyler has already, like, he even said before he killed someone as the narrator. It's not like he's against killing people at all. He's definitely not against terrorizing them. Honestly, I disagree. I don't think he's against killing them either. That's just something I don't agree with there. Curious to hear people's thoughts on that, though. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is peak? It is.
the movies come out, has materialism gotten better, worse, or stayed the same?
I would say probably stayed the same, honestly, if not gotten worse. If we're talking about like since when Fight Club came out, which is 1999.
I think if you asked random people on the street, most of them would respond with one of the latter two.
Especially because like the advent of social media and stuff, you know, like that kind of makes like showing off this thing you own, you know, to like I mean, to be fair, Tyler does sum it up pretty well. In that first speech, he's like, you know, like people buy things that they don't want to impress people they don't like, and especially with the advent of social media, that is a very relevant like line. He's still wrong with what he does, but like that like I can see why it might be easy for someone to kind of get like duped into siding with him because he does sell himself pretty well at the start of that film there.
resonates despite his evil actions. He's never hypocritical. He generally improves
That
the
is also
lives of
true.
people around
People
him.
can't
And in the
overconsume as
end,
much
he
because of
essentially
inflation.
wins.
Okami,
All but one
that's
of the
true.
banks blow up, and given that the narrator is now successfully ordering the members of Project Mayhem around, it seems that he's become synthesized into the narrator's personality, striking a healthy balance between his freedom and the narrator's neuroticism. This is the point the media literacy dorks are missing. On the spectrum between the narrator and Tyler, most men are closer to the narrator. They need a bit of Tyler to be more masculine, less inhibited, and less stressed about material things. People who idolize Tyler Durden are seeking self-improvement, and responding to this by pointing to Tyler's terrorism and cult leader status.
No! They're usually like toxic people that idolize Tyler Durden. Like most of the anti-woke grifters actually idolize him. Like they'll, like people like Critical Drinker, they'll put him on there. Like Andrew Tate, they'll idolize people like Tyler Durden, which is not good. By the way, did Shrews respond yet, Stanley?
No.
Okay.
Scrooge has not responded yet.
I guess we'll see
It's like
then.
telling an obese person
Also,
trying
make
to
sure
lose
you
weight
pipe it in.
that they're
That's
going
Mel,
to end
Jacob,
up
and
as an
Stanley.
anorexic.
I'd love to
Let's
hear your
move on
thoughts
to
on
our
this.
next example, and probably one of the most
What?
contentious.
That
Rorschach
metaphor.
from Watchmen.
What was that?
The metaphor about an obese person becoming anorexic.
That was a very weird analogy, I will say. That was funny.
What the fuck?
Tyler isn't masculine. No, he's just toxic. That's literally the whole thing. I don't know why this guy couldn't understand that. Oh well. Masculinity is being self-aware, probably. Lol, apparently. Tyler Durden is the OG entertainer. Yeah, pretty much. He pretty much is, actually, Duke. He's the OG.
Rorschach falls under the umbrella of characters who...
So this one, I kind of agree with. He's going to talk about Rorschach from the Watchmen. I actually do agree with his take here on this. That's why I find this
flaws,
interesting.
come across as noble and heroic. And despite what you may think, Alan Moore 100% intended this. Alan Moore is a good writer and a good storyteller. The idea that he somehow didn't know that Rorschach would appeal to people is ludicrous, but everyone keeps bringing up that same quote where Moore supposedly tells Rorschach fans to keep away from him. I meant him to be a bad example, but I have people come up to me in the street saying, "I am Rorschach, that is my story." And I'll be thinking, yeah, great, can you just keep away from me and never come anywhere near me again for as long as I live?
That's an
There
Alan
are
Moore
two
thing
main
to say.
problems here. First off, this quote keeps on getting misinterpreted and taken out of context.
Yeah.
Moore supposedly said this in 2008, over 20 years after Watchmen came out, when Moore was becoming increasingly disillusioned with DC. Watchmen was and is one of the most popular comics in history, with thousands of people talking to him and asking him about it. The man was probably just tired. And more importantly, that's not the full quote. The full quote says
We
this.
just tired? What do you mean? Like okay, so he's assuming that this quote here is just like Alan Moore being tired of people talking to him about Watchmen, which, to be fair, knowing Alan Moore, he is kind of a grumpy old man. Like, perhaps so, but maybe he just didn't want people to be interpreting, like, Rorschach the wrong way. I don't really understand why he thought it was just Alan Moore being tired. That seems like just such a thing to go, such a whim to go on there.
As long as I live.
Okay.
There are two main
Have I watched
problems.
Dexter's Lab? I have.
First
One of my
off,
favorite shows
this
ever.
quote keeps on getting misinterpreted
still there, by the way,
and taken
Jacob?
out of context. Moore
It's just
supposedly
There we
said
go.
this in
movies are
2008.
movies I've never seen, so I can't really comment on them.
Okay. Okay. Well, the next video you'll probably be able to do more.
Over 20 years
I have
after
played the
Watchmen
Sly
came
Cooper
out,
games, Duke. I
and
like
Moore
them.
was becoming increasingly
Alan Moore is
disillusioned
also a
with
wizard. He
DC.
looks like a wizard.
Watchmen was and is one of the most
Real matter
popular
intensive
comics
feelings?
in history,
Yeah, exactly.
with thousands of people
Shouldn't have to
talking
be
him and
afraid
asking
of
him
being
about
open.
it. The man was probably just tired. And more importantly, that's not
Okay.
the full quote. The full quote says this. So I thought, alright, if there was a Batman in the real world, he probably would be a bit mental. He wouldn't have time for a girlfriend, friends, a social life, because he'd just be driven by getting revenge against criminals dressed up as a bat for some reason. He probably wouldn't be very careful about his personal hygiene.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd probably smell. His voice probably would have become weird with misuse. His phraseology would be strange.
Yeah,
I wanted
that's what
to
it
kind of
is.
make this like, yeah, this is what Batman would be in the real world. In this whole quote, he doesn't say that Rorschach isn't a hero. He just says that he's a mental basket case, which is true. And
He
he
is.
doesn't much want to associate with people who identify as a mental basket case.
So then why are you
Which is-
trying to say that, like, ugh. Like, why are you trying to say that he's, like, someone you want to root for then? Like, I will say that, like, some of the stuff he says about Rorschach here I agree with, but I still wouldn't say Rorschach is necessarily a hero, though, per se.
It's
There's some
reasonable.
issues still with that.
People act as if this quote is a full-on condemnation of Rorschach and everything he represents, when in actuality, Moore greatly respected the work of Steve Ditko. Ditko created Mr. A, Rorschach's primary inspiration, and said that he liked Rorschach's portrayal in Watchmen. Moore likewise praised Ditko, saying, "Steve Ditko is completely at the other end of the political spectrum from me, but I have a great deal of respect for the man, and certainly respect for his artwork, and the fact that there's something about his uncompromising attitude that I have a great deal of sympathy with. Even if they have morals you don't agree with, a person with a strong moral code is a person who has a big advantage in today's world." Does this sound like someone who hates Rorschach? There's another, even more important thing about using this quote to show that Alan Moore hated Rorschach. It might not even exist. While doing research for this video, I tracked down the primary source this quote supposedly originates from. A series of YouTube videos by one of Moore's fellow artists, LeJourne
Alright,
Pindlin.
I gotta hop
All
off
of
the
these
stream,
videos have been
guys.
taken
See
down,
ya.
and apparently no one actually
Oh.
has a transcript of
Alright,
the
see
full
ya.
interview. So the fact that this is the one quote someone managed to save is highly
Alright.
suspect. We can never go back and verify.
Yeah, then how are we gonna know if we can't verify?
Highly suspect. Why would it be suspicious?
Yeah, like, the issue with this one is that there's a little, like, more vagueness to it. Like, we don't really... I mean, with the quotes we do have, it does seem like Alan Moore kind of dislikes Rorschach and, like, most of the characters from Watchmen in general. Like, for those who don't know, Watchmen is a comic that is basically, like, an allegory for the Cold War and nuclear warfare, just using superheroes. So, that, you're not really supposed to root for any of the characters in Watchmen, really. That's kind of the whole idea behind the comic. So I think it's safe to assume that Rorschach, like, although he is a character that more people can, like, connect with to some degree, he's still not a character you want to completely side with, because he still does bad things.
I could speak to Alan Moore directly, which, probably isn't happening. And now we have hundreds of incestuously self-referential articles talking about
What?
a quote that may or may not
Incestual,
even exist.
what? Why are we talking about incest and Alan Moore and Rorschach? I feel like my brain is going
I don't
numb here
know.
because of this.
Exist. Both lovers and
What's your
haters
opinion
of
on this
Alan
YouTuber?
Moore
I
are
think he has
arguing
potential
over an
if he just
illusion.
doesn't
What's
do
not an
this.
illusion is the actual text itself. By reading Watchmen, you can easily see that Rorschach is not meant to be a bad faith parody of Batman.
What's my favorite
or
movie? I
Mr.
can't
A.
pick one, Ginya.
He's simply
Too
meant
many-
to be
too many to pick.
more realistic. Hundreds of works since Watchmen try to imitate it by doing this gritty deconstruction of superheroes without ever realizing what made Watchmen work. Rorschach's backstory is
Incestually?
meant to be
You
like
told me
that
that
of
wasn't
Batman's.
projection.
A
Hopefully
childhood
not.
marked by tragedy and
Jesus.
trauma, resulting in a man resolved to do what's necessary to prevent evil. Except, instead of a mega-rich scion, it's an average kid from New York experiencing tragedies that are far more common than murder. Alcoholism, abuse, and bullying. Likewise, his response to these tragedies is more realistic as well. He doesn't have the resources to fly out to Tibet to train with monks. He simply tracks down murderers and rapists and straight up kills them. While Rorschach has bad tendencies, he's never portrayed as irredeemable. His flaws are what make him human. His tunnel vision, his lack of regard for personal boundaries, these are all things that normal people struggle with.
This I do agree with a little bit because, like, compared to every other character in Watchmen, Rorschach is probably the one that actually could be redeemed because he's more like just a normal dude. Like, every other character in Watchmen is sort of like shown as like a corrupt god, basically. Like Dr. Manhattan definitely is. Like, that's kind of especially him. That's the whole thing with his character. Owlman, I think, is it Owlman? I forget his name. Like the nerdy Batman-ish character, although Rorschach is more like the Batman of this universe. He's kind of like that as well. All the female superheroes, same thing. Like, every single superhero in Watchmen is basically like portrayed as a god or someone of like a higher power that thinks they're above everyone else. Rorschach is kind of the only guy that isn't like that. So that is why more people do connect with him personally. So I this part I do understand more. Tyler Durden from Fight Club I don't understand. While you try to say he's good. But Rorschach, I get that a little more at least.
His fellow heroes
he
have
could have
flaws
been redeemed.
too. Dan
Like,
is
compare
weak-willed,
all these other
John
characters
believes
in
everything
Watchmen,
he does is
100%.
I've never
predestined,
seen-
and Lori has
Never
Go ahead,
seen
Rob.
Watchmen. I never watched Watchmen or read the comics, so I don't know anything about it.
I will say the comic is better than the movie. I don't like the movie because it's Zack Snyder. You know, he kind of misses the point of the comic because every character in Watchmen is not a character you necessarily want to be like. You know, they're all kind of like, they're all basically irredeemable like gods, you know, and stuff like that's except for Rorschach. So it's sort of a big thing with that. But in the Zack Snyder version, I think he kind of missed the point of that because all the superhero fight scenes are over glorified. You know, there's a lot of slow-mo, a lot of dramatics, and I'm like, this kind of isn't really the point of Watchmen. You're not supposed to glorify these characters. Like, they all suck, and that's the point. So I would say, in the case of the Zack Snyder film, I think that one kind of missed the point of the comic a little bit. And I'd be curious, I'm sure Alan Moore probably doesn't like it. I'd be curious to see if he's ever said anything on that movie, though, because I personally don't like it as a fan of the comic.
What's more, all of the characters
But I don't like
are
much of
aware
Zack
of their
Snyder's stuff
flaws,
overall,
and
to be fair.
That includes Rorschach. He never pretends to be perfect, and he admits to Dan that he can be hard to get along with. Rorschach is a hero because none of his flaws.
If you watch
get
the
in
Watchmen
way of
movie,
his
Alan Moore
unwavering
plant a curse on you?
commitment to
Oh, I've
justice.
already seen it,
However
so I guess
flawed
I'm
his
already
understanding
cursed,
of
John.
justice may be, he does protect people.
It's
and he puts in
Rorschach
the work
racist
to
in the
figure
comics?
out who
Is
killed
he?
the comedian.
I need
Being
to
a
rewatch
hero in this
reread the
universe
comic then.
sucks. Most of the original masks hung up their capes due to a lack of costumed villains and because of internal.
And that's
issues.
also why the Incredibles is very highly inspired by Watchmen because of this stuff, like deconstructing superheroes, sort of.
Rorschach isn't like that. He doesn't do it for the money or prestige.
Yeah,
he
no.
simply does
Watchmen
feel-
is an allegory for. Go ahead, Stanley.
Okay, I was like, why is there a black bar?
That was a little weird, but yeah, Watchmen is an allegory for the Cold War magical girl. Like Dr. Manhattan, there, he's like an allegory for like him especially. He's basically the atomic bomb in that story.
He's right. And despite what you may think, Alan Moore respects that. Now, let's take a character that the author actually does somewhat despise and resist.
This I don't. This one I can't say anything on. Class of 09. I'd be very curious to hear if anyone in the chat here has anything to say on it, because I'm just gonna go like I'm gonna let the rest of the video play here, but I'm gonna kind of go hands off with this because I don't know
Class
this character.
of 09. Nicole fits into
Oh,
this
yeah.
category
I
of
have no idea what
characters
this is.
who are entirely
Probably
justified
a
by
game.
the crap
Probably what
world they live
people were
in.
saying in the
Other
chat there.
characters in this
Never
category
played it, though.
include the Imperium of Man from Warhammer 40k, Derek Vineyard from American History X, and the Terran Federation from Starship Troopers. In all three cases, the protagonists are extremely racist and xenophobic, but the people/creatures they're bigoted against really are out to get them, and extending the olive branch has negative results. Nicole is similar to this in
It's a
that
dating
she's
sim
written as
game?
bigoted against
Interesting.
men, in a world where every single male really is either a pedophile, a crook,
Jesus.
extremely violent,
What?
or is some kind of degenerate. Of course, she doesn't
Yikes.
really treat women any better.
Hopefully it doesn't
People
get the
in
stream
general only
demonetized.
exist to her so far as they can help her get what she wants, with Jekka being a possible exception.
Nicole
But
is
then
a
again,
bad
most
person
of
How
the
is she
women
right?
aren't that much better. Pretty much everyone Nicole decides to go after, besides Ari, absolutely deserves it. And what's more, successfully getting one over on them
I have
often
played
leads to a
Earthbound,
good ending.
MNBY.
Nicole waging a libelous
Played
lawsuit
part of it
against the
anyway.
school
I should
gets
stream
all
that
the
on here
pedos
at some
arrested,
point.
and a settlement that sends her all the way to LA to hang out with Nicole Richie. Getting
Should I
Tyler
play
to
this game
accidentally
on
kill
stream?
himself either makes you the valedictorian by graduation,
feel
or
like I get
allows you to make
canceled
a
if I did
successful
that, though. I
living
feel like
as
I
the
get
founder of
demonetized.
r/female dating strategy. On the other hand, trying to be genuinely nice to people results in Nicole's suicide. So, what moral lesson are we meant to take from
Wow.
this?
Okay,
It's possible
then,
that
Fire
Nicole was
Spark.
written
Jesus.
like this
What
because
the
Max
heck?
Fields, the author of the game, was
Okay.
living out a wish fulfillment fantasy through her.
Were you gonna
On-
say something, Stanley?
Just what the heck?
Yeah,
That
this is
wasn't even censored.
yeah, this is kind of a crazy game. Wow.
Reddit, one of his
Jesus.
previous friends claimed
full of
that
slurs.
he wanted to be
Uh-oh.
the bully in high school, but he never was.
Probably not. The
because
game
he
sounds
lacked
too
the
cynical.
social
I wouldn't.
skills
Yeah,
to
I probably
do
wouldn't
so.
appreciate
This
this.
same friend also
play,
replied to the question of
Pragmata
is
when
the
that
game
comes
a
out.
version of
For
reality
sure,
he
though.
wishes happened
Looks good.
with yes. Now, these accusations could be entirely
Van Melon
baseless,
streamed this
but
game not
Fields
too long
being
ago?
a
Who's
hypocrite,
Van Melon?
treating
I don't know
Nicole
them.
as his ideal self while not actually wanting people to emulate her would explain the dip in quality between the re-up and the flip side. Oh, you thought Nicole was so cool, huh? Well, now she's gonna give foot jobs to Jeffrey.
Whoa,
But you
no!
stupid pedophiles.
Oh my
Funny how
God.
this came out in the same year
What?
as Joker Folie à Deux.
What the
That'll be
fuck?
for another video.
What
The flip
happened
side
here?
ends with Max directly stating to the player that everything that happens
I don't
to
think
you
you wanna
is
play
your
it.
fault. It's
Probably
our own
not.
choices
I don't
that
think I'd
determine our
want that at
destiny
all.
and no one else's. That's a message I agree
I'll be
with,
streaming
but
that
the
on
way it's
YouTube,
presented
Spark.
is
Yeah, I don't
just
do things on
dumb.
Twitch anymore.
Making bad, immoral
She's a
choices
YouTuber as
is
well?
a
Oh, cool.
great way to succeed
Awesome.
in this game. I distinctly remember
What was your
trying
favorite
to be
movie that
as much
nobody
of an
likes?
asshole as
Tron
possible
Legacy.
in my first playthrough and getting the graduation.
Tron Legacy is also
There's
like
an old
one of my
adage
favorite
in
movies of all
writing
time.
called show don't tell, but actually showing Nicole suffering consequences for her actions wouldn't be nearly as fun for Max as showing her riding high for extended periods of time before telling us afterwards that, oh, she totally got comeuppance later on. And that's only when she actually gets a bad ending. It's kind of like the censored Chinese ending of Fight Club, where instead of the banks blowing up, it cuts to black and a bunch of text on screen explain that the authorities
Wait,
came
what?
in, saved everyone, and put the narrator in a mental hospital. It really is
They
a tragic...
censor. I mean, I'm not surprised, but they censor the ending of Fight Club in China. I'm not surprised they did, but that's really funny actually. It just has it just has a text thing that shows what happens. Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
authorities
You got
came in,
arrested?
saved everyone,
That's
and put the
funny.
narrator in a mental hospital. It really is a tragic thing when creators hate their own fan base. According to the Reddit MMA, Max Fields sabotages himself
AMA.
every time he gets
MMA
too
is
popular
mixed
because
martial
he can't
arts.
stand people enjoying the games the wrong way. I don't want to harp on this thread too much because it's pure hearsay.
You
but
just
it
watched
really
Tron Legacy,
does
it's pretty
feel like the
boring.
flip
Whoa,
side.
Mr.
Okay, in the
Goon,
middle
you
of
gotta watch
writing
it again.
this,
It's
I
one of my
hopped on
favorite
over
movies
to
of all
Max
time.
Fields' thread on Kiwi Farms, and I found
Very much looking
this
for.
gem.
Oh, not Kiwi
Max
Farms.
Fields is
Oh no, no! Why would you go there? Jesus.
Kiwi Farms.
Yeah, Kiwi Farms is bad. So that's just a site that people target or harass people with. Tron Legacy is awesome. I'm looking forward to the 4K discs they're putting out for the original and Legacy, Mr. Boone.
suing the
They're coming
creator
out pretty
of the
soon
AMA
too.
thread
Excited.
to the tune of $357,000.
Wow.
This isn't meant to be a
Oh,
drama
wow.
video, but to me, the AMA suddenly seems far more credible. As I was saying, the flip side is exactly like Joker 2, a bad faith effort to slander its predecessor through character assassination and shoddy storytelling. If you wanted to deconstruct Nicole, why not have her experience real consequences on screen? What if you introduced a
So
genuine,
is Nicole the
morally
player
upright
character in this game?
who acts as an antagonist against Nicole and actually wins?
Class of
Bonus points
Nine
if
is
it's a
carried by
male
its
who's
voice
not
actor?
a creep
Interesting.
or a racist. To use the Joker as an analog again, look at Alan Moore's
Oh,
The
boy.
Killing Joke. Instead of having the Joker raped, Moore lets Joker lay out his philosophy.
I'm probably
shows
gonna
us
get
his
demonetized
backstory,
for
and
that.
then has him
'Cause he said
genuinely
the word.
lose. His plot
Oh,
to
no.
drive Commissioner Gordon insane fails because Gordon is a good man at
Although
heart
I will
who
say,
holds on-
this is a good comic. I actually own this one. Do I have it near me? I do. Hang on.
Oh,
I do
be
own
right
The
back.
Killing Joke.
The
For
otter's
anyone
going. Be
wondering,
right
I do
back.
own it. I had the deluxe edition because this is actually one of my favorite comics ever. Definitely a trigger warning on that one, but it is Killing Joke is good.
onto his principles. But having Nicole fail like this would get in the way of Max getting
Nicole's
to be
the
cool
player
bully
character?
instead
Okay,
of
so
lame
she's the one you
nerd.
play as here.
Instead, we have Nicole
But she's
exist in a world
unlikable?
where she's always the smartest person in the room, thanks to her cunning ruthlessness.
Thanks, China.
She's always
Yeah.
a step ahead
So
of
much
the
for
men
Fight
who
Club's
want to
ending in
sexually
China.
abuse her and the women
That was
who
so
want to drag her
weird.
down. She always has a stinging barb ready, and she always gets the last word. How are we not supposed
Remember
to
flip
treat
side
her
being
as the
controversial?
hero?
Hey, Warboss,
Why would we
welcome on in.
ever want her to change? There are many
What is
other
your favorite
characters like
nostalgic
this,
game?
but I think I've made my point
Um,
pretty
My
well.
Yagami?
Saying that you missed the point by
What, Stanley?
There are many other characters like this, and then showed Light Yagami. I was like,
Light
"My
Yagami? How are you going to root for Light Yagami? He's also evil. No! You cannot idolize Light Yagami. Huh? Like, I understand the guy from Dune. Like, I get that. But Light Yagami? Huh? No! This is ridiculous. I have seen Powerpuff Girls. It's a good cartoon, Ginya. Favorite nostalgic game? That's a good question. Why don't you answer that one, Stanley? Because I'm not sure.
Huh? Oh yeah, I was just.
What's
I was
your
on my
favorite
phone
nostalgic
real quick.
video game?
Minecraft.
There we go. My favorite game of all time is Ghost Trick from the Ace Attorney creator.
Characters like this, but I think I've made my point pretty well.
Yeah, he
Saying
was.
that you missed the point
No, you
by idolizing
didn't.
them.
You said Light Yagami was right. You said Tyler Durden was right. You had a better argument with Rorschach saying, like, that he's not necessarily someone you want to root for, but he's more relatable than the other characters. Like, that part, I get. I can't say anything on the class of '09. I disagree with Light Yagami and Tyler
Completely
Durden.
glosses over any critical examination of the character's words, actions, and the context that they're in.
See, that's the reason why I wanted to, like, check out this video essay to begin with, because I think this person does have potential. I think, like, half of this was actually pretty good. I can't really speak on this, I guess, but I can speak on Rorschach. I think that segment was pretty good. The Tyler Durden one was not. Light Yagami, you can't root for. So I think this person has potential. That's why I wanted to do this stream and, like, go over this video essay. Because I think they could make better video essays in the future if they just really look at the media more. Because the Fight Club, you're not supposed to root for Tyler at all.
Thought-terminating
That's not the
cliche
point.
used by authors to avoid responsibility for their own creations.
You like Ace
Also
Attorney
note
2?
that,
Never played
according
it.
to
Ace
the
Attorney is
Hays
good.
Code, you weren't allowed to portray criminals getting away with their actions on film. If a thief stole, he wasn't allowed to outrun the cops. If a cop was corrupt, once his superiors found out, he would be arrested, not covered for. The Hays Code was eventually discarded in favor of telling more interesting stories about morally gray characters. It was
Fair,
always
fair.
understood that the reason such characters had been banned was because they were compelling. And the reason why the ban was lifted was because audiences were smart enough to distinguish right and wrong for themselves. But modern media literacy folk don't think like that.
What do you
To
mean?
them, audiences are filthy, unwashed masses who have to be lectured constantly. To them,
I don't think... I haven't met anyone who does that, though. Huh? Okay.
liking a character who's written to be smart and attractive is a moral failing. And if they get their way, we'll eventually get a new Hays Code that's probably even worse than the original.
Wait,
one.
what?
But
What?
more about
What are you talking about? Nobody's doing that, though. Like, that's the part I find weird about this. Like, he thinks that, like, modern video essayists, I guess, or whatever, are trying to make, like, the Hays Code reappear, when no. We don't want that, because that's censorship of art, basically, and that's bad. Nobody's saying that. What are you trying to say here?
that in part 2. Until next time, this is Apollyon Analysis.
Well, your video was not the best, Apollyon, I will say. Did you make part 2 yet? Okay, he didn't. When he does part 2, we'll check that out on stream at some point, because, that was, something for sure, to say the least. What'd you all think of that video essay, out of curiosity? Do y'all have any tips for Apollyon there? What'd you think, Stanley? It sucked. Well, do you have any constructive tips for Apollyon, Stanley? Because I have a few.
No.
No? Okay. Apollyon was appalling. Yeah, like, I mean, if you watch this later, Apollyon, I will say, please just do the research on these characters. And also, like, think more about, like, what media literacy people are doing. Because they're not trying to, like, reinstate the Hays Code or whatever. That seems a little wild to say. Like, all they're trying to do is talk about media they love and dive deep into it. And I think because of that, they wouldn't want something like the Hays Code reinstated, because that's censoring art. That's getting rid of interesting stories, like you said at the end there. So why would media literacy people want that reinstated? That gives them, like, people nothing to talk about, basically. Nothing interesting there. I don't understand that. It's just so weird. I imagine this is how people view my video essays. 50% of that was good. I don't know, it's just such a weird take on that, Mr. Boone. I don't understand. it sounded like maybe he has like a personal grudge against like a certain video essayist or something, but like most people I've met aren't like that. Like they want interesting stories told about morally great characters like that because there's more to dive into there. Nobody's asking for no characters like that. I just don't understand that. Nobody's asking for the Hays Code. That's just such a weird take. Anyway, now we're going to get into the one that I think a lot of people were wanting to see, that being Alteori. Yeah, the one girl that everyone is always telling me to check out. We're going to look at a few of her videos here. First one is called Do Politics Belong, with air quotes there, because she put quotation marks around it, in gaming.
Oh boy.
So yeah, this will be interesting to see. Let's see what she had to say on that. Oh boy.
Do politics
I'm
belong
excited.
in gaming?
Same.
Do you want to hear about activism in gaming?
Also-
oh my god. Hold on, pause it. Why does she sound like Gangle?
She sounds like a Karen, right off the bat. Sounds like a Karen, like, do politics belong in gaming? Oh boy, buckle up, kiddos. Yeah,
sounds
Alteori
like
is
Gangle.
something. She sounds like Gangle?
From like Amazing Digital Circus.
I have to watch that show still, but I'll take your word for it. Good God. Is Gangle
see
a
it.
bad character?
No, she's a good character. So.
Good. So don't, yeah, Alteori is nothing like Gangle then. just to clarify. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Is this, yes, this is Magical Girl.
Like to hear about politics in gaming? Well, sucks to be you because politics are in everything.
Yeah, no shiz, Sherlock. They are. All art is political. What do you know?
So many games you've played have political elements woven into them. A lot of people, myself included, have expressed the sentiment that they don't want to see politics in their games.
So then you can't play any video game then, basically, is what you're saying there. Because yes, all video games, by definition, have political elements, because all art is political. Art is a expression of someone's worldview and what they think of the world around them. By definition, all art is political. Okami is, Pragmata is, even Tetris technically is, to some degree, with the background of that game. Like, maybe not all art is explicitly political, maybe it's not like putting that forefront, but by definition, all art is political to some degree.
Understandably, many others have responded.
Like, she used to be okay, yeah, Warboss. This girl used to be fine, but then she started doing the anti-woke pick-me stuff, and it got really old real fast.
With politics
Also,
are
welcome in,
everywhere,
Hydra.
and all art is political.
I don't like real life
Politics are
problems in
everywhere.
cult.
What, Stanley?
Anyway, politics are everywhere. No, they're. Yes, they are. Yeah, because that's what real life. Never mind.
Yeah, no, all art is political. You're
Politics in the
correct.
Games and shows. Guys, all art is a reflection of the human experience in one way or another.
Yep.
Human issues inspire some of the best art, especially video games. Star Wars, Mass Effect, Final Fantasy, Persona.
Star Wars was it's an allegory for the Vietnam War. It's literally George Lucas's own views on that put in a film. That's exactly what Star Wars is.
Halo, God of War,
The whole
Last
prequel
of Us,
trilogy.
all tackled.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
It was
Well, all
the
of
whole
Star
prequel
Wars.
trilogy. Yeah, the whole prequel trilogy was about politics, about the Empire, the rise of the Empire, the fall of the Republic. That's politics.
Exactly,
No,
yeah.
the sequels are less political than the prequels.
Yeah, I mean, they do... well, like, Force Awakens is basically just A New Hope rehashed. And they still have a lot of those political elements. They're not nearly as well executed as... I mean, even the prequels did better with that in a lot of ways. They're definitely nowhere near as well executed as the original trilogy or even the prequels, but they're still there. Because it's still Star Wars. That's always been a part of it. Clone Wars TV show. 100% about that. Easily. I don't like sand either. It's rough, it's coarse, it's irritating, mad cow disease. I like that name, by the way.
Deeply human problems. If this is such an issue for you, you might as well just not play
Yeah, exactly,
anything.
Magical Girl. That's
So
what this
it made
is.
me wonder, are we being unreasonable? What do people really mean when they say they don't want politics in their...
Hey, welcome in, Adrian. Thank you for the $2 dono. I appreciate it. How is the war between the Kappas going? Interesting to say the least. We're watching Alteori's videos currently. Have you heard of hers, Adrian? Also, thank you for the dono. Much appreciated. Thank you for being here.
Video games.
Very
or
kind
even
of you.
movies.
Hope we're having an amazing
This is the first time
evening.
this discussion has come up, but the recent
Andor
instance
is the most
was
political Star Wars. You're right. Exactly, Hydra. I mean, technically all of it is, but Andor really, really goes in on that because it's going for an adult audience. That's a big reason why. It's more like hard-hitting politics because of that, and it's more adult.
sparked
It's
by
an
the
adult
Helldivers
show.
2 creative director when he made this tweet. He starts off by saying, with 10 minutes to 2025, what are your expectations and desires for the next Arrowhead game will be? Or for what the next Arrowhead game will be. He continued by saying, I'm working on the high concept, but I'd love to hear your speculation. He has good vibes. And someone said immediately, never add DEI to your games. To which he replied, if it doesn't add to the game experience, it detracts. And games should be a pure pursuit of amazing moments. A poster named Drew then replied to Pilestead saying, how would DEI have benefited Helldivers 2? To which
I am legit so tired of hearing that term. I'm so tired of hearing DEI.
Buzzword.
It is a buzzword. That's all it is. That's all it is at this point. They're always like, "Oh, it's a woke DEI hire." Okay. So funny enough, the Avatar video we're gonna watch later tries to claim that as well, which is really funny.
Pilestead replied, I don't like labels, but mankind is united in its extreme xenophobia on Super Earth. Hashtag inclusion. So maybe that's DEI?
Hey,
I
Eddie,
really don't
welcome
care.
on in.
Make good
Yeah,
games, don't make
unfortunately we're watching
contemporary
Alteori,
political
Eddie.
statement.
Welcome
Oh
on in,
boy,
though, buddy.
this really got certain people.
Also, yeah, she's like, is she a Pokemon or something? It's like a little Pokemon
That's
thing.
not a Pokemon.
You're right.
That's
That's giving her too much credit. Pokemon is better than this lady.
it's a
People going.
Dog.
But what he said
A
here
dog-
is
a dog,
understandable,
yeah.
and you can tell this guy doesn't want to divide
Cats are
people.
better. Cats are better, right, Stanley? Cats are better than Alteori.
yes.
He just wants there to be good games. He didn't make that tweet to get people fighting. He literally asked them about something completely unrelated to this.
Again, some of the best games ever, some of the most highly regarded games ever have politics in them, because technically all games are political, because all art is political. But some of the most highly acclaimed games of all time are, like, very explicitly political, like Metal Gear Solid. Great example there. All those games are about that. Like, Final Fantasy VII. Great example there, but technically all the Final Fantasies are about that. But 7, being, like, the most popular one, is really explicitly about that. How are you going to sit there and tell me that nobody wants that in their games when some of the most critically acclaimed games of all time are very much about that? You can even argue Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time is about beating a fascist dictator. It's about the monarchy. It's about taking down, like, an evil king.
I think he was
Even
smart
that.
to stay neutral because that's exactly what you want to do when it comes to your audience and the consumers buying your product. But then you have the flaming, aggravated people coming through, like this poster who said, this is such a weird statement. And of course, Grums is using this as a win for his side when he led a harassment campaign against your community managers last year, to which people are
God.
claiming that this person is a lot like Grums, who initially, when he started out, was just trying to defend the integrity of gaming. At least that's how it begun. And you can see that people are tired of us. Wow, I just now got this comment. Repent for lying, Jesus loves you. At first, I was like, why is this person putting this stupid Christianity thing in here? It has nothing to do with the conversation, and I see who it is, and I'm like, oh, I get it. But yeah, you do have people
This lady is so, like, freaking annoying. I'm trying not to swear as much because I don't want to get overly demonetized, but yeah,
Yeah.
she sucks. She sucks.
Watch your language, Noah.
Yeah, exactly.
There are
Can't let the YouTube gods come after me.
Halson
for sure.
attacking his statement while he's trying to be as professional as possible, it seems. Someone says
Please tell-
Dodgers
help him,
and
he hasn't had a
fucking
break since
science.
1998, yeah.
Interesting. So moving on.
Final
People
Fantasy
like this
V,
claim that it's
yeah,
rare
has
that he'll say
environmental
that
esteem,
DEI
you're right.
detracts from and doesn't
Sly
add to
Cooper helped me be able to
game
see criminals as
experience,
humans.
Say that anti-DEI is bigotry, and they continued by saying you made a contemporary political statement when you made Helldivers 2. You can
Well, it is. It is. You guys these guys always complain about just seeing a black woman or a black person in general in any game, and they automatically call it a woke DEI hire. They mean even with Ghost of Tsushima, a game taking place in Japan and has an Asian woman voicing the main girl, in the sequel Ghost of Yote, people are already calling her a woke DEI hire when she's literally the character. She matches the ethnicity of that era of Japan. Stupid. Same thing actually happened with the Street Fighter movie. Kaliana Liang got cast as Chun-Li. She's a Chinese woman playing a Chinese woman. People call that a woke DEI hire too. It's just like anything like that will automatically be called that. So yeah, it kind of comes off like that.
Games and contemporary political statements, all art is political. What's
No, it is bigotry,
flag
exactly.
People have by their
Did she insult
I don't know
TMNT? She
what
better
that's
not have
supposed to mean.
Pluto.
It's like a
TMNT
calling
rules.
card or something. I don't know. There's
Okay, what'd she say here?
It's very distracting. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's like a calling card or something. I don't know. There's like so many of them. But anyway, see, there's another one. What is that?
Why are you why are you pointing this out? This has nothing to do with what you're talking about. You're just looking at flags in people's bios or whatever and trying to laugh at that. You're not proving your point at all here. Jesus.
LGBT and something else. But anyway, the person above said, good media
LGB.
often makes contemporary political statements. 2 examples.
Ugh.
Politics are inextricably, can't speak today. Politics.
Yeah, you can't talk about anything. You don't have media literacy at all, Alteori. You don't get it.
Inextricably woven into the fabric of Star Trek. Why can't I speak? Do it.
Because you're stupid.
Let's try it again with my mouth not freaking flying off my face.
Maybe script your videos and don't go on the fly here. How about that, huh? Jesus.
Good media often makes contemporary it's the freaking colors of the freaking whatever. It's thinking out my mind, man.
Why are you blaming the flags? You just can't talk because you didn't. She's blaming the flags for not being able to talk at all. Really?
It's the fucking flags, of course, obviously.
Of course, yeah, clearly it's the flags that are making her mess up her words. Whoa! Dang! This is so dumb. This is ridiculous. My god, just shut up with the flags and just try to prove your point. Oh wait, you can't, because you don't have anything to stand on.
Let's hide it. Okay, there we go. Concentrate. I get distracted easily, I'm sorry.
God, just shut
Good
up
media
about it.
Often makes contemporary political
Ninja Turtles are
statements.
swag, I love
2
them.
examples.
They're great.
Politics are inextricably woven into the fabric of Starship Troopers and your own game, Johan. So anyway,
You mean
aside from that, I
Johan?
didn't-
You can't even pronounce the name right. Not only are you fumbling over your words because you didn't script this video, and the pride flags are throwing you off, you can't even pronounce names right. Jesus, lady.
take long before this whole
ridiculous.
thing devolved into insults and people hurling their
What?
proverbial shit at
Wait, what incels? Okay.
each other. Well, like the creative director said, discussions and discourse are actually good for society, particularly when they're productive. So I decided to take a deeper look into politics in gaming, either the subject matter and
I mean,
why
to be
people are
fair,
so
this lady is pretty, fun to rip on. But this is just so ridiculous still.
anti-politics
believe
in
this.
gaming now, especially when they weren't before, and what exactly makes the right way to incorporate politics versus the wrong
really
way.
should have
So
done
the
a
first
second
thing I would
take,
say
Adrian.
Is politics
She really
have
should have.
always had a place
You're just
in video
making
games
yourself
and
look
entertainment.
stupider.
It's nothing new, but there is a key difference
Okay.
between incorporating broader
Oh, boy.
political themes and then shoehorning in the modern day politics.
What do you mean? You're showing Metal Gear Solid here. That's exactly what those games were always about. They put in politics that were directly relevant at the time. And also with the time the games were both within the time the games came out, but also within the actual timeline of the game's narrative, because Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, which is the one she's showing here, took place during the Cold War. It directly talks about things that were happening during the Cold War between America and Russia. Metal Gear Solid 2 takes place in the mid-2000s, and the game came out in the year 2001. Although it takes place, I think, a bit in the future, 2007 or 8 or something. It actually takes place in. But it does address, political things from around that era in 2001. What in the world is she talking about?
See everywhere now. It's not that politics themselves are bad,
It is.
because a lot
Exactly,
of the time they
Camelot.
often add depth and they create these
I'd
really
heard of
good
Dustborn,
stories or
apparently not.
narratives. And of course,
Apparently
it
she doesn't
sparks
actually know about Metal Gear
conversation.
Solid
Games
either.
like BioShock, Fallout, or even Metal Gear Solid are great examples of this. They use
No! They talk about specific things there. They're all really blatantly political. Wait, BioShock, Fallout. Both of those are about that too, though.
games like BioShock, Fallout, or even Metal Gear Solid are great examples of this. They use political themes.
BioShock is a diesel punk series that does tap into a lot of political stuff as well. Often based around the time period it's supposed to take place in. like taps into racism and stuff. Fallout taps into like nuclear warfare and like the fear of that, like the Red Scare kind of stuff.
To build rich worlds and explore
then.
complex ideas without dragging the players
What's that, Stanley?
Yeah. It's based around.
Yeah, exactly.
out of the experience of the game. But when people bring up the issue about politics, they're usually referring to present-day politics, which are often divisive, raw, and emotionally charged.
You've been in office for...
What? But they always have... What are you talking about? Oh yeah, because clearly politics have never been raw or emotionally charged ever. It's only now. Okay.
3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
But you've been the person holding the office.
And why is this? Because it's too close to home, and anything too close to home
Oh,
ruins
Magical
the
Girl
immersion
the
into
Bozo
escapism.
leaving.
If you
replied.
lost a loved
Exactly.
one, or you just had a very bad
Drew just
breakup
replied.
and you lost the love of your life,
Oh,
would
he
you
did?
want to watch
Yeah.
Awesome. He'll join
replied.
in. Perfect.
Today,
Sounds
He
good.
said today.
Awesome. Let's
Wait,
see
no,
what he
he
says.
said
Shrews
he-
might be joining us, y'all.
But yeah, that. Let's see what he says.
Yeah, I'm looking to see what he says here for sure. In her defense, it is a case of too soon? Well, not really, because the stuff she's talking about is like... I don't know, this, like the stuff, like, the games she's referring to kind of just talk about general, like, issues that have always been, like, relevant. Like Metal Gear Solid does that, you know? Fallout does that. BioShock does that. But even the other things she's referring to, like Helldivers or, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, they all do that too. I don't get why she's thinking this. Yeah, BioShock is anti-capitalist, yes, and technically Metal Gear Solid is as well. And I believe Fallout is too. All three of those. Remember when multiple special ops groups were pissed off by DICE letting people play as the Taliban in Medal of Honor? I don't remember that. Okay, Trues will join us in about 20 minutes.
He has 20 minutes of work left, and then he has to drive home.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he'll be here eventually. Unlike a magical girl. Wow, magical girl the bozo. Who didn't want to be educated on media literacy. I do not know that term, Adrian. I'll have to look it up. Interesting. Hey, Gaster, welcome on in. Metal Gear tackles a lot of political stuff in a very respectable light. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid's great.
romance movies or hear songs about people
Also good to
falling
see
in
you,
love
Gaster.
or seeking
I'm glad you're here for
kissing
the
and
stream.
hugging. While some people might want to do that, I think I speak for a lot of us that want to be as far away from that as possible. The last thing we want to think about...
But then why do people like Metal Gear Solid still? Like, the new game, the Delta remake, has already been selling really well, and has been very positively received. Then why did Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Remake do well? Okay.
is what we lost or don't have because the pain is still very raw.
It's fucking raw!
So then what do we do? Well, if you're like me,
What
and
the
I think
hell?
a lot of people are...
Why did Gordon Ramsay come out of nowhere? Okay.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay?
character.
Whoa.
Compare yourself into your work, your
Wait,
art.
what? Okay. So she's saying if you're anything like me...
You do. Well, if you're like me, and I think a lot of people are, you bury yourself into your work.
So wait, is this... What? Is this her? I don't know if this is actually her or not, but I guess she's saying like, oh, I regret so much. Look at me. I'm so cool because I'm working out.
Your art.
Okay,
you
cool.
Work out even harder and try to keep
I don't think
yourself
that's
busy.
her.
Anything
Probably
to
not. You're right. She probably doesn't look like that.
escape the feelings or reasons for why you're experiencing those
It shows
feelings.
who it is at the
People
bottom
also
of the
turn
screen.
to gaming.
Oh,
Yeah, it said it's Get Mo Fit.
Feelings or
Okay.
reasons for why you're experiencing those feelings. People
Oh,
also
knack.
turn to gaming
Not
and
knack.
entertainment as a form of escapism, a way to step away from the stress and noise of real life, even if they haven't lost anyone. When modern politics are inserted too blatantly into those little mediums, it can break that immersion, and it makes it
What do
feel
you
like the game
mean? What do you mean? Then why did Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Remake and Metal Gear Solid and Helldivers all sell well? Those are all really successful games.
Or whatever entertainment that they're watching
They're
or consuming
crazy.
is preaching to them or taking sides, which alienates part of the audience. It stops being about the story or the world, and it starts feeling like an argument that you didn't ask to be a part of.
Like, the only person thinking this way about it is you. You're just picking out something like that you don't agree with in a game or whatever, and then being like, oh, this game is woke propaganda because I don't agree with it. Just, man, these guys can't enjoy anything, it feels like, because they're always looking for something in any piece of media to pick out, when really, that's kind of in a lot of media, and some of the best media ever. So no matter what, it's always going to be there.
Something that you're trying to escape
Founder
from
philosophy,
or get
thank
away
you.
from, only to see it in your face again. Now, it's not to say that games shouldn't touch on sensitive topics or challenge players' perspectives, but there is a big difference between weaving in timeless themes like fighting for freedom, or the dangers of corruption, or exploring morality, and directly referencing today's heated issues that you're often knee-deep in and seeing everywhere you look in present day. When the latter
What do you
happens,
mean? What do you mean? What? Okay. Alright, whatever.
it can hurt the experience, because instead of immersing yourself into this all other world, it's just beautiful and scintillating, you're just being pulled back into the chaos that you were trying to escape from in the first place. And that's what people mean when they say they don't want politics in their gaming.
No, they don't. They
No,
just
they
don't.
That's not what they mean.
Yeah, exactly. They just mean, I don't want politics that I disagree with in my games.
They don't want minorities in their games.
That's often what it comes off as, yeah, because they're always complaining about DEI. They don't want any black woman or any Asian woman or whatever in their video games. Yeah, anyone that's not a white straight male, they just can't handle it, and it gets really annoying. It gets really old because they ruin everything for everyone. Like, people just can't enjoy games at all. They can't enjoy Street Fighter 6 or something. It has a very diverse cast in it.
Modern day politics.
For me, that always matters more than any.
Half this video probably doesn't deserve its length. You're right. Yeah. We got 10 minutes left of it, Caster. Very true.
Because I'm just like, normally the people who are negative about it's not for them.
Wait, was that Dustborn earlier, Adrian? I never played that game before.
I'm from the East End. Like, if y'all want to hit me up on social media and do some of that.
Wait, what? What is this? She talks tough, but we know these people cry if they get misgendered on Twitter and are on Prozac. Is she watching? What is Alteori watching here? This is such a slop video.
Nonsense, like, go ahead and try.
She didn't even indicate what she's reacting to here at all. Like, when I do that, like when I do my anti-woke videos, which the next few videos, by the way, aren't going to be about that, as there's just so much of this nonsense, and it does get draining having to react to these people after a while. The next videos are going to be about adult animation, and a few other upcoming animated movies that I'm going to be reviewing, like the new movie coming out from former Disney animators, which comes out September 5th. I'll be talking about that. And also Dana Terrance's new show for Glitch. I'll be reviewing that as well. So a lot of animation stuff coming up for the channel. But like when I do those videos, which I'm still going to do them, because I think they're important, just not some of my main thing that I'm doing. I always put like the thumbnail in the corner so people know what I'm referencing here. She didn't do that. This is such slop. What is this? What? Is this a random music video? Okay. Did you see that, Stanley?
A random music. Yeah, I see that.
What the heck? I love when you cover more animation, Noah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to covering adult animation, Stanley. Or not Stanley, Gaster. What was that, Stanley?
It's a game.
Oh. That was a whiplash? Yeah, that was really weird. The Birdman has tackled her BS on Rotten Tomatoes. You took notice? Oh, wait, really? Wait, the Birdman, did he tackle Alteori? Because she is bad. A lot of people reviewed her before.
And the
I know
thing about
Anthony
this game
did.
that's wearing on me a little bit is the quality of the writing.
We saw this issue with
Visual
Dragon
fodder?
Age, the
Yeah, this is
Veilguard.
just
You can
gross
check
looking.
out,
What? She's so zoomed in on. What is she even looking at here? Some tweet or something? Like, she's so zoomed in on it that it's like overly pixelated. This is such
issue
slop.
with Dragon Age the Veilguard. You can check out, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Check out his video. People hear these issues, preach them constantly, no matter where
What
they
an
go.
unpleasant
so when they
woman
turn
this is.
to entertainment as an escape, they don't want those same present-day problems thrown in their face in a game they're paying for. Even if a game presents issues that parallel the current real-world problems, as long as it doesn't actively and obviously reference modern-day events, it's easier for players to feel removed from it. They can
Similar
immerse
to Nimona?
themselves in someone else's lives or struggles of their character.
Lady, why
rather
can't I
than
see the
being
pixels?
bombarded and
Yeah.
reminded of their own in the real world. Now, remember the commenter who pointed out that Starship Troopers...
Okay, more than pixels? Yeah, give us more pixels,
Technically,
Alteori.
they're correct, but they're missing a key distinction. The politics in Starship Troopers, or even in older shows like Star Trek and Helldivers 2, are abstract, satirical, and or often woven into the fictional world in a way that directly serves the story or it enhances the themes or the general themes of that story. These types of games and media don't preach or push players to take a specific stance on a...
What? No! They 100% have a... they have a message and a side they're taking there with all those things. Metal Gear Solid takes a side. Fallout does. Bioshock does. Helldivers 2 does. What in the world are you talking about here?
real world at the moment issue. Instead,
No? Helldivers totally does that. What exactly is the difference here? I'm curious what Alteori thinks is a game that is too preachy about that. Because funny enough, she has yet to talk about a game that she thinks is I guess anti-woke or whatever in her eyes, and is actually doing politics right. Or not right. She's mostly been talking about ones that do it right, which is funny because that's not really helping her pointer at all. You'd think she would have brought up some game that she thinks doesn't do it right, but she hasn't really done that. She's just shown games that she thinks do politics right. So, doesn't really seem like there's a problem here, is there?
they do
Interesting.
is they use exactly...
Holy crap, Adrian! Thank you for the $5 dono. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
More money.
Yes, that's very kind of you, Adrian. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. That's very kind of you. Ever thought about reacting to Lily Orchard? If you know, you know. I do know. I do know. I think Lily Orchard, though, has kind of been dead and buried, but if she ever makes a new video that's worth reacting to and ripping on, then yeah, totally. Metal Gear shows the drastic issues of what war can do to a person. Exactly, Gaster. Exactly.
Making a video on Lily Orchard is just being a dead horse at this point.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't make a video on her because it's not worth it. Everyone knows what she did. If anything, I might if there's a video of hers worth reacting to on stream, send it in suggestions and questions in my Discord. But otherwise, not really worth talking about her because everyone else has already addressed her at this point. It's just beating a dead horse.
Created scenarios like the military.
There's a reason, the people I usually talk about and deconstruct are who they are, because they're relevant and kind of deserve to get exposed. That's why I do those
the
ones.
societal conformity or the ethics of war to provoke thought.
MGS
and
Rising was a
enrich the
platinum games
story
thing,
or
not
the narrative.
Kojima's. Hey, welcome on in, Truge. What VC are you guys in?
Truge.
Let me join, here. Let's join the streaming bozo group, Stanley. I'm gonna start a voice call here. In there. Perfect. Switching over voice chat. There we go. There's Stanley. Now we just need Truge. We're starting the call there, Truge, so let us know when you can pop in. What's your favorite TV show? Honestly, that's tough to pick too, Ginya. I don't know. I can't pick one. I love how Stanley's just saying Truge. And yeah, thank you for linking the Discord to people, Camelot. MGS Rising was a platinum games thing, not Kojima. That's right. Although there were still politics in that game, and it was still, very anti-capitalist. I think that was actually the last game Kojima had involvement in for Metal Gear, Gaster, which is pretty funny. Because after that, he left Konami and was just done. You have 5 minutes left, you'll pop an ASAP? Perfect. We'll see you soon then, Truge. Also, you can unmute Stanley.
Game or movie or show or what have you. What many players did take issue with in modern day games isn't the presence of politics per se, but the way that contemporary real-world political issues are sometimes or
I also
oftentimes,
know due to her
as
Steven
you can
Universe
see
video,
from the
yeah, a
modern
lot of people
games,
don't like that one,
presented to
and
them.
rightfully so.
When these issues are inserted way too bluntly or they
I
come
wonder about her
across
Korra video. Was her Korra video any good at all? I feel like probably not, knowing how the stance usually takes on those kinds of things.
as them overtly being preached to, it feels very jarring. It feels very ham-fisted.
Metal Gear Solid
very
5?
heavy-handed,
Oh,
and just
yeah, you're
really
right,
out
that
of
was-
place. Instead of it feeling
Was
like
that the last one? It might have been
broader
Hydra.
immersive
Because
world,
he's not
they come
involved in
across
Delta,
as
because
direct
that's, he's
commentary
gone.
on the
He's doing his own
present-day
thing now.
debates, one that players and audiences
That's
are
also true. Great Ace Attorney also talks about politics, Warboss, and technically all the Ace Attorney
seeking
games do.
an escape from. An example of this
'Cause they're all
was
about
the Doctor
law.
Who episode where they brought back David Tennant to give him this scene.
We've still got to fix you two. Because the meta crisis might have slowed down, but that thing is wrapped around your cortex.
Yes.
I can't even understand what they're saying there. Alteori, please, don't put the pitch so high on these videos. Don't do that. Don't speed them up like this just because you want to rush through your slop video. Take the time to show what the characters are saying. That's awful.
We know everything, thanks. And you know nothing. It's a shame you're not one anymore. You've got all that power, but there is a way to get rid of it. Something a male-presenting time.
What are they saying? Huh? What is this? I've never seen Doctor Who, so I can't speak on that really, but oh my gosh. Oh, you can't see the video, Stanley? Oh, hang on. Let me fix that. I just realized I need to share my screen there for Stanley. There you go. You got it now, Stan? You got it? I just realized I need to share the screen with him. There. That was my bad, Stanley. There we go. Perfect, okay. Hopefully you can see it now. Okay, cool. Awesome. Good stuff. Technical difficulties there. Confusion
Does that
intensifies?
scene
Yeah, that was
not
weird.
Make you want to roll your eyes
Showing a clip on speed it up is lazy. Yeah, that was
so
bad.
freaking fast that they start to generate their own gravitational field. I mean, it's especially nonsensical and condescending to the audience and to the
It's nonsensical to show a clip like that on like 10 times speed. And it's condescending to the audience too. Why?
They love when you consider that
Oh my
they
God.
already had a scene prior, like much earlier, with the same Time Lord saying this.
Just let go.
So
I can't even understand what they're saying because you sped it up so much. Stop doing this. Stop. Just put effort into your video. Don't speed up these people.
As for the example,
Oh my god, that clip was confusion. Stop.
provided, they are a contrast. The politics in Starship Troopers and Helldivers 2 are fictionalized and allegorical, and it also allows the players or the audience to engage with them without
Kojima was
feeling
just a
like they're
producer
being
for
lectured
Rising?
to
Interesting,
or
John.
drawn into
Huh.
this divisive
I thought he
real-world
actually worked
argument.
on it.
The way to do politics is to leave room for interpretation, encouraging players or your audience to reflect without forcing them to confront modern day disputes head on, nose all the way up the cheeks. And it boils down to how something's presented. That's really what it comes down to, and the subtlety of it. Fictionalized, fantastical, political commentary enhances immersion, but when you're being like ham with it, like overtly in your face with it, with the real world political preaching, that can
Test.
break the immersion.
There we
That's
go.
why
Now you're
players
back, Stanley.
appreciate the former
Okay.
while rejecting
Stanley's mic
the
was
latter.
glitching for
It's
a bit
also
there.
why people accepted
Okay.
Avatar,
Okay.
the Na'vi movie.
Alteori is
because
confusing.
despite
Yeah,
its
that was
obvious
weird.
political allegory, it comes down to how the message was delivered. Aside from Jake Sully going balls deep in some alien Pasquini, the movie touched on heavy
Jesus.
themes like environmentalism, colonialism, and corporate greed, but it wrapped those ideas in this beautifully immersive alien world that felt like pure escapism. The political
Which
allegory, at least to me,
Isn't a very good movie, by the way. I mean, maybe that's just me, of course. To each their own. But I'm not a fan of Avatar just because I don't think it's very good. I think it was like purely driven by the 3D like movie technology hype. That was kind of it.
most people wasn't shoved in your face with modern day names and buzzwords and slogans or this preachy, weird, cringy dialogue. Instead, it was
Jesus.
woven into a story about a
What?
distant
No, Avatar has cringy dialogue. Huh? It's not a very good movie. What's your favorite book?
It's not.
Oh, go ahead, Stanley.
You go, because I was just reaffirming your point.
Yeah, so, like, the thing, like, it's funny she says, oh, Avatar wasn't preachy, and that's what makes it good. When, funny enough, Avatar isn't really revered for its story at all. Kind of just the visuals. So, you kind of have to have more of a point to your movie and characters that people actually care about to make something good. So it just kind of goes to show that even praising Avatar doesn't really work there. Because Avatar isn't really praised for its story, just its visuals.
Planet, a unique culture, and a breathtaking visual experience.
Last
People
Airbender,
could connect
yeah,
with
Last
the themes on a
Airbender
deep-
is the superior Avatar target because it does actually take a stand on that stuff, and there is a real message there. And there's characters you can actually care about too and are well developed. Avatar, the blue people, doesn't have that.
For a more emotional level without feeling like they're being dragged into a current IR.
Exactly, yeah, the visuals, like, it is a visually very impressive movie. Even today, I would say, Camelot, but it's just not, it's not a very well done movie at all.
Also, the Na'vi weren't standing in for any one specific group from our world. They're actually a blend of many indigenous
Korra
cultures,
is hard to
which
judge for
made
that,
their
that's
struggles
true,
feel universal
John. Korra had a lot of really troubled
rather
development
than
at
tied to a single
Nickelodeon.
real-world issue. It allowed viewers to empathize with their plight while still feeling removed enough to enjoy what they were seeing on screen. And that's why Avatar works so well. It really made you care about its message without making you feel like you're being lectured to. It did.
Avatar has no deep story. It's a black and white story about Indians and people wanting their land. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've seen people before compare it to, like, Pocahontas or Dances with Wolves. That's kind of all it is, really.
Disrupt your
Just with blue people and aliens.
Yeah, blue people.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's all they are. It's just blue Pocahontas.
escapism. It enhanced the escapism.
No, it
That's the
didn't.
balance. A lot
What?
Of-
What do you mean? Like, the thing, like, I understand, like, you know, being able to get lost in the visuals, because it is a pretty movie, but it's not it's not a deep movie at all. I don't know why she's taking that stance on it. It's not.
People wish more modern
Isn't
games
that
and
deep,
movies
bro?
could strike, and that's the kind of politics that people actually love. And what I would say, honestly, is if people don't readily
Then why do
recognize the
people keep praising the visuals of Avatar and not the movie itself and the story? What are you talking about?
Politics in a video game or movie, then that means the creators have done a good job. There's a reason why people used to say art is open to interpretation. When I write my stories, whether it's on my other story channel...
Oh, wow. I kind of want to look at Alteori's stories now. If this is the stance she's taking on things like Avatar and Helldivers and Metal Gear Solid, I wonder what her stories look like. I find it so funny.
Sure to be good.
Yeah, probably really good. Maybe we'll do that at 40k subs, because we're watching Critical Drinker's movie at 30k when we hit that. But maybe, so, like, I know a lot of these grifters will often be, like, you know, making movies or whatever, or writing stories on the side. Like, even Dr. Disaster, he has his own sci-fi novel series that he does, and I'm kind of curious to read that, because it's probably bad. I know Critical Drinker's movie was not received well at all. Have yet to see it, but we'll watch that when we hit 30k subs. Yeah, there's definitely all that for sure.
Looks like it'll just be us.
Oh, Shrews can't join?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi is dead at their house, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Don't know
Darn.
about. The
All right.
characters I create are usually very far removed from any audience that might come across them. They're either told from the point of view of animals or creatures or human beings in completely different situations. And if I'm telling a story from a human perspective, I make sure that there are characters with a very large variety of differing views, even from the animals, because they are anthropomorphized in their personalities. The characters in my stories typically come...
It's funny that like everyone always tries to call me a furry and like shame me for that. when I don't even write furry stories. I don't draw furry art. Technically, I'm only furry adjacent. I'm not even a furry. I don't identify as that. But it's funny everyone will call me that, but not Alteori, who's more open about that here.
From
it's
different
really
walks
funny.
of life.
And also, they'll always try to claim like, oh, furries are the ones you know, doing stuff to barnyard animals. I'm not going to talk about here because that's bad. But that's not really what a furry is. Like, Stanley is a furry. And, like, in their case, it's just that they like furry media. Like, you like lackadaisy, you like anthro, you know, characters. Like, that's kind of what the definition of that is, really, at its core. Like, I don't identify as a furry, but, like, Stanley does. And they're not doing the things that, like, Tactical Templar and people like that are claiming they are. That is, yeah, it's not what a furry is at all. Also, funny thing about Avatar, we're going to watch a video about Avatar Last Airbender after this, which will be very interesting.
It's never about having one person who fits into a specific demographic being targeted or portrayed as foolish. They're individuals first, and that's something that matters to me. Each of them has a clear, well-thought-out motivation for their actions and beliefs.
All the other media we're trying to diss before does too, though. What are you talking about? From what people were saying in chat, Dustborn has that. I know for a fact Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order has that. So why are you trying to diss these?
These motivations drive why they make their decisions, and when the other characters challenge them, they push back. But despite all these differences, many of them remain friends or even...
Avatar doesn't really have that, though. Avatar is not a very well fleshed out story at all. It's funny she was glazing that when, like, the stuff she's describing right now that she likes to see in media, Avatar doesn't really have that. It just puts such a focus on the visuals that the characters and, like, storytelling come completely last.
Their enemies, there's rarely this clear-cut, one-dimensional reason.
Why is Genshin footage being looped when it has nothing related to the video? I think she's trying to say it's an example of politics done right in gaming. That's another thing I don't like about this video, Gaster. Like, she'll show footage of random games or whatever, like, as good or bad examples here, but she won't really dive into why they're good or bad examples. The only thing she's really talked about here that she thinks are good examples are Metal Gear Solid, Fallout, and BioShock. And then, like, she doesn't really talk about any bad examples at all. So it's like, okay, well, I thought your whole video here was supposed to be about how politics don't belong in gaming and how some are doing it wrong. But you haven't really talked about that at all. You've only talked about good examples. You haven't talked about how politics and gaming are a bad thing or what games are doing that poorly. Just kind of proving everybody's point here.
With varying ideologies, if they face a common
was that an
enemy,
AI
they'll set
image
their
earlier?
differences aside and
Probably
work
knowing
together,
her.
even if they were arguing earlier over something that they disagreed on. And most, or more importantly, if
that's
I'm
what they all
on
say.
Noah, issues, I approach it satirically.
That's funny.
I don't just
Adrian.
target one specific
What's my favorite
person
book?
or group for ridicule.
I don't
For
know.
example, in
Not sure,
one scene
Genya.
of one of my stories or my fan fiction stories,
What?
two
Stop!
kaiju were talking
Stop
to each
promoting
other.
your fan fiction. You're not even getting to the point here. Yeah, it's just a self-promo. Is this her just glazing herself? Ugh, this is ridiculous.
Friends, they don't agree on everything, they're always teasing each other, but they poke fun at the stereotypical behaviors of humanity, and that's because they see them from their kaiju perspective. To them, humans are weird in general. They don't single out one particular group because realistically that's not how they see
A lazy
things,
video that
and I
shouldn't be
wouldn't
this
write it
long.
that
Yeah,
way
this
just
is
to avoid offending
17 minutes.
either.
It's not even
Some
the long
people
as one
argue,
I've
like,
covered
it's just
before.
A fantasy, but the key
Like,
to
I covered
crafting it-
Natalie's video. That was an hour long. For those who were there for that stream. If not, you can check it out on the channel here. But that was abysmal. You remember Natalie's video, Stanley?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was something, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that was too
really
long.
good and
this could be
very
4 minutes.
entertaining
Yeah.
story is to
For real.
immerse people
She keeps
so
drawing
deep
it out by
inside of
showing
it
unrelated
that they
footage and not
forget
diving
that it's
into it.
fantasy. You have to trick their
And
brains
then
into
getting
thinking
mad
it's
at tweets
real
earlier
by
with
making
pride
it
flags
feel
on
as
it.
grounded and
And trying to make
authentic
fun
as
of those
possible
people. That's all
while
this
still
video
offering an
is.
escape from the real world. Trick them to thinking that it's real by making them forget that it's fantasy. You know what I mean? Like, I know that
No,
doesn't
I
make
don't,
sense,
'cause you haven't
but it's a
explained that at
technique in
all.
Entertainment, whether video games, movies, or shows, that's been used for a very long time. Like, it's only recently as people have become more sensitive and offended by everything that the art of subtlety has just been lost. Like, they've
It
completely
kind of sounds like you're offended at everything, Alteori, and that's why you made this whole video. It was just you getting offended at, like, people that put politics that you don't agree with in video games. That's all this has been. Like, it's funny all these guys will try to claim, like,
Rejection.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny these guys will try to claim that, everyone else around them is getting offended by everything, when really, it's kind of them. Like, they always complain about the SJWs, which to some degree I get, honestly, but they're really no better. If anything, they're worse than SJWs. They're just the SJWs of today. It sucks. They're really annoying.
Forgotten that this was how things were being done.
This meeting
all
could have been
time.
an email
now
on video,
everything
for
seems to be
real.
really heavy-handed, and rather than being nuanced,
Now I remember
and
why I
open
stopped
to
watching this chick.
interpretation, You know,
I
the
stopped her
storytelling
before she
that
became a
once made these
grifter.
mediums so powerful.
Yeah, she's just
now it has to
annoying,
be
John.
laden with
It's
real-world
like same thing with
moment
Jester Bell.
activism. So what say you guys? Do you like the way the characters in movies and games are being written now? Do you think
Yeah? Because it's not any different than it used to be.
that
Ah.
politics doesn't belong in gaming at all, or do you just think it's the way it's being presented at the moment? Where do you think it all went wrong? And what do you think needs to change, if anything?
This is such a nothing video. Oh my god. And then you have this awful...
Oh my god, what the fuck?
What was that? Now you have this awful, like, seizure-inducing end screen. Is that all that
The
is?
phrase keep politics out of gaming is one that's been thrown around the last decade, and just thinking about that statement confuses me. It's often argued that all art is political to some degree, and while I'm hard disagree.
Okay, so now we're just doing another... Okay, I'm done with this video. What?
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that line?
This movie did Mufasa dirty? Oh god. Okay. Maybe we'll watch that after. I'm sure it's another bad take of hers, but... The one I want to pull up now is the Avatar one. Let me see here. Also, True says he might get it fixed, so hopefully he will. We'll see. Let's see here. Now I gotta pull up the Avatar video if I can find that. Gotta scroll up and find it. So this video is about, I think it's about, like, Avatar 7 Havens, or whatever. The new one.
Oh boy. Can't
Yeah.
wait to see the discourse.
Yeah, there's already been a lot of discourse. So for those who don't know, there's a new Avatar Last Airbender show coming out in 2027. It looks pretty good, actually. One of the issues, though, that some people have been having with it is the fact that the main character is now well, according to this video, the new Avatar is a disabled POC female lead, or as the thumbnail says, a disables POC female lead, because they couldn't actually bother putting, like, actually spelling the lettering right on the thumbnail, which I find really funny. So we're gonna look at this one here. This one's something. And then we're gonna look at another Alteori video, maybe this Mufasa one. And there was some suggestions in the Discord I want to check out after this too. So let me check suggestions and questions here.
Let's
see here. Let's see. Gotta check
Might
suggestions
stay
and
only-
questions. Huh? What's that, Stanley?
I might stay only for the Avatar video.
Okay, yeah, all good. I can roast
Because
some
I'm
other
getting-
folks after. Maybe, and again, like maybe Truge will join us too. We'll have to see. Oh, the Christopher Nolan one. Okay, I want to check that out for sure. The casting of Christopher Nolan's Odyssey looks wrong. Nolan's Odyssey looks modern. Uh-oh, the modern audience that these guys always complain about. Okay, we're gonna watch a little bit of that after then, because Alteori did a video on the Arc animated series too, which I can't speak on because I'd never seen it. But for now, let's watch this one about the new Avatar show.
No!
It's him!
Oh no!
It's him!
No, not him.
I gotta give this a dislike before I forget.
Oh wait, it's 1 month ago. Okay.
Yeah, it's an older one. Don't worry. The new Avatar is a disabled POC female lead. Let's see what our good buddy Templar here has to say. I love watching this guy. He's just so funny.
A very good friend.
Yes, a very good friend of ours. Good old Tactical Templar. He's helping Stanley's channel quite a bit, and Truce's and mine. So yes, very good friend.
I definitely will reply to.
Oh, he will. He will. Tag him later, Stanley. So, or Truge, or like I either have like I don't know, like have Truge I'd like to get Truge to react to one of these, so then Templar can just send his like goons over to Truge's and just get him more subscribers.
I actually had to do a little bit of digging.
Truge wants to though.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, well, he might send it over to you as well. But it's such an easy way to get your guys' channel bigger. That's why I love doing it. Leave me alone. Exactly. Anything but Templar. I freaking love this guy though. Like, I ironically find him so funny because he has such like just insane takes on things. It's always so extreme, so it ends up being like funny to me. It's great. Not Templar, exactly, Kevlar. Our good buddy Templar. Oh, I gotta put. Can y'all hear him, by the way?
True and not just purely clickbait.
Oh boy.
Because you're not going to believe this. No.
Oh dang.
Even with
where are we not gonna believe Templar? Oh.
I believe it.
No.
I believe it too.
About the brain-rotted, leftist, degenerate retards in
Oh, boy.
Hollywood and in the entertainment
Oh,
space.
you're already starting.
Not gonna believe
Already. He didn't even wait to start using the
I
R
don't know
word.
why we're surprised.
No, we're not. Honestly, a little louder. Okay.
We're
He is pretty quiet. There. I put him as loud as I can there. Adrian. Let's see how that works.
But it's true. They're coming out with a new Avatar: The Last Airbender series. And this is going to be called Avatar 7 Havens.
Okay. What was with that long pause? Oh my gosh. He needs to pace his videos better. He always has such long pauses between any sentence. And I remember Stanley was making fun of him for that on his roast video. Weren't you, Stanley?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's really funny.
I was.
Yeah, because he takes like 2 minutes between each sentence. Let's put him on
Yeah,
2 times speed before I forget. Like 1.25. There.
Young Earthbender discovers she's the new Avatar.
Yeah, she's disabled.
after
She has the peg leg.
But in a dangerous era. That title marks her as humanity's destroyer, not its savior. Now, the character that you're looking at on screen, from what I've been able to see, is the new Avatar.
Yeah?
A black...
It says that right here. No shit, Sherlock.
A black, female, disabled woman.
Okay, so the black part is so funny to me. Because there aren't really any, there aren't any real world races in Avatar. They're all, fictionalized races and people. You have the Fire Tribe, you have the Earth Tribe, you have the Airbender Tribe. There's not a single, real race in Avatar. Just, he has, a darker skin color. And funny enough, I'm pretty sure Katara had a slightly darker skin tone as well. And a lot of characters in Avatar did, actually. I'm pretty sure Korra did also. And, Asami also did. So this isn't even a new thing for them. This is ridiculous. It's based on Lily's Avatar fanfiction. Oh no! Hopefully not.
That's a peg leg.
Yeah. It is a peg leg. Yeah. You're right.
They literally did the meme.
What meme?
I thought this was an out-of-season April Fool's joke. Or maybe they were, just putting out some ideas that they had later rejected. But no, this is their idea.
Mm-hmm.
And it just goes to show that at a certain point...
What's this meme, though?
You should have...
Yeah, what meme is he even talking about?
You had a great show. It was a culturally relevant show. You had a good run. The Legend of Korra, by the way...
Oh, no.
I don't know what these retards on Twitter are doing to try to advise us. The Legend of Korra was dog shit. It was an abomination. One of the worst shows I've ever seen.
One of the worst shows he's ever seen? Wow,
yeah,
okay.
That's definitely exaggeration.
How? This is so extreme. This is why I love watching Templar, though, because he's so extreme about everything.
Live action show. He hasn't seen the live action show, probably.
Apparently not, yeah.
That would explain it.
It would.
Because they literally... It's just the Shyamalan.
Has he not?
Longer.
Yeah, the live action movie is bad. Has he not seen the live action Cowboy Bebop? What is his idea of a bad show? There are so many worse shows out there in general. Has he not seen Sanjay and Craig? Or Fanboy and Chum Chun? Or Planet Sheen? Is The Legend of Korra really the worst thing you've ever seen? If that's one of the worst TV shows you've ever seen, I don't know what to tell you, man. There's way worse shows out there than that. Like Sanjay and Craig, or even on Nickelodeon, like I just said, all of those 3 shows. Those are all Nickelodeon shows. And they're way worse than Korra. Korra wasn't even that bad. I have a lot of issues with it for sure. I don't think it was a really, I don't think it was a great show, but it had good elements. The thing that really killed it was 100% what was said earlier, all the behind the scenes stuff. Nickelodeon meddling, a lot of production hell, a lot of that stuff really killed that show and kind of made it not able to live up to its full potential and what the creators really wanted. So that's what happened there, Templar. That and it's not even that.
Really?
Oh, go ahead, Stanley.
We know why he really thinks it's the worst show.
Because it has a girl character.
Korra X Asami.
Oh, well that, but he also probably thinks Korra is a girl boss, I'm sure. Quote unquote girl boss.
Oh, Mary Sue.
Yeah, all the buzzword terms, exactly. Peg leg cool? I agree, Nevio.
Let me repeat that. One of the worst shows I've ever seen.
No! That's so funny to me. He thinks that's one of the worst shows ever? That's crazy.
Where they add in this completely ridiculous, forced, out of nowhere lesbian relationship.
Oh, yep, there it is. There it is.
There it is, of course.
With a bang. And so instead of a story that made sense, a backstory that made sense, things that actually, were cohesive between Avatar: The Last Airbender and this show, no, they went with the feminist propaganda, the left-wing gobbledygook, the garbage. They ruined something that they had built up. And all of it for clout and, we're so virtuous, we're so progressive.
What does girl boss even mean nowadays? Nothing, Gaster.
Oh, ink the freak's word. The freak.
Yeah, freak. Oh, he said it. Let me rewind it. I love hearing him say freak. It's so funny.
And all of it for clout and, we're so virtuous, we're so progressive. You're freaks.
I can't believe this is 1.25 speed.
Wait, what?
It said this is 1.25 speed. I can't believe it because it sounds like he's talking normally.
Let's speed him up a little more.
You had an opportunity to do a sequel to Avatar: The Last Airbender. And what was in the first episode?
What's Misery, Gina? Never seen that.
I'm the Avatar. You've got to deal with it.
Yeah?
These people are so genuinely pathetic. That
What's that pause? Why is that pause so long?
Even that was long. He's like, these people are just so genuinely pathetic. Oh my god, I think you're pathetic, Templar. You're just ranting about some show from over 10 years ago now. Korra came out in 2012.
We have to acknowledge them. We have to look at them like they're a leper.
A leper?
These people are the entertainment equivalent of skin rotting off.
Oh no!
And put this sort of vile dog shit out there. And expect, they demand that you not only don't criticize it, but that you like it. The toxic positivity. Yeah, this is so stunning and brave. No, it's not. It's embarrassing. I don't know where you got the idea that. First of all, I'm gonna make some people upset with this comment, but it's objectively true, so I don't give a shit.
Okay.
When it comes to heroic stories, nobody wants to see women in the lead role.
Really?
I know that when I say that.
Really? So they don't want to see things like Tomb Raider? People don't like Tomb Raider? Do people not like Prey at all? Interesting. And people clearly didn't like She-Ra either, or the Owl House, or Amphibia. No way!
There are a lot of people that are programmed based on modern society, modernity, to immediately reject. No, I like it. No, you don't.
What?
It's not.
He's telling people what they like now. Okay, yeah, clearly he's the end-all, be-all for that.
Slay the dragon and rescue the knight.
Oh, Stephen King worked on Misery?
Supposed to go on the journey of discovery, to find the treasure, to slay the boss, to slay the beast, and at the end of the day,
I'll have to look up Shad's videos later,
John. Going out into the world and slaying the dragon is getting the girl who is the treasure, because, and I know some people are not going to like this, but really at the end of the day, the treasure ultimately is the princess and her womb. Yeah, I said her womb.
What?
Because that womb bears children.
What? What happened here? What? So the only prize you have to... The ultimate prize to him is the womb. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright. I find it so funny that he always denies, being a gooner or an incel. Whenever someone calls him that, he's like, oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just mad at people... I'm mad at porn stars that people are not bearing children. Because if you look at his Twitter, funny enough, a lot of his replies are just him replying to OnlyFans stars or NSFW people or whatever, and always be posting oh, get married, get pregnant, have children, have a family. Yep.
Get into religion.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It feels kind of like a cult with him. I feel like probably is some sort of cult he's starting.
So that's your legacy. That's the oven in which you're going to build the foundation of your family. And, you want a lot of kids.
What? Maybe, no? Maybe some people just don't want to get married and just want to, I don't know, be single. There's nothing wrong with that. What? What's wrong with not getting married? Not everyone has to do that, man. Especially in this economy. Jesus.
Is the ultimate story of the man.
Of course he's
going out.
swerve Jason. Of
Now, the reason
course
why
he
it doesn't work
is.
for the woman is
That
because
is
women are
gross,
different.
GDC.
So they are trying to revise human nature, human biology, to
No.
see their ridiculous, just like
Not a true
absolutely
swerve though.
divorced from
No, he
reality
doesn't respect
perspective
women
on
at all.
women.
No,
And
no.
so that's why they're trying so hard. Now, that
He just
isn't to say
hates
that there aren't
women.
female characters that go along with the male
Confused
characters that
fox
enhance
noises.
the story.
Yeah, this guy is so
You know, and the story
like
wouldn't
insane.
be
It's
what it
kind of
is if there
funny,
wasn't a
Gaster.
princess to save.
Hey,
So she plays
Catfan,
inside
welcome
the
on
world
in.
too, including
We're
being
watching
saved and then
Templar,
giving him the
sadly.
children.
Talk
You know,
about Avatar
he puts
Last
the seeds in her
Airbender and
and
why
she
he hates it.
grows
Yeah.
a kid. You know, in the same way that you put.
I mean, why he
you
hates
put
the
an
new
unbaked
show.
cake in an oven.
Right. Oh my god. What is he
eating
talking
apple.
about now? He's talking about... Okay. And so that's...
We weren't paying attention.
Right, because it's just it's easy to tune him out.
Aren't female characters that go along with the male character that enhance the story? Of course not. You know, and the story wouldn't be.
What does
it
this
is
have
if
to
there
do
wasn't
with
a princess
Avatar
to save,
again?
so she plays an
Yeah, now
integral
he's just talking about how he thinks all women should get pregnant. He has a knight as a PFP, not surprised. Same.
role,
Same.
including being saved and then giving him the.
This
children.
is a video he
You know,
did
he
about
puts the seeds inside her
the new
and she
Avatar show
grows
coming
a kid.
out. He got
What
mad
the
because
fuck?
You put-
new
you put
Avatar's
an unbaked cake
disabled
in the
person
oven,
of
and
color
then
female
after,
lead.
45 minutes to an hour, out pops a cake.
What? Did he compare pregnancy to baking a cake? Okay. This is kind of creepy, actually.
You appreciate the oven. You
Jesus.
appreciate the
Kinda
food, you
so
appreciate the
weird.
batter, you appreciate
It
all
is
of
weird.
And all of it has to work in this beautiful symbiotic relationship in order for this, this miracle to work. But these
It's almost
people
like you would
on the
defend
left,
early
they are
Subaru
the
from ReZero.
anti-human
True, because
demographic.
Subaru was he was an
They hate
incel to
reality,
start with
hate
too.
humanity, and their
He'd
hubris
probably
is so
defend Zed from
out
Front
of control
Uprising.
and out of whack that they think that they can basically alter the fabric of human nature and human desire, human understanding. They think that they can shame you and vilify you and ridicule you
Oh
into
my.
agreeing with their absolutely demonic, hateful, ignorant, backwards, anti-human worldview. And the answer is no.
Hateful!
If your first
Hateful!
thought is we're going to make an Avatar: The Last Airbender
Well,
series,
clearly
we're
we're
gonna
all
change the
hateful,
character,
yeah.
we're gonna have the main character
Clearly
be
people are
black-
hateful that just
black
don't
or
want to
brown
get
female
married.
character, and she's going to be
Okay.
disabled. Then I imagine that she'll probably be a lesbian. Why?
I had an
Because
idea to
you
make
deal
a character
with
riff
the
him.
now
Do
you
it.
know
Do it,
your-
Camelot,
your
for
so-called
sure.
social
She's
pyramid,
a
your
bisexual,
pyramid
actually
of
not a
hierarchy
lesbian.
When it comes to,
You're right, Cora isn't even... Yeah, she's not even... She's bisexual. You can't even get that right. Oh my gosh. Baking a cake? Tell me you never touched a woman without telling me, Templar. Yeah. There is no way this guy is married. At all. He's never gonna get a woman if he keeps acting like this. Like, Templar,
clearly did.
some advice for you. If you really want to get a girlfriend, which I'm sure you do, if you really want that, just don't act like this. Women don't like someone who constantly goes around like shaming other women or whatever, or shaming people for not getting married or not wanting to have kids. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes someone who tries to shove religion on them every 2 seconds either. Nobody likes this. Like, if you really want to get married or have a girlfriend or whatever is your MO here, just stop being like this. Just listen to what people have to say. Listen to their feelings. Listen to what, like, women are trying to tell you. If you keep doing this isn't going to work out for you, buddy. You're not going to get married at all. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Women don't want to be around someone who's constantly insulting people every second, calling them the R word, calling them, like, freaks and things like that. Like, they're just going to laugh you off. They're not going to want to touch you, bro. Sorry. Like, I'm saying that as a person who just, like, kind of would rather see this kind of thing improve and not be a thing anymore. I'd rather see people like this improve and learn to be better, but I don't know.
I want this person to be at the top of the pyramid, but the pyramid is a complete and total joke. Sort of like the food pyramid in the United States.
What pyramid? What are you talking about
You
now?
will never be able to rewrite the fundamental fabric of storytelling because it is ingrained into who human beings are.
Maybe
And
listen to
you can
people
say,
more
what
if you
about
want
that?
anyone to
What about-
like you.
what
Yeah,
about
for
that?
real.
Sure.
If you
There's
want people to
certain
listen to you, you have to listen to them too, Templar. Exactly what Gaster said.
Where women
An
can be
absolute
the main
bozo.
character.
Yes, he is.
That's fine. But when you're talking about an adventure, like a long-standing adventure where you have to deal with maybe politics, you have to deal with a world against you, most of the time, if not all of the time, I would prefer to watch a male character. And if
Really? Interesting. Huh. So, it's funny because a character like this, a disabled, like, I wouldn't say she's black because she's like that doesn't exist in Avatar. Like, I'm just gonna say a disabled character because that's what she is, a disabled Earthbender. It's funny because that's the kind of character that would get judged. Interesting. And like, Aang still got judged too, you know, for being like the last Airbender and stuff and being the last of his kind. And there was prejudice against him too. That's kind of something Avatar has always dealt with throughout all of Avatar: Last Airbender, all of Korra. So what? Like he's like, oh, if it can deal with prejudice and stuff, but if it's not a male, I don't care. So what? You just want like a character that like looks like you there only? That's ridiculous. This is so dumb. He's really showing his hand here.
Why?
He's like, oh, no way. We can't show a prejudice of disabled people, even though that's kind of one of the most common ones, for sure. You're not going to see as much, I mean, it does exist for sure, but you're not going to see as much prejudice towards a white straight male as you are towards a disabled woman. That's just a fact, dude.
Why are you so bothered by the basic reality?
Katara got judged as well, exactly.
He didn't make them the same.
Even the earthbending, what's her face? The girl that goes with Sokka at the end of the show. She got judged at first as well and had to like educate Sokka on not being sexist. It's funny because Templar apparently he keeps glazing the original show, but clearly he learned nothing from it. Avatar teaches people not to be sexist with Sokka. What?
And the idea that women can do anything.
Toph, right?
You don't believe that.
Well,
I know.
Yeah, Toph was one of them, but there was like the one at the fan. Who was the one with like Suki? Thank you, Stanley. Yeah, Suki. She really taught Sokka about that. She's like, don't mess with me. Don't be sexist. How did Templar not learn anything from that? This is stupid.
You say that because that's what you're programmed to say. You're programmed to look at this sort of slop.
No prejudice in Avatar: Last Airbender and Korra. Stop the presses. Yeah, whoa. Dang, clearly there's nothing there. No way.
Now, what are we
Only prejudice here.
Well, I'm going to make a video on it.
So silly.
I'm not going to watch it.
I needed this today, though. After watching Alteori, I have to have something to laugh at, which Templar is like the easiest to laugh at. Him ranting for vengeance and like Dr. Disaster are like my three like favorites just to laugh at because they're so insane. It's funny.
They will say, "Oh, you're not
fake fan, obvious." Yeah, this guy is definitely a fake fan of Avatar.
No, see, I only need to touch the stove once and see.
I like a girl that can kick my ass. Yeah, Sokka said that. Well, not like verbatim. That was kind of what happened afterward.
Isn't as hot and as painful as the other ones.
Or actually, no, he didn't. He didn't say that initially. Sokka was like judging all the girls, like Suki and others, for being girls. He thought they couldn't be as competent as him, and then he was put in his place pretty quickly. That was more what it was.
We've learned our lesson with
Matt Walsh is hard to laugh at. I mean, I can. No, yeah, I can laugh at him a little bit, like his Disney villain one. But it's yeah, that one was really bad. His Sonic one was bad too. But it's just he's so egregiously like deadpan about it. He takes it like he's very clearly not joking about any of that stuff. Even though Natalie, funny, tried to claim like, oh, Audley never doesn't understand that Matt Walsh is just joking about Disney villains being right and Disney being woke or whatever. Clearly, Matt Walsh was just joking about that, even though I did a video dissing Matt Walsh as well. It's funny when Natalie makes a video dissing him and tearing his arguments apart. It's okay for her, but when she sees me doing it, it's like, oh, this guy is stupid. He doesn't understand. When you look at the viewership between our channels, it becomes very, very apparent why she tried to do that. Nice try, Natalie.
The first Avatar show, I think.
I still love that she got totally wrecked last time.
Are under pressure.
The fandom towards Suki dying young. Yeah, exactly.
Or reputation.
You think he's gonna stream this stream on his channel, react to it?
Being famous.
He'll only do that if like Stanley pings him or something, which would be funny if he did.
I imagine the people who originally made Avatar: The Last Airbender, when they were working on the original, when they were doing the first pilot and the first episodes. I imagine they had no idea how successful it was going to be, and they were working their ass off to make it a thing. And in fact, from what I heard, that team had to fight for every season of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And the whole show is phenomenal. But when the show ended, Nickelodeon greenlit.
He will be Sparky for sure.
They greenlit
No,
all 4.
they greenlit only 1 season of Korra.
That's so misinformed. Tell me you're a fake fan without telling me you're a fake fan. Nickelodeon worked directly against Korra. That is such a... Go ahead, Stanley.
There's a reason she had all 3 elements and had to learn air. Only air left.
Exactly. Like... that is so dumb. Korra... Also, yeah, like, Nickelodeon worked directly against Korra because of the gayness. They didn't want... You know, they didn't want to, like, explicitly show that. So once they kind of realized that's what the show was going to be about, they're like, oh, maybe let's downplay this and not advertise it as much. Let's maybe put, like, the full last season of the show only online and not even air it on Nickelodeon proper. It's just... It's so obvious. Nickelodeon did not want that show to succeed, and there was a lot of meddling behind the scenes with the writers and everything else, which kind of makes the show like what it is now. You know, it's a little bit of a mess. Like, there are definitely good elements to it. It's not nearly as strong as Avatar, but I would still say it's a decent show for what it is. And I do like how it kind of advances the world building of Avatar, you know, because, like, the first one's a very, like, feudal era Japan, India kind of blend of cultures and stuff. Like, there's no technology at all. Like, you have, like, horse-drawn carriages, stuff like that. Korra kind of ups the ante by being more like diesel punk. So it kind of takes place in, like, I guess what would be the equivalent of, like, the 1920s or 1930s, basically, when motor cars were becoming a thing and stuff, and that was kind of becoming a more prevalent part of a culture. And, like, the Fire Nation, you know, since they were always the most advanced civilization throughout all the nations, of course, by now, they have, like, full-on tanks and stuff. Like, they're really advanced. So, like, I like that stuff, but Korra definitely has some issues for sure.
So suddenly, these guys didn't have to really try. They were just given a blank.
You got on a Blu-ray? I think I have the combo pack of Avatar and Korra on Blu-ray.
For these 4 seasons, what will pay you this deal?
Me too.
Go out and, you know, make these episodes.
It's a good combo pack, Stanley. What? No, that's not what Nickelodeon did. They greenlit 1 season. Why does he keep trying to say this?
And then it stops becoming about the effort and the pushback and trying to make something good. Then it becomes about the ego. Well, look at how many people loved Avatar. Well, then we're gonna make some changes. Now it's gonna be Korra, and we're gonna do all the political things that we wanted to do.
No, Avatar was already political. What are you talking about? It's just like a natural evolution of that. You idiot.
They just snubbed them.
Wild takes? Yeah, this is crazy.
The show was embarrassing. It was an abomination. It was a genuinely awful show because fundamentally it wasn't a story.
Okay, no, it wasn't that bad, dude. It wasn't that bad. Like, I have problems with Korra. I'm gonna criticize those problems for sure. But the things you're talking about aren't really the problems with the show at all. This is ridiculous.
And not the cool kind. But somebody who always made things worse. And it wasn't like, okay, this is a flawed character.
Whoa, Korra always makes things worse.
The story,
clumsy Korra.
Delusionally believes that you're supposed to like this character.
Someone had their helmet on too tight. Yeah. Templar's night helmet is on too tight.
That I liked most in The Legend of Korra was Bolin.
Also, he only, like, it's funny he'll always, like, complain about women or whatever, but he clearly does like women. But he'll only like them if he thinks he can, like, jack off to them. He was, like, talking about Angelina Jolie from Tomb Raider one time, and he was saying, like, oh, clearly Angelina Jolie has the assets, like, naturally born assets to be Tomb Raider, to be Lara Croft, and he was like, these are completely realistic, and every woman should be able to achieve this. And funny enough, Angelina Jolie wore bra padding for her role in the first Tomb Raider movie. Then she got rid of the bra padding for the second movie. Nothing but eye candy. Yeah, that's all he cares about. He doesn't care about them at all. It's so stupid. It's very silly. And he actually did a video reacting to me calling him out for that in my Spider-Man video. He was trying to say, like, ow, well, clearly these like double D's and stuff are totally achievable. And all women should have them. Absolutely. I must have more. But, yeah. It's just like, my guy, not, like, the majority of women aren't gonna look like that. Sorry to burst your bubble, chump. Nice try, though.
Like the
Templar's stupid. Yeah, he thinks video
Because at
game
least
women
he's
are real
somewhat
women.
But Korra was a genuinely.
Bro doesn't like
terrible
tomboys? No, he doesn't. He would hate the
Terrible.
Owl House. He would hate
Again,
Amphibia, too. If he's
They
seen
turned her into a
those.
lesbian at the very, very end.
He probably hates
Because
Toph,
they wanted to
actually,
do
from the
something
original
with the people
Avatar.
talking, even though it didn't make
What's your
sense,
favorite
even though
Cartoon Network
who she
show?
became a lesbian with was completely
Probably The Amazing World of
all the
Gumball,
mentally ill
Guinea. I
women
like that one a lot.
who
It's really
obsessed about
funny.
this stuff. They were all happy about it, but ultimately.
But I
it
like a lot of
destroyed
Cartoon
the
Network
reputation of
stuff.
the
Also,
last
hey,
Avatar,
James, welcome
or
on
Last
in.
Airbender, Avatar series. It destroyed
Yeah,
the-
he's just grifting. He's
the
making up
recognition.
misinformation,
No,
make
this is
money
just
from
sort
it.
of just
Exactly,
pissing off
James.
the grave.
Or try to sell his audience
So,
on the
yeah,
idea
what a sad end to a once
that this is how things
incredible-
are. Like, for Templar, it's funny, he always, like, whenever he gets called a grifter, he's like, oh, I'm not a grifter, because I'm not trying to make money on this. When really, that's not the only definition of a grifter. What he is doing is trying to market off of outrage and things like that. Like, you know, saying like, oh, the new Avatar is a disabled POC female lead. He's marketing that off, like marketing off of outrage to try to sell his ideals to people. To get people in his weird, like, religious cult. Because that's exactly what he is, and he's insane because of that. Because grifting isn't always about money. It can be about other incentives too, like this. And that's his drive. That's why he does this.
What a sad end.
Bro doesn't know who Toph is.
What a
Yeah.
pathetic end.
A pathetic ending.
Like,
Oh dang!
look at it, you know,
Two girls
everything
kissing is a
happens in
pathetic
one
ending.
scene.
Or they don't even kiss; they hold hands.
It's
Because
so
Nickelodeon
embarrassing.
wouldn't let him show them
The thing is,
kissing.
so, well, what about her voice actor? What if she's really good? No. No. When you start with the foundation...
No! Wait!
No.
It's like, no.
No. No.
Just the jokes write themselves with him. It's so funny. Like, no, it is actually a cult. Like, that is what he's in charge of, Adrian. This guy is a cult leader.
I'll get the benefit of the doubt again. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for...
Okay, cool.
And
Thanks, Templar. Thanks. Alright then. Well, that was something. Jesus Christ.
Yep. All right.
Cool. Thanks, Templar. Basically, the artist was convinced that the editor wasn't going to keep paying attention, so he decided to keep drawing. Oh, that's a little weird, John. Jesus. If I had a nickel for every time the main cast of an Avatar project had been disabled Earthbender, I would have 3 nickels, which is good. Yeah. Toph was a disabled Earthbender. And yeah, so was the one from Korra. This isn't even anything new. This is so foolish. Oh, my God. Thank you for sending that also, Camelot. I just saw the meme you sent. Yeah, that's me. That's me for sure. Let me look at questions and suggestions here, because someone sent something before that I wanted to react to. Oh, the Christopher Nolan one. So, for those that don't know, Christopher Nolan is making a new movie called The Odyssey, which I'm very excited for, actually.
Hey,
I'm
number
looking
one, so
forward to
it
this
seems like
one.
we've got more news.
But, so this guy, Metatron, wow, he almost has 1 million subscribers. Interesting. So, according to someone here, someone earlier, said this guy's another grifter, I guess. And apparently he's calling the cast of Christopher Nolan's Odyssey woke, or whatever. Oh no. And of course, one of the first comments is, I'm just surprised Pedro Pascal isn't there. Also, wait, did Stanley leave? Huh? Stanley? Where'd you go? Oh well. Dang, so much for Stanley. I was hoping someone else would join me here. I love talking to people when making fun of these. It's more fun with more people. Darn. He's a tired catto. Well, stay by to Stanley, everybody. What's your favorite movie sequel? I don't know. Taking your nickels? Why are you taking Camelot's nickels, Firespark? Let's see the cast. Yeah, let's see what the cast is. I know who the cast is for this movie because I saw the announcement a while ago, and I'm actually excited for it. Wait, what? One of his other things says Christopher Nolan's Odyssey looks terrible. Is he just constantly hating on this movie? Why?
About Christopher Nolan's Odyssey. And it's good news, right?
Yeah, probably.
Right? Now, I've already made a video about the first impression, first looks, the first images and what I thought about it, but today we've got this. So we are reading from this website and the title is Everything We Know About Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. The star-studded cast includes Matt Damon, Tom Holland and
You'll
Zendaya.
rewatch Legend of
I don't know
Korra?
who
I
that
probably
is,
should too,
but
Fire
for a
Spark.
story that is
I
nearly
need to
3,000
rewatch
years
both
old, you'd
before
think
Seven
there
Havens
wouldn't
comes
be
out.
much mystery surrounding Homer's The Odyssey. Already this statement, the older it is, the more mystery there is about it. By the way, it's the opposite logic, but yeah. But true to form for director Christopher Nolan, his upcoming project based on the Greek epic is already one of Hollywood's most anticipated releases. I don't know about that, even though it's still over.
What? Yeah, it is. Are you kidding me? I've seen so many people hyped for The Odyssey. Because a lot of people really like look forward to Chris Nolan's movies generally. Like their events, their spectacles. People love his movies. They love The Dark Knight. They love Inception. A lot of people really liked Oppenheimer. So yeah, of course people are excited for The Odyssey. What do you mean?
While details
That is
remain
100%
scarce,
one of the
there are
most
a few things we do
anticipated
know.
movies of
Alright.
next year.
For starters, there is the basic plot. Spoiler warning, even though you've had plenty of time to read it by now, the Odyssey is a classic epic poem that follows the journey of
You're right.
Odysseus,
I have
king of
my
Ithaca.
PNG and my actual
And I think
face
it's like-
here. You're
in
correct
Greek
about that,
it's like
Adrian.
Ithaki. I don't know if you're Greek. Let me know. As he struggles to return home after the Trojan War, you can
You
read
saw
more
The
about
Odyssey with
Trojan
Arm
War in the
Asante?
Iliad. You could also
What's that?
get the Hollywood Cliff Notes version by watching it. I don't know why this made me laugh. You can know more about it by usually it's like clicking the link in the description. In this case, read the full Iliad. Along the way, Odysseus faces many challenges, including deadly encounters with mythical creatures, gods, and temptations that delay his return for 10 years. Even with all that time, Odysseus is on a time crunch to get home and reunite with his family before his wife, Penelope, is forced to remarry. The Odyssey is a story that has been retold countless times in literature and on screen. The few details we do have, combined with Nolan's film
I need the
canon,
nickels to
suggest
afford
that the
physical
upcoming
media,
version
Noah.
will be a
Physical media is good.
blockbuster
Oh, by
like
the
no
way, I keep
other.
forgetting
No,
to
mate,
say this,
what
but like if you haven't already, like the stream. That does help me out a lot. Give the stream likes for sure.
Up to this point is that it looks horrible. Now, whether my mind will be blown and then the end product.
Have
will
I been
be
to
like,
a
"Oh, you know
convention,
what, it
Noah?
was
I have.
pleasing." It's
I went to
actually
PAX
great. I
West
hope so,
recently.
but we'll
Cat
see.
fan.
Here is what we
And
know. As far as
I've
we
been
know.
to a lot
The
of
film will be
others before
primarily shot
too.
in Morocco and Sicily. Hey,
Been to
I
Anime
appreciate this
Expo.
part. I appreciate that they're showing my land.
Cool.
Alright, so is it true
I've been
that
to
Sicily should
Anime
be
Expo. I've been
involved
to
in the representation of
PAX,
the Iliad? I'm going to say yes. In fact,
Portland
Book
Retro
10
Gaming
begins
Expo.
with
I hosted a
Odyssey.
panel there last year, actually, on autism and autism representation in video games. And this year, I'll be talking about mental health representation in video games. So look forward to that.
Is
That'll be on
landing
October.
the Aeolian island, the homeland of Aeolus, the Lord of the Winds, who gives Ulysses the bag with
Why
the
are you
winds,
giving us
the
a backstory
identification
on
of
Sicily?
Fabiana with the island
Get
of
to the point! I thought you were gonna rant about the Odyssey cast.
Goats was
Okay.
suggested by Butler, but at its root, the name of the archipelago, Egadi, actually means in Greek of goats, pertaining to goats, and Polyphemus,
Why do I need to know
the
this?
Cyclops, is placed by all classical traditions in Sicily. Do keep in mind that the places of the Odyssey should be understood in a fantastic dimension, but undoubtedly
No, I haven't,
with
'cause I'm not a
real
furry cat
parallels
fan.
that probably arose later, with retroactive identification made by the classics themselves. So yes, Sicily, great choice. Let's have a look at this cast, shall we? And then we can try and imagine what roles they're going to play. So Matt Damon is Odysseus. Tom Holland is going to be Telemachus, his son. I honestly would love it to see actual Greek actors. That's something I would love to see, to be honest. But I don't know, is there like any ultra famous Greek actor? Because I understand they need stars because they need to sell. I get that. Just a question. Are there any Greek actors that could be actually employed for Greek roles? I think that would be nice. Lupita. All right. So clearly black actor. Now, if
Oh no,
they
he's
can
gonna get
come up-
mad.
I don't
He's
really-
gonna get mad because Lupita's here. A lot of the grifters really hate her. I think the first big thing I remember seeing her in was Black Panther. But yeah, a lot of the grifters always get mad at her, and other actresses too. They're kind of like in line with her. They don't like her. They don't like Lashana Lynch. They don't like the one lady who's from Loki who played the TVA agent, whose name I forget. She was also in Sinners, by the way. They hate the whole cast of Sinners probably too. Michael B. Jordan, all of them. Oh
actually
god.
employed for Greek roles. I think that would be nice. Lupita. All right. So clearly black actor. Now, if they can come up, I don't remember a black character in the Iliad. For instance, just to give you an idea of how I stand for these things. If they are setting a movie in ancient Greece and they want to cast a black actor, then a character like Memnon would be fantastic, because we know that Memnon was an African, a warrior, in fact, a hero. For that, we absolutely need a black actor. But in the Iliad, what is she going to play? I'm a little confused. So,
So the thing is, this could like in the recent How to Train Your Dragon remake, I didn't like that movie because I don't like live action remakes of animated classics, but they actually did at least take the time to explain why like Astrid was being played by an actress of African American descent. Because the idea is all the Vikings have come from different countries and gathered in that one area, the Isle of Berk, to try and hunt these dragons. They're all there from different countries and hunting those dragons together. There are like Asian Vikings there. There were African American Vikings like Astrid. So they explained that. They could do the same thing in the Odyssey, my guy. Especially given the context of the Odyssey and the kind of story that is. That's all about different kinds of people coming together to go on this big journey. That could very well just be what it is.
If this is a situation where there is a character who could be African, or maybe during the trips they show a section
yeah,
of
they
the
did,
journey
Nevio.
where
He even admitted that
Odysseus
there. He
ends
was
up
talking about one of the characters from the Odyssey that was an African-American character.
in a land where they could absolutely be
Or,
plausible
I guess,
to
African-Greek
see a
character.
black person, then I have no problems with it. I'm like, yeah, great, that's fantastic.
Alright, matey, I
What
spy,
I'm
I
afraid
spy
that
in
people
Otter
might
Ahoy.
do
That's
is
me.
that they
Hello,
take a character
Jackson.
that we
Welcome
know
back,
was not
buddy.
black
How
and
you doing?
just
Hope
cast
you're
a
well.
black actor for it. If they do that, I'll be against it. So it's kind of a case
Okay,
by
wait, what did he
case
say? Let me rewind.
it would be plausible to see a black person, then I have no problems with it. I'm like, yeah, great, that's fantastic. What I'm afraid that people might do is that they take a character that we know was not black and just cast a black actor for it. If they do that, I'll be against it. So it's kind of a...
Well, they did that with, like, Astrid, though, in the How to Train Your Dragon remake. Again, I don't like that movie because I just don't like live-action remakes. But her performance was generally pretty praised, and they did explain it by talking about all the Vikings coming there from other nations to come and hunt those dragons together. They could just do the same thing for this, my guy.
Case by case, really. Then we have Samantha Morton. We've got Mia Goth. I haven't got a clue who that is. And this guy. I am curious
John
to see a
Leguizamo.
Colombians in the Odyssey. That's another.
Sid the Sloth. We got Sid the Sloth in the Odyssey. Ayo.
We've
Amazing.
got Mia Goth. I haven't got a clue who that is. And this guy. I am curious to see a Colombians in the Odyssey. That's another thing that I am a little confused to see. Charlize Theron. She looks a little Nordic. I mean, some Greeks are blonde, though, with blue eyes, so I guess. Once again, it depends on the character they choose. And then Zendaya, Robert Pattinson. Of course, they put the vampire in it, and there you go. So, by the looks of it, and I could be wrong, I'm happy to be corrected, but by the looks of it, it looks like they're trying to make the cast as inclusive as possible. Now...
No! No! What are you talking about? These are all, like, really talented actors they cast here. Anne Hathaway, great actress. And Chris Nolan has worked with her before. Because of Inception and The Dark Knight Rises. Robert Pattinson, I don't think he's worked with before, but Robert Pattinson is also a very talented actor. He's proven that many a times. Elliot Page, I can't really speak on him. John Leguizamo, like, he's a very good comedy actor, you know, being like Sid the Sloth and a lot of comedy movies overall, but he does have real acting chops too. So, I mean, he's kind of just a good choice there. Lupita's a really good actress. She has very, very good, like, versatility. Very good range. Tom Holland, even same thing there. Like, that guy is a good actor. And even if they did cast Pedro Pascal here, like someone who's claiming down here, you know, if they cast him, it would just be because he's a good actor too, because he is. Like, there's a reason why he gets cast in so many things. A, people like him because he's just wholesome, but he also is genuinely a talented actor. Like, I kind of understand, you know, people getting tired of seeing him in everything, because he is in a lot of movies, I will say. He's in a lot of media. But, like, there's a reason why. People just like him, and he is genuinely a talented actor. He has a very good range. Zendaya has a good range, too. Being in, Euphoria, which I don't like that show very much, but she is talented in there for sure. A very different role for her. Spider-Man, all those things. You know, she's talented. Dune as well. Lupita, very talented. Tom Holland is talented. Matt Damon is really talented. And he's worked with Matt Damon before, too, unlike Interstellar.
I don't have a problem.
So a lot of these people are just people he's worked with before anyway.
From all different
kind of makes sense for Nolan to pick them again.
Shown on screen. The only thing
Elliot
I have
Page's
a problem
most of the time
with
he's
is when
deadpan. I don't know that
you choose a
actor. I'll have to
setting
look him up
where
later,
such
John.
Diversity wouldn't really
Elliot
work.
Page was
But as I
Inception.
say,
Okay.
before
Well,
I can
Pattinson was in Tenet. So he's already done him before too. Then that makes sense. Then Daniel.
Completely point the finger.
Elliot Page is
say,
in this role.
This is
Yeah,
nonsense.
John
Why did they
Leguizamo
cast
is
this
too.
actor?
I'm really curious to see who he plays
Keeping
there.
an open mind, because if they can
I
justify
have a lot of
the roles
nostalgia for Ice
historically,
Age.
but then again, I don't know.
Although
how
I'm kind
they're
of
gonna do it
disappointed
with some
there's
of these
a
people, but we'll see. But only two roles
sixth
have been
Ice Age
officially
film
revealed
coming
exactly,
out
so Telemachus
in
and
2027.
Odysseus,
For those who
so
don't
we
know,
don't really know.
Ice Age Boiling Point.
Nolan is choosing to stay as
Which is
true
wild.
to the source material as possible. Well, this kind of contrasts with the casting then,
Which will be
unless
actually
there is
like
something
20
missing. Even if some
25
of the
years
locations
after
in
the
epic
first
are
movie,
mythical, according
which
to
is kind of
Variety,
insane.
part of the film will be filmed in Sicily.
Hey,
which according
Draco,
to
welcome
scholars
on
was
in.
a
How you
location
doing,
for
buddy?
Odysseus.
Hope you're well.
I'll come back and comment on that.
Okay, wait,
Wondering
hang
in-
on. What do you say here? We're looking at something about the Odyssey,
revealed
Draco. Are you excited for this movie?
Telemachus and Odysseus, so we don't really know. Nolan is choosing to stay as true to the source material as possible. Well, this kind of contrasts with the casting then, unless there is something I'm missing. Even if some of the locations in the epic are mythical, according to Variety, part of the film will be filmed in Sicily, which according to scholars was a location for Odysseus. I'll come back and comment on that. Wandering in the epic composed by Homer around 8th century BC. Some of the specific sites include the volcanic Aeolian Islands, Isole Eolie, as well as Favignana, sometimes referred to as Goat Island, a picturesque island part of the Egadian archipelago located off Sicily's northwest coast.
Damon is pretty
Yes,
versatile.
and,
Yeah, he's a
I do
really
confirm
talented
that it's very
actor.
picturesque.
From
Variety
Interstellar
also
to
listed
Airmole,
Morocco
yeah.
as
He's been in
adding
more
up-
comedic-ish roles. He's been in a lot of action roles. He's been in like a lot of more like cinephile-type roles. He's a really talented dude. He's been in a lot of things. Oh yeah, he was in Ford versus Ferrari also. Really, really underrated movie there, by the way. Ford
Like the
versus
Kingdom
Ferrari
has
is really
shooting
good.
locations.
Like I'm not even a car guy, obviously. I'm just, you know, I like cartoons, I like anime, I like video games. I'm that kind of person. I don't really care for cars at all. But like that movie is really good. Like it's really well acted, really engaging story. Ford versus Ferrari is very, very good. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. Very good
Kingdom.
film.
Are they going to pretend it's something else? I imagine. Because I know people do that a lot. Like the Lord of the
Apparently
Rings
they
was
think
partly
so, Magical
shot
Girl.
in New
Also,
Zealand,
welcome
but
back.
it
Not
wasn't
sure where you
supposed
went
to be
there,
New
buddy.
Zealand, so a forest
What
is a
happened there,
forest, I
Magical
suppose,
Girl?
but I wonder how they're gonna like.
Odyssey
why
looks good. I
this
think it looks
choice.
good. I agree.
I don't see Greece.
Especially with who's
anyway.
directing it. It's just like, wow, yeah, Chris Nolan has made a lot of really good films. Like, I kind of view him as the branch between like blockbuster films and like cinephile stuff. Because like, I wouldn't really consider his movies like cinephile films. Like the closest he gets to that, I think, is probably Memento, I would say. But he has made some really, really good movies that really do resonate with a lot of people and can kind of branch, like be the branch between like a blockbuster film and a cinephile film. Because like cinephile films, I would consider things like There Will Be Blood or No Country for Old Men. If we're talking about recent stuff, you know, like Clockwork Orange for classics, things like that. Those are like cinephile films to me.
I understand that he's trying to.
Yeah,
return
Nolan is
to
a balance
Greece,
of
but at one
blockbuster
point,
and cinema.
Damon Nolan
Exactly.
and Zendaya
Good,
were
very
spotted
good
filming
description
on
there,
the rocky
Daniel.
shores of Favignana in late March. Zendaya, who according to page 6 is playing.
I'm
the goddess
autistic and I like Greek
Athena.
mythology growing up. Same. I still like it, Daniel. I think it's cool. Okay, let me see here.
Like why this choice? I don't see Greece anywhere here. I understand that he's trying to return to Greece, but at one point, Damon Nolan and
What do you mean? Wait, so let me rewind that. I missed that whole thing.
Kingdom as shooting locations. United Kingdom. Are they gonna pretend it's something else? I imagine.
Yeah, they do that a lot. What are you talking about? Tron Legacy was filmed in Vancouver. Actually, there's a really good video essay that I recommend y'all check out. I'll send it in the Discord later, so if you're not in the Discord, join. But there's a really good video essay that I saw that talks about how Vancouver, British Columbia, has actually been the perfect filming location for a lot of movies. Because that city can be very easily disguised as another city. Like Tron Legacy was filmed in Vancouver, and they disguised that as Center City, which is, you know, the main city in the Tron universe. And Tron Ares was filmed there too for next month when that comes out. But they've also like disguised it as like Seattle. Like films that are meant to be filmed in Seattle, like filmed there, were actually just filmed in Vancouver. And even some films that take place in New York were filmed in Vancouver. Just kind of funny to me.
Because I know people do that a lot. Like the Lord of the Rings was part
Yeah,
of
dude. What are you, this is not a detractor against the movie. So many things do this. Why is that a knock? That is not a knock against the Odyssey for filming in the United Kingdom and Morocco. Okay. And, you know, they might still be filming in Greece. Like, they literally said they're filming in Sicily. At least part of it. Like, they've only said they're filming in Sicily, Morocco, and the United Kingdom. They might still be filming in Greece. And if they don't, why is that a knock against the movie?
Patience.
That doesn't make any
United
sense.
Kingdom. Are they going to pretend it's something else, I imagine? Because I know people do that a lot. Like, The Lord of the Rings was partly shot in New Zealand, but...
Yeah, because Middle-earth doesn't exist in real life. You fool! What are you talking about? Center City doesn't exist in real life, so they had to film Tron Legacy in Vancouver. Like, this is ridiculous. A lot of the Flash TV show was filmed in, actually, Portland, where I'm at. A lot of that was filmed here. How is this a knock against the movie?
And so a forest is a forest, I suppose, but I wonder how they're gonna, like, why this choice would... I don't see Greece anywhere here.
Maybe just because they can easily disguise it as Greece if they really want, or other locations they're gonna use in the movie. It's not that hard, man.
He's trying to return to Greece, but at one point, Damon Nolan and Zendaya were spotted filming on the rocky shores of Favignana in late March. Zendaya, who
John Carpenter's Halloween set in Chicago and filmed. Yeah, exactly. Like that's not even a uncommon thing. Why is he acting like this is weird?
Filming on the rocky shores of Favignana in late March. Zendaya, who according to page 6 is playing the goddess Athena. Aha.
Uh-oh.
Wait. She does not look like Athena. But then again...
What do you mean? Athena's a... What? He's like, they didn't get Athena right, because Zendaya plays her. What? Athena's, like all the Greek gods in general, have been interpreted so many ways over the years. Like, look at Hades, for instance. Great example there. That entire game is all about that. Kid Icarus Uprising. Huh? What do you mean? Athena is a fictional goddess that doesn't even really have like a distinct description to what she looks like. That's why she and all the other Greek gods have been interpreted so many ways visually over the years. Because they all are like that. They don't have like a distinct look they're supposed to abide by. This is insane. Thank you to whoever sent me this video, by the way. This is really funny to rip on, but it's kind of insane.
They didn't go with the African Athena conspiracy,
Metatron is
which
Italian?
is baseless, by the way.
Does he have a lot of videos like this, John?
Stating the truth. Just like it would be baseless to say that the Zulu gods were European.
I've been thinking about it at some point after I got my animation videos done. I might do one on anti-woke fantasy criticism. Because I've done anti-woke sci-fi already. The next logical step would be anti-woke fantasy criticism. Because this would be one to deconstruct on there for sure. Because the Odyssey is fantasy. But he's so wrong about all of this. This is crazy.
Because whatever, that's nonsense. But this would be nonsense too.
No, you're spouting nonsense, my guy. Athena doesn't have a real look to her. Have you not read the Odyssey? Have you not looked at Greek mythology before?
Well, but we know that this has been pushed. This is supposed to be Achilles. This is supposed to be Zeus. And on Reddit, they say that they're gonna
because they don't have a real look to them. None of them have a real description. Oh my god, this is insane.
Yes, Lupita Nyong as Athena.
Yes, please.
Which one is it? We don't know.
That'll definitely be one I do eventually.
Me because already in this show about Achilles, they did represent Athena as African, meaning black African. And of course, this is Achilles, even though he's described as having blonde hair. Not only his hair is not blonde, but he doesn't have hair. So there is that. I've already talked about this a few years ago. I don't need to go back. All I'm saying is, if Nolan is stating that he's sticking to the source material, wants to be as true as possible to the source material, then you should represent them as Greeks and Mediterranean people. And if you want to be inclusive and diverse in your cast, again, nothing against it, you should choose roles that make historical sense or mythological sense. I personally wouldn't disrespect African or Asian deities by representing them with white people. That's not how they imagine them, so it's disrespectful.
If Zeus can look like Liam Neeson, why can't Athena look like another race? Exactly. This is really ridiculous. Rome famously weren't really blondes, but had a fetish for a period of time. Really? Interesting.
Their culture. Likewise, I wouldn't do it to Western and Mediterranean cultures either. Damon was seen sporting a beard and worn brown linen pants.
Okay.
Right. Matt Damon seen filming on the set of Odyssey in Italy, yes. Nolan's love of IMAX cameras and pushing the technology to the next level has been documented across his body of
and
work.
a lot of his practical effects too. That's big reason why a lot of people like Nolan's movies and why they often go to see them in theaters, because like his movies are like visually insane, especially when you consider the fact that like there's basically no CGI in them. It's always practical effects, and they're like gorgeous to look at for that reason. Like even something like Interstellar, you know, the scene when he's like in that weird like pocket of time in space and he's like seeing his daughter from the past there, and he's, you know, the poltergeist. Like even that's not CGI. That scene is still like one giant practical effect, which is crazy. Like Nolan is a very dedicated director.
The Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, Interstellar.
He hasn't heard of the Gods of Egypt? Yeah.
Dunkirk.
And it is really impressive for sure, DTC.
Oppenheimer. Yeah, Oppenheimer was a pretty good watch, although a little heavy towards the middle.
Yeah, well, why do you think that was, dude? It's about the invention of nuclear warfare. Of course.
Pictures
of course it's supposed to be heavy. That's the point.
Collaborator, cinematographer Hoyt van Hoytema are deploying.
I feel like this guy's missing the point on so many things here with Nolan. Hello there. Hello there. Welcome on in, Game Queen. How you doing?
Fiber construct. Yeah, I don't particularly care about that. The trailer is expected.
The only one Metatron was kind of right to be critical was Woman King. That film was like Braveheart, but arguably more offensive. Interesting.
This summer. This I'm looking forward to, and I'll absolutely do a reaction. There is no footage from the film yet, nor is there a trailer. Don't believe.
Well, now there is a trailer though. I think one came out recently.
Right now, yeah, I hate those. I really, if there is one thing that really pisses me off, are the fake AI trailers.
Yeah, like I agree with him on that at least. There was one for Atlantis: The Lost Empire I saw at one point. Some guy made a fake trailer for a live-action remake of Atlantis: Lost Empire from Disney, and it was really bad. It had like Tom Holland as Milo, and it had Zendaya as Kita. It was really gross AI. It was pretty bad.
Off. But remove the AI for a moment, unless people are just doing it for fun. They're like, hey, let's just make a trailer, like a fan-made, and they tell you it's fan-made at the beginning. And
well, they don't. They often don't with those things, though.
Then I have no problems with it.
This is like the one thing in this video I actually agree with him on. He's so wrong about everything else.
Original, even write official when it's not, which is honestly false advertisement.
I always found Woman King decent, but History Lesson it did itself no favors. Interesting.
The Odyssey is now expected to drop in July. I'm looking forward to that, which will be in line with previous Nola's releases, with trailers arriving a year ahead of the film's release. The most likely movie to have a trailer, or at least a teaser trailer, for the Odyssey would be Jurassic World Rebirth. Alright, and it will...
You should react to those fake trailers and make fun of them? That would be fun. That would be a fun stream as well, Draco.
Universal hasn't shared much beyond the initial announcement published via X on December 23rd.
If we get
Nolan's next film,
let's say 100 likes on this stream, then I'll react to some on the rest of the stream here. We got 100 likes. I'll say that.
I hope it's not going to be
gotta get 100 likes on the stream though.
Because here's the thing.
If that's not the woke, it's shaking its bias. At least AI is something everyone can agree on. Exactly. The Atlantis trailer, AI trailer is bad. Yeah.
I don't see.
At least it's not Treasure Planet for GBA. That's just bad. True. Treasure Planet for GBA is awful. I'm not even listening to this guy barely anymore because he's just so wrong about this stuff. Let me rewind a little bit here.
The 23rd, 2024, Christopher Nolan's next film, The Odyssey, is a mythic action epic shot.
Already got my like. Perfect. Thanks, Draco.
I hope brand new IMAX film technology. I hope it's not going to be bland. That's what I'm hoping. Because here's the thing. For what we have seen so far, it does look bland. It looks horribly bland.
What do you mean? I mean, to be fair, this video was apparently recorded before the trailer came out. That trailer doesn't look bland. You fool.
No colors. Here a little bit of red here and there, but mostly, as you see, it looks very bland. I don't see the bright... Look at this. What the heck is this? And that's my problem. Ancient Greece, and even more so, Mycenaeans, but even Minoans, Crete, the entirety of the Mediterranean world was such a beautifully colorful...
This doesn't look that bland, though. Like, sure, there's gray, like, the guy behind him filming has gray on, but the trailer doesn't really look that bland at all if you look at it.
Cluster of cultures, and I just hope that they don't go with a classic.
Also, how is he saying this when there's, like, when he made this video, there were only like a few leaked set photos that had come out. I can't believe he's judging the entire movie just off of this.
What I can see up to this point, unfortunately, I think that's exactly where we are going.
It was,
And
John,
as I
for
was
sure.
showing, looking at this image here, the armor would be incredible if they did it historically accurate because it looks fantasy. It is so
Did he pull
awesome.
up his own video?
The historical
He did! This guy pulled up his own video to try and prove his point
alien
here.
armor, that it looks
Oh,
as good
no.
as fantasy. That's a crazy aspect of it. I mean, look at this. Look at this. And imagine the glittering, polished bronze. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
that would be fantastic.
cool.
They're not going to do it, are they? They're not going to do it. When it comes to this, I really hope that I'm going to be proven wrong. Like I really do.
He just
I
became white
seriously
noise to
do.
me. He did.
I hope
He's
that we will
just
see
white
yellows
noise
and
now.
blues and bright colors and
I kind of want to
gorgeous,
talk about this
historically accurate
more, though,
armor
if I do an
and
anti-woke
fantastic
fantasy
clothing and people
criticism
represented the way
video,
they're supposed to
'cause
be. And
this is pretty
I even
dumb.
hope that they blow my
I have a lot
mind.
to say on this.
They managed to put people of all ethnicities, make it very diverse, and justify everything historically. Then I'll be like, wow, I didn't think it that way. I doubt.
Huh, yeah, what do you know? They kind of did that on live action How to Train Your Dragon, even though, again, I don't like that movie. They came up with an explanation for it. I'm pretty sure the Odyssey would do the same thing. Especially because, again, it's a story about a lot of people coming together to go on one big journey, one big Odyssey. So, yeah, they probably would do that
The
here.
way they're supposed to be. And I even hope
Because
that
he
blow
is,
my mind.
actually,
They
he's not even
managed-
Greek. You're right, Draco. He's Italian. Why does he care about Greece so much? He's not even Greek.
To put people of all
He's Italian.
ethnicities, make it very
Why does this
diverse
matter so much
and
to him?
justify everything historically. Then I'll be like, wow. I
Like
didn't
like
think it
Deadline
that
with
way. I
box
doubt
office
it,
estimates,
because
he uses
I
himself
know
as
my
a
way
source.
around.
Yeah, for real.
This period.
This is stupid,
And I also
Eddie.
know what we're dealing with when it comes to Hollywood productions and what they are expected to show, which they do at the expense of the historical truth. But
Well,
hey,
if we get 100 likes
I'm
on the
always
stream, Eddie, we'll do
open-minded.
that. But
If they can prove me wrong, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that character. I didn't think about that specific historical context. Then I have no problems with it. Then I embrace it. I'm glad to see it. But I don't know why. I kind of doubt that's gonna happen, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I'm getting a little on the pessimistic side here. Anyways,
you sure
let me know
are.
what you think
You're on the
about
more like on the
casting.
wrong, the historically inaccurate side. Okay, that was something. Jesus. Someone else sent another video earlier. Jesus. Stanley the Bozo Cat. He left. I'll say, when you gonna come back? There we go. Cool. The other one that someone sent that I could probably check out next stream, maybe, is Arc the Animated Series Review. Only the diverse will survive. Okay. That one looks interesting, because Alteori made a video on that. Okay. That'd be funny. It's like those Americans who really care about Japan. I mean, like, I like Japan. I've been there before. It was a cool culture. It was fun. But, like, I'm not going to be like this guy about that. That's kind of insane. Hope we get a palate cleaner after this. Yeah. I need something funny. Let's see. Let's see what this Alteori video that someone sent here is. Because it's probably still bad. But maybe it'll at least be funny bad and not, like, mind-meltingly stupid bad. Because that's what this was. Man, this Metatron guy, I hadn't even heard of him till today. That was ridiculous. Ah.
I am so not in a good mood right now.
Oh no! Why aren't you in a good mood, Alteori? Maybe it's because you're a grifter and you're always miserable.
Because
Dang.
I just
needed
finished
this.
watching 2 episodes of what I found to be some of the most agonizing entertainment. I don't know. Maybe I'm jaded or something, but it's getting annoying. Many
What?
of you probably don't know, but I was kind of excited when the Arc animation was announced. I'm thinking, cool, dinosaurs, whatnot. And the first
Yes,
thing I
Arc,
noticed, though, I
indeed.
mean, it's not a big deal individually, but why is it now every modern day animation with a black woman lead or a dark skinned woman has to be a lesbian? Can we get some...
What? What? Wait, what? Does she think that... So she thinks every black animated woman is a lesbian. Has she not seen The Proud Family? Has she not seen, like, Creature Commandos? That's not true. What are you talking about? Huh? I forgot the Arc animated series came out. Yeah, but apparently Alteori here thinks that every black animated woman is automatically a lesbian. Jesus. Okay, this is a good palate cleanser, because at least this is gonna be funny.
Straight black women leads in animation, please.
Wait, she's Australian. She's not even black. She's Aboriginal Australian. She can't even get the ethnicity right.
Invincible doesn't count because they made
That was
her
way out of left field, yeah. That's the funniest thing about Alteori or Templar or people like that. Like, they'll just go, like, they'll just bring up such random things. And it's such an insane, like, left turn. And it's really funny. It's really funny to laugh at that. Like, Dr. Disaster does that too, and so does, Ranching for Vengeance. Like, that's why they're really funny to me.
Sufferable. And she wasn't the lead character. Like, for real. Anyway, I'm gonna start out just a preface, okay? Anyone who is in a really good mood right now, please leave. Because this review is...
Well, I'm already in a good mood watching your thing, actually, Alteori. Funny enough, you cheered me up after having to watch Metatron, or whatever his name is, after watching his mind-meltingly stupid takes on the Odyssey. I can laugh at your video, so thank you. I'm in a good mood now, actually.
In a really bad mood, or in a really happy mood because you just completely overshot anger into whatever.
Yeah, you'll have to check out the stream later. Also, this is why you gotta hang out at streams longer, buddy.
I'm not freaking Jeremy Johns. I'm a regular person.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say, Alteori?
This review is going to have you leaving in a either really bad mood or in a really happy mood because you just completely overshot anger into whatever I'm feeling right now.
What?
Also, I am not a professional movie reviewer. I'm not.
Oh, we know, don't worry. We're very aware. We know.
Jeremy Johns. I'm a regular person who's just giving her...
No, you're just a regular person who complains about everything in or not even black woman, Aboriginal woman, apparently.
Opinion on things. So excuse me if I overshoot the details of the cinematography of the animation and the pixels, and I don't give...
Those are the things you should care about when reviewing something, lady.
Thanks.
Sorry.
So excuse me if I overshoot the details of the cinematography of the animation and the pixels, and I don't give a damn about that stuff.
We know you don't. Most of you grifters don't. You don't care to actually review something. You just want something to complain about. You're just making it more obvious than other people. Like Critical Drinker, he'll try to disguise it a little bit. Not by much, but he'll still try to disguise it. Nerdrotic, same thing. But you don't even try to hide it. That's the funniest part about people like you.
Experience, what I didn't like, what I liked. It just so happened that there are things here, more details that I absolutely loathed about this animation so far. And I'm only doing episodes 1 and 2 because I don't think I can go any farther.
This is popcorn stupid? So, yeah, it is. That's why I love it.
So, lead main character wakes up in the ocean. David Tennant and Jared Butler. Yeah, trying to get all the names. Hey, everyone, watch us. Look at this.
Why do you do this? Why do you make your videos like this? Like, she did this in the last one, too. She just zooms in on, like, a random frame in something, or, like, a random tweet or whatever, and then blows up the text, so it looks super ugly and super pixelated. Why do you do this all the time? Please don't do this. It looks so tacky.
Yeah, that you like. Sorry, but
Good
actually
God.
not enough anymore to make me sit down and watch a dog shit show. She starts being chased by this megalodon.
What's this show been about? It's based on the video game Ark, John. I've never seen this show myself, I will say. I've played the games. I've not seen this show. But just watching her, like, rage about this is so funny to me.
Before it catches her, because that's been done to death 100 times.
She goes
now,
bare
and she ends
rattle
up on
his
the beach.
backspine in the
She finds that
commentary.
she's alone,
Yeah, this is
and clearly
stupid.
it's
It's
just
funny
like the
though.
beginning of the
Better
Ark
than
Survival game,
Metatron.
which I played. So she's like, where am I? This is terrible. And she's looking at her hands and notices that she has an embedded device or something.
That's what happens in the games too. Yeah.
So in her wrist, just like when you wake up playing the game everyone has.
Uh-huh.
She sees a dodo and she's like, oh shit, what are you doing, bro? Kentucky? The dodo's like, I mean, I know I'm a...
What? What does Kentucky have to do with anything? What was that? Is that some sort of like Gen Alpha slang that I'm not familiar with? What was with the Kentucky thing? Can anyone educate me on that? What was that? What does Kentucky have to do with anything here? Huh? Okay then. She made a video about how animation held such weight to us all. Ironic, yeah. This is so stupid. This is ridiculous. What does the Kentucky thing have to do with anything? Am I the only one, like, KFC? But Was she gonna eat the dodo? Okay, sure, whatever.
The game everyone has. She sees a dodo and she's like, "Oh shit! What are you doing, bro? Kentucky?" The dodo.
What the fuck? What does that even mean? What?
So it's like, I mean, I know I'm ugly, but have you seen yourself, bitch? She's like, "I won't hurt you," and it's like automatically.
Is this trying to be funny or something? This isn't funny, Alteori. You're just making yourself look cringe. You're making yourself look like a fool. This is not funny at all. Good God.
The dodo's like, I mean, I know I'm ugly, but have you seen yourself, bitch? She's like, "I won't hurt you," and it's like automatically in love with her, which is fine, I guess, because doesn't know how to be afraid of humans. Oh no, big white dude.
I mean,
shows
it is
up.
a dodo, so probably not.
He's
they went
either
extinct
gonna
for a
be
reason,
evil,
dude.
Or he's gonna die soon. One of those two things.
You mind not domesticating my dinner there?
Your dinner?
No, she did the speed up thing for this clip too. Oh no.
Which hasn't been seen alive for 300
Oh, you want to be
years.
KFD, Kentucky Fried Dodo.
So forgive me, but immediately off the
What
bat.
was that? What was that?
Which hasn't been seen alive for 300 years.
So
Oh my
forgive
God.
me.
What was that? She just moved her like PNG a little bit and then made some like grunting noises, I guess. Okay.
But immediately
This is
off the
amazing.
bat,
Thank you to
I
whoever
absolutely
linked
hate
this.
woman.
I needed this
Why
after that
is
Odyssey
she such
thing.
an asshole? It doesn't make any sense. I understand this is the first human being you've seen. Now, granted, you don't know who he is. Fair enough.
God, this
You're
woman is
probably
so
upset.
like
You're probably
she's
thinking,
unbearable,
"Man,
but I
don't
needed
know
this
who
laugh
guy
after the
is. He
Odyssey
could be some
stupidity that I
weirdo.
watched.
So let me just be careful.
I've died of
You're more concerned
gripper cringe. Now I will
because
haunt
dodo
me.
hasn't been
Dang,
seen
thanks,
in a long
Firespark.
time. But why are you, Ma? Why are you so freaking angry? Look at her. This immediately.
Why are you angry, Alteori? Why are you angry and cringe about this show? This is a 42-minute video. I need to put you on like, oh, you're already on 1.5. You're already on 1.5 speed. Holy shit! Why?
Been seen in a long
Oh,
time.
no.
But why are you, Ma? Why are you so freaking angry? Look at her. This immediately puts off the character, and the reason why I
Also
don't
good,
want to
Stanley's
even
coming back soon.
continue
That'll
is
be good. I
because
can have
the
someone to laugh at
character
with
is so
this.
gosh darn unlikable. It's either
She
this
did
is
that
every time
in almost
there is
every
a
review,
dark-
like the Mario movie, Mutant Mayhem, the Blue Beetle. Wait, what? She reviewed all those? Okay, and we need to do just an Alteori stream at some point. Like, one of the streams I need to do next will be on that. Because I love Mutant Mayhem. I think the Mario movie's alright. Haven't seen Blue Beetle. So I can't speak on that. I'll probably watch Blue Beetle. Then we'll look at those 3 reviews of her next time.
dark-skinned woman lead, she is insufferable or a lesbian and insufferable, or either of the two. It always has to be one
I
of
mean,
those.
you're... Well, I don't want to assume your sexual orientation, but you are insufferable, I will say. But at least you're funny. You're better than Metatron still.
Things.
I can laugh at
It's
you.
almost like they're trying to say dark-skinned women are masculine or something. I don't know what is going on with animations, and it's specifically in animation.
I don't think
In
anyone
modern
said that ever, actually.
animations. Go look it up. Which is the one I watched recently? Scavenger's Reign. We got Invincible, but she wasn't the lead. We got Velma, which nobody likes.
Wait, what? Okay, so nobody likes Velma because it's just a bad show. It's not because Velma's Indian in that show. I mean, that was a little weird, I will say, the race swap. But it's just a bad show, straight up. Velma's way too mean-spirited. She doesn't learn anything. That's why people don't like that show. That's the biggest issue with it.
Oh yeah,
So
the
bad.
Castlevania. She was insufferable. Like, come on. It's getting so annoying. And I know
She sounds like a Valley girl. How old is Alteori? How old is this woman? Does anyone know?
Alright.
Also, welcome back, Stanley. Hello. Good to see you again.
There we go.
You gotta laugh
Finally.
at this with me, Stanley. I needed this after the Odyssey thing. The Odyssey thing was unbearable to watch from that one guy. So I needed something to laugh at. Now I have it with this lady. Velma was a disaster of a show, but not for the reasons she's saying. It was like just a poorly written show straight up. Make a grifter to your list? That'll be next stream, sure.
people are gonna probably
Again, if we get 100 likes on this stream, I'll check out the AI trailer videos, and I'll do a tier list next stream. Why not?
think, well,
But don't forget 100 likes in this stream. If not, then
all
nah.
the time. It's only once in a while. Is it
How
really?
old are you? How old is this woman? I swear she sounds like she's like 15 or something. And the way she's whining about everything feels like it too. Good God.
I've been seeing it everywhere I'm going now. Every single animation.
What was your April
that comes
Fool's
out of
idea video,
America
Draco?
So far, back to back, newer animations are always like this. It's not even like the newer animations too. It's TV shows, and it's so insulting. So yeah.
So have you played the Ark game, Stanley? Before I forget.
No, I've not.
Okay, so she's talking about the Ark animated show. Somebody linked this in the Discord. That's why I'm reacting to it. She's talking about how it's an abomination, but so far the only reasons that she's given that it's a abomination are that there's an Aboriginal woman in it, like Australian Aboriginal, who is in love with a different woman. That's literally it. That's the only reasons she's given. And the fact there's a dodo here, and she's just being so cringe about it too. Like she said Kentucky randomly when she was like imitating the girl talking to the dodo. It's just awful.
I don't like the character.
Been seen alive for 300 years. This creature is a miracle. And you think it's dinner?
Ooh. Bitch, you're on an island. You're on an island. You don't know this person. First of all, maybe he could be mean. You don't know him. Why are you provoking him with your arrogance?
He kind of looks mean. He looks pretty angry there, Alteori. He looks pretty mean to me.
On a remote island, you don't know where you are. It's clear that you're on an island somewhere where you don't know. You're educated, but yet you don't have the wherewithal to foreshadow you might needing food sometime soon since you're in a...
Exactly. He looks mean. Maybe she was just going off of first impressions, Alteori. Jesus. It's not that hard. Go ahead, Stanley.
If she wanted to eat the bird, why would she give it to him?
Exactly, yeah.
Educated, but yet
Parody
you
these
don't have
grifter videos.
the wherewithal to foreshadow you might needing food sometime soon since you're in a fucking island with no restaurant joints around, no stoves, nothing. There's barely any food.
Dang.
Do you see food? What are you gonna eat?
This whole stream is probably gonna get demonetized.
Oh my god, this makes women look so bad. There's already so many shows out.
What? That was a very
women look so bad.
Yeah, whoa, dang. Some woman not trusting a mean-looking guy is clearly making all women look bad.
Women.
Yeah, exactly. What is with these extreme statements from her?
Out there,
So
showing
funny.
women as being incompetent when it comes to survival.
No.
And then they have the main lead.
No, that's not what happened there at all. She doesn't trust this mean-looking guy. It's not that hard.
Be all like, well, you know what? I don't want to hurt this animal, but just in case, I might need food later because I don't know where I am or how I'm going to get out of here. This dinner just walked right up to me. Let me keep it just in case. And somebody else is saying, hey, I was hunting that. You don't think to say, oh, hi, another human being. What are we doing here? Who are you? Her first thing.
No, maybe she was like, he looks mean. Maybe she was going off of first impressions. I keep saying this, but it's true.
This dodo has been extinct for 300 years, and you want to eat him? What if he's native to the island?
Terrible.
What if he's of another culture and he's native to, see, this is why Americans get shot. Because you go to these other countries and you see them eating shit, and you're
What? This is why Americans get shot? What do you mean?
What? They get shot in their own country.
For real. What? Ugh. She's like, oh, only Americans always get shot when they travel to other countries. Yeah, because I was always getting threatened at gunpoint when I went to Japan. Yeah.
like,
sure.
how dare you? You inhumane that you get a spear through your fucking throat. It is so annoying. I know I'm getting mad. I'm already like in a bad mood. I'm not feeling well today, and I wasted my time watching this. And it doesn't matter that I watched it on fucking double speed. It still wasn't fast enough. It was so unbearable. I had to be doing
I'm not watching your video fast enough, Alteori.
something in the background or fiddling with my fingers to make me feel as though the time was passing. And it wasn't passing fast enough.
What was that?
This woman.
That was a weird GIF. Yeah. What was that? Was that a fiddling with my fingers
I have
GIF?
to be doing something in the background or fiddling with my fingers to make
What does that have to do with anything? Who is this guy? Where did he come from?
Who is? What is? Yeah.
me feel as though the time
This
was
is so
passing.
funny.
And it wasn't passing.
Yeah, where did
fast
that come
This
from?
woman.
Oh, we're back to this freeze frame.
Oh boy.
What
Now
the
she just
fuck is the random gifs?
This is very cringe, but it's kind of funny. Like Ranting Revengeance or Dr. Disaster or Templar. And I guess now this woman, are like my 4 goats when it comes to cringe that I can just laugh at for anti-woke grifters. This is terrible, but in the best way possible.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Look, I don't know what kind of sick game you're playing at here, but...
You don't know how you got here, right?
You don't know what kind of sick game he's playing. That's not the first thing that you ask him when you see him. You care more about the freaking bird, my guy. I love animals as much as the next person. Maybe a little bit more than that. But my thing with you, are you good?
What?
If you're this...
It's funny.
Why is there a random gift? Why is that Logan Paul?
Oh no, not Logan Paul. Jesus.
Why is he here?
Of all the things you could have chosen, you chose Logan Paul. Wow, alright.
He's staring at us.
But it's funny, because if Templar watches this stream and sees her thing, which, you know, Stanley will probably tag him later so he'll react, and then and then just get more subscribers to their channel. Like, if he saw this and saw what she was saying, he would probably call her a furry as well and try to claim she was doing things to animals.
Well, she does have a furry avatar.
She has a furry avatar, yeah. Like, it's funny because she's also anti-woke, and she's saying a lot of the same things that he always says. But he would just go and try to, like, chew her out because she's, like, a furry or whatever.
hulking dude that looks like he weighs 400
He's like a
pounds.
YTP at this point.
And
Yes,
I'm
it
here.
does.
Look, for all I know, you could have brought me to the island, and you care more about provoking this person. I would have taken up the bird and probably ran away and stayed like 6 feet, 12 feet, 30 feet, as many feet as possible. So you have a spare on you have a weapon. I have no weapon.
Enough of these
Let's
gifs.
provoke and antagonize the
stupid.
freaking Sasquatch
What the hell?
man that you don't know in a place where you've never been. Like this makes no sense. So he's telling her, "Hey, I woke up, washed up on the water too. You're not alone."
You woke up in the water, washed up.
Oh, woke!
Right.
Oh no! Oh
It's
no!
the same
Oh
for me.
no! It's woke propaganda because they said woke in it. Whoa! Dang! It's already selling itself
Let's
out, I
say
guess.
I believe you, and I'm not saying I do. Then, just where exactly are we?
Why are you being such a Anyway, so it turns out
What?
that they're from
Why are you being such a? What?
I'm assuming.
Why are
she's
you seeing such a?
like a cunt? Yeah, I think she's saying cunt. I don't. Yeah,
It's not like.
I gotta be. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get cucked for saying that, but like she. Okay, that was such a weird thing to say.
Anyways.
First of all, I don't think she was acting like that. No, she all she did was ask, "Where are we?" Which is the thing you were telling her to say before. But now you're mad at that and calling her a C word? Okay.
different time periods. So he's telling her, "Look, kid, you're not going to be
How
alive
long has
in
she
the
been
next
on this
30
topic
minutes if you
for?
don't do exactly as I say." Fair
We're
enough,
not even
big
halfway
strapping
through,
dude has
Adrian.
been out
This
here
is gonna be a
longer than I
wild
have.
one.
He knows
You're
more
27
about
for
this
7
island
mad,
than I do,
Alteori?
even
Yeah,
if he
for
doesn't
real.
know anything
Such
or
an
everything
angry
about
person.
it. So the sensible thing is to, once you've established that he's not a threat, go with him and do what he says to do because you know nothing about this island. He reveals that his name is Bob, and he says this place is a lot more dangerous
His
than you
name's
think.
Bob,
So when
of
she
course.
asks
Bob.
why he's not wearing any
Bob the
clothes,
tomato.
which I think is self-explanatory because
Bob the
I don't
builder.
know. I mean, he has shorts on. I mean, it couldn't possibly be that you're on a tropical
She was
island.
saying comp?
Who wrote
What does
this
comp
island?
even mean? That's not even a word.
Oh my
Tropical
god.
Island.
I hate you guys. I'm not finishing this whole thing. I can't get past these 2 episodes. I know someone is
Then
like,
why?
"You can't spend
What? Then why'd you make a 42-minute video if you're not watching the whole thing? Then what's the rest of this?
Anime.
Now I'm wondering.
That's it now, really. I feel like my time is wasted, and the dialogue here sucks. This is not
Bob
giving good
Belcher.
representation, by
Bob's
the way,
Burgers.
because she's as dumb as a horse ass. Why
Oh my
would you ask
God.
some dude who's obviously been stranded there like you are why he's not wearing any clothes and you're on a tropical island? Are we for real right now?
Tropical
My
Island.
life wearing a uniform, following other people's orders.
A tropical island.
Exactly.
Here, I choose to live just as nature.
What island are they on?
They're on the Ark Island. What is that? Huh?
So old bitch runs off by herself without telling
What
the
was
guy.
that GIF though? What was that?
What was the GIF add to
And you would
anything?
think, okay, she doesn't
These
trust
are-
the guy, so
this
that's
is
why she's
stupid.
running
That
away.
was a
That's
scary
not why
looking
she's running
GIF, too.
away.
What
I
the
can't
fuck?
do this. I'm
This
gonna
is
have to
so
do this in
stupid.
parts because. So
You
we get
clearly
that he was
can.
a soldier and he's living as nature intended. Couldn't be because I was expecting him to be like, are you special or something? It's hot. Hello. Do you not feel the weather? Maybe I woke up and didn't have any clothes. Did you think about that?
Come back here.
So Remember when she ran off from the beach? Her eyesight is so avian. She has such immaculate eyesight. She saw a snail, a tiny snail the size of her nose, far into the distance in the shade on some branch. And
I don't think that's what happened, actually. I think she ran off and then found the snail.
I don't think that's...
Go ahead, Stanley.
Okay, yeah, I was just... Yeah.
Yeah, this is so funny.
Oh, look at it. Despite
No,
this dude
that's not what
telling you
happened.
It's dangerous and not knowing where the hell you are.
No!
I am so done. I am so done right now.
Then why do you look happy, Alteori?
There's 32 minutes left.
Oh my
There's 2
God.
minutes left. You're not done, bro. You're not done.
Not at all. No way. Also, why does she look... She needs to work on her PNGs and have more
It's
variety.
dangerous and not knowing where the hell you are. I am so done. I am so
Why do you look happy when you're saying you're done?
done right now. I
I'm so
can't.
done
I
right
can't
now.
with these stupid freaking shows.
This
I
is
hope
so
this
funny.
main character dies. I have never wished so badly for a main character to die
Oh my
as much
God.
as I want this character to die. And the highlight of this show for
This
me
is so
was watching her
mean-spirited,
get
too.
bitch slapped around by the enemies. I know that sounds toxic as hell, and I don't.
Yeah, it does. Because you are toxic as hell.
So
All right, let's see.
you leave your bird friend with
What
the guy
kind of-
who wants to eat him.
Go ahead, Stanley.
Okay. I was just gonna complain about her freeze framing it on a blurry image.
Where was that?
Highlight
Let's
of this
see.
show for me was watching her get bitch slapped around by the enemies. I know that sounds toxic as hell, and I don't care.
About that.
And it doesn't care, of course. That was a weird cut. You're right.
Of this show for me was watching her get bitch slapped around by the enemies. I know that sounds toxic as hell, and I don't care.
Yeah, that was just like such a sudden cut there to another frame. Oh my God! At least draw her stats. You can't even do that. You just want to put
with
effort
the guy
in.
who wants to eat him.
That frame is pretty bad looking. Yeah. Stop pausing on weird frames like this, Alteori.
Yeah.
So stupid.
And you're so lost in your snailgasm that you don't
Snailgasm?
notice him
What?
screaming at the
What?
bird and chasing it. So something could have come up behind you
Snailgasm?
and beat each of your ass cheeks clean off your pelvis.
Oh my God.
And you
What?
just expect
What'd she even say there?
who wants to
Oh my
eat
God,
him,
we're definitely
and
not getting
you're so
monetized.
lost in your
Yeah.
snailgasm that you don't notice
No
him
monetized.
screaming at the bird and chasing it. So something could have come up behind you and bit each of your ass cheeks clean off your pelvis.
Jesus.
And you just expect that you're going to
What?
survive here longer than what is shown in the series. This thing, I'm not even going to call her a human being because she doesn't act like one.
Wow.
It's a conundrum. Because
What
she's
the
the lead
fuck?
character and they Mary Sue the hell
Okay,
out
then.
of her, yet she's
Okay,
the stupidest
then.
character
Mary
in this
Sue?
entire show.
Another
Of course,
buzzword
the
term.
buzzword.
But now
The
she's not even
buzzword.
hiding it. She's like, I don't think this Aboriginal woman is a real human. It's a thing. Jesus. This is terrible. She's not even trying to hide the bigotry.
All of them are, so that's saying something.
There was a 90-foot cliff, and the roar of the naval guns firing on the coast.
Alteori sounds like the Chestnut Tanuki reverse versions. Yeah, for
Just as we were
real.
about to make
This woman's
landfall,
insane.
a bright light,
What the fuck?
a
Yeah,
loud
that was
sound,
crazy, Draco.
And then I woke up here.
And you were there at Normandy.
Why does she wear this perpetual scowl? When the female characters are around in the show, she doesn't do that with them. Interesting.
Well,
So
maybe
even though
because she's
saying-
not sure if she can... Look, he has a scowl. Why are you getting mad at that? Huh? So does he.
Wow.
She's just returning the favor there.
Impossible happened in 1944. To him, it was 2 weeks ago.
What
so
does the
clearly there's
British
some time
accent?
dilation thing
You're
going on.
literally zooming in on his scowl. You're not complaining about that. You're
here.
talking
At
about
this
something
point,
else.
Even though I ordinarily would be over the moon about this,
I don't get it
you know,
either, Devil
liking
Core.
dinosaurs and liking
Ah.
time-oriented stuff, this put me to sleep. I felt like this wasn't enough, and I already had a bad taste in my mouth from watching the intro. As a matter of fact, when I first saw like the first
As a matter
5
of
minutes of
fact.
this, I actually turned it off. I would have watched it a long time ago, but the main character was so annoying that
Oh my
I had
God.
to turn it off. I had to be like, nah, I'm not in the mood for this, and that's why it took me so long to even come out with this review. Because like weeks later, then I'm like, okay, I have to watch it because people keep harassing me about it. Did you know that the Ark Survival animated show is out? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Yes, it wasn't really pulling me. She actually took me out of it. But I pushed through for 2 episodes. That's about how much I could withstand.
What about you?
I'm from the 21st century.
Yeah, we can tell. So he says you're Australian. We're the good guys, right? Do we win?
What?
You're from the 21st century too, Alteori. Okay.
And then blah blah blah. Then she discovers there are dinosaurs. Well, look at that. We're translated back into the past where we see her nervous before a speech. She was raised by a single mother. Yeah, of course she was. I mean, they couldn't be any more on the nose with the freaking whatever allies, am I right? So
what do you mean whatever allies, huh? What does her being raised by a single mother have to do with any of that? What?
I'm confused.
I'm confused too. I don't know what she's talking about. She's not even like she's not really complaining about anything regarding the show or its story. She's just picking out arbitrary things about the character that she really doesn't like, and like simping for this dude that has a scowl on the island. I guess that's kind of what this feels like to me.
She has this tattoo that her partner also has, and she sees all these people out in the audience, and she's nervous.
You could have made a post saying that, you didn't care about show. You know, yeah. Instead of making a 40-minute video on this, you could have just said, I don't like the Aboriginal woman in this show, and I hate the lesbian woman too. Like, if you really wanted to do that, you could have just made a post about it. You could have saved everyone some time and not ranted about this in a 40-minute video.
Calms down. This is the one person that is able to center her.
From the 19th century, you think so?
Ugh, gross. So she says, according to selection...
What the fuck?
Ugh, gross. How old is she? I feel like she acts like a teenager.
Calms down. This is the one person that is able to center her. Codependent as fuck. Ugh, gross. So she says, according to selection theory, a creature's heritable traits, including its mental aspects, all come about as a result of its ecological situation.
What was that frame shift too? Or she was like gradually changing frames there.
She calms down. This is the one person that is able to center her. Codependent as fuck. Ugh, gross. So she says, according to selection theory, a creature's heritable traits, including
then why does she keep like moving it?
All come about as a result of its ecological situation.
We need to add that to a soundboard.
Natural selection
we do.
Is not
we do.
Connected towards evolution. She's essentially talking
let's put an
about
Alteori soundboard in Discord.
It determines which genes are
I think she's a teenager. That explains so much. That explains so much here.
Oh my god.
Like her and Ranting Revengeance are both teenagers. I don't think that excuses criticism of them, for sure. I think it's still very valid to criticize both of them. But that explains so much about this. It's like, why is she talking like this? And that's why. Okay.
It's kind of like Monster Rancher 3. Then she mentions just like something from Outer
You don't know how old, but she's married. So hopefully not a teenager then. Okay, I'll have to look into that later because I don't get this woman. I don't understand her.
And they had poor daytime vision, which
you hope what?
I know.
I hope she's not a teen.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. What's her name?
Call me crazy. I bet they're not going to use that later on, are they?
Use of a learning neural network. We can study the epigenetic material of prehistoric megafauna.
She's in her 20s. First of all, how is she married? She has major like femcell energy. B. Even in your 20s, I feel like you should be beyond this. This is crazy. Although, to be fair, most of the grifters are, like, in their 50s. Like, Heel vs. Babyface is 50. Nerdrotic is 50. Critical Drinker is in his 40s.
Okay.
It's crazy.
You know what? That makes sense.
And one day,
she's in her mid to late 20s? Okay. She's a grown woman. Think about it. This is crazy.
Okay, cool. That's
She's acting like a little kid.
So you would think that she would employ some of this through her surviving on the island or something. You know, I would think that we're gonna see some major character growth in her coming out of her shell so she could learn to survive on her own without her partner breathing up her cooch all the time.
Whoa!
Oh my god, what the hell?
I knew
what is it? Jesus.
How was she able to lift her up
Tell
so
me you're homophobic without telling me you're homophobic.
She must have some wicked core strength or something. It's like, I mean, at times...
What does this have to do with the quality of the show at all? This is just you nitpicking things. Like, oh, how'd this woman lift up another woman? What does that have to do with the storytelling at all in this show? This is so stupid.
She does, and she's able to lift her up from her chest. How?
What does that have to do with anything, Alteori? How is that a real criticism?
Oh my god.
This is so stupid, but it's funny.
But she's got some wild strength.
Gloria, keep your voice down. Could it stop my Helena?
Oh my god. Oh no.
God. Another bad GIF.
That wasn't even a GIF. That had an audio.
Wait, it was like, oh, it wasn't not a GIF?
Stop my Helena.
Oh, I had audio. You're right.
The romance in this feels so forced. It has no point in the story other than to show Helena as this very clingy person who obviously has unresolved issues. And they're
That's literally the point then. Like, I haven't seen this show, so I
Literally
can't
a
speak
point.
on it. That sounds like it might be the message they're going for here, though, Alteori. If that's what she's, if that's like maybe that's the core concept of her character and why she's the way she is. Huh. Interesting. Almost sounds like they wrote it to be like that.
foreshadowing that her partner is gonna die. They keep flashing back to
I've
that
never seen
scene.
this
It's
video
the
before
same
now
thing
because I knew it
as
would be bad. This is
Scavenger's
really
Reign,
bad.
where they had the black woman lead character also be super insufferable and just disgusting,
Cinema Sins was a
unlikable character
grifter?
who also
Yeah.
had flashbacks with her
For
lesbian
real.
interest that really had
She didn't
no
used to be like
actual
this, what-
point to the
it's sad what
story.
she
Like
became?
at this point, it feels that
Did
they're
she
just
used to
putting
be a
in
real
gay
critic?
characters as an afterthought just to say that they did. Look, guys, she's dark skinned.
No, she would
and
not.
she's
She would not,
lesbian,
Draco.
And she's super powerful, and she can do no wrong. What a boring
Stop!
way to
Stop
write
doing that weird zoom thing. It's so cringy looking.
So anyway, they come upon a Parasaurolophus. Now this guy, again, Bob, has been here longer than she has. He's way more experienced. That's how they set up his character from the jump, right? Okay. She knows nothing. She's never even been in the wilderness before. She's only ever worked with bones, with dinosaur bones.
Okay.
Remember that, because that's going to be important for later.
A Parasaurolophus.
We should put it out of its misery.
Stop!
It'd be a kindness.
You don't even know how bad it's hurt.
Oh my god. You don't know how bad it's hurt. Are you a freaking vet, bro? It's lying down. It's lying down because there's a big arrow sticking out of it. If it is lying down, that means it's hurt very badly. I mean, have you seen video footage of a deer, a buck, that had his whole back peeled off? His ribs were showing and everything, and he was still walking around. I've seen animals with very severe injuries, and if they're still able to be mobile, they are. The only reason an animal would be put down to the ground is if they are on the verge of death, or they're in way too much pain to move because they physically are unable to.
We have to keep moving.
So he's trying to tell her, dude, we can't stay in one space for very long, and everything he tells her, she just completely ignores him, because of course she does. Wonder what the reason for that could be.
What were you trying to imply there?
I know this bitch did not. Nothing
Yeah.
is stopping him? Okay, fair enough. You don't want him anywhere near you. Okay.
Are you
I
a vet,
understand. But
Alteori?
it's
Yeah, that's what
she
I'm
says.
wondering. Like, she said something about animals earlier, so does she work with animals? I don't know this woman's backstory at all. Fails to realize a deer is much smaller than a parasaur? Yeah, for real. You're right, that's a fictional, well, not a fictional animal, that's a dinosaur. But,
Next moment, when she just let him know that he could leave, feel free to leave if he wishes, and then in the very next moment, she asks him for help.
What? You think I can't take care of myself?
I know you can't.
Help me with this.
Oh, really? Oh, really? You want me to help you with this? I thought you could take care of yourself, bitch. Why do you need my help with it? You're big and bad and strong, right? So you're the one who wanted to save the dinosaur. You help the dinosaur. Why are you asking old big old boy here for help? So she instructs him. I don't know. Like, did she take veterinary medicine? Did she take animal? I know you have to know basic animal anatomy, but you've only ever worked with dinosaur bones. You've never worked with a real dinosaur before, but somehow she knows exactly what to do.
I don't know, maybe because she's studied she's probably studied dinosaur anatomy, if that's the case. This is so stupid.
The arrow out, and the creature gets up and befriends her immediately.
Of course it does.
Scary.
Oh my god, don't use the doctor for your blasphemy.
Oh yeah, you're right. Doctor's way better than than Alteori.
This thing was hit by an arrow on the ground, and he's able to get up.
Because he's a dinosaur! A dinosaur is way bigger than a deer or any of the other animals you brought up before. Yeah, he's gonna be a lot more durable. Oh my god.
and walk like nothing happened.
Because he's a dinosaur.
Oh my god. So she says you're not entirely heartless, and this is the part that just annoys me about the show. We're only like 12 minutes in, and just having to do this review over, I feel like I'm melting into my own
In one of her
structure.
reviews of
Anyway,
Avatar, she has a
says it
sense
was
of
my
prejudice
job.
of the alien
I
deer.
worked with
What?
dinosaur
Why?
bones and all this. She said she was a professor of paleontology at the University of Sydney, and she studied fossils of creatures like that one. Fossils, not meat and bone and tendons, anyway.
Paleontology at the University of Sydney. I study the fossils of creatures like that one.
You're a professor?
I don't see why that should be so shocking.
Well,
Ho 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 ho, here we go. Here we
Oh,
go.
no.
She's an
Good
idiot
God.
because she now believes this guy that he is from a different time, from 1844. If you were someone who studied history and paleontology, and he's surprised that you're a professor because you're a woman, why would this be shocking to you, knowing that he comes from a time where women did not have those occupations because they didn't have the same rights? He is a lot more forgiving than someone would have been from that time, I'm telling you. And she's such a dumbass that she can't put two and two together. Because how dare the man assume, because I'm a woman, I can't be a professor. Why is that?
Nobody said
Okay.
that.
And here's the
You're the
part
only
that's
one
just an
saying that.
insult. And I feel like it's the writer's way of doing this to the character, which is so
How
disrespectful.
about reacting to Lily
because how
Simpson?
dare
I don't
the
know.
dude
If we got-
say something like
Well,
that.
we got 100
he
likes on
was-
this stream,
he
sure.
wasn't being
But if
anything.
not,
He was
I'm
like,
just
wow,
calling it after this.
I've never seen a woman professor.
I've kind of, I
You're a
mean, this
woman,
one's fun to
so
laugh at, to be
it's not
fair.
something
But
I
after a while, it
accept.
just
He
gets
wasn't even
draining
being
watching
rude,
these guys.
But they decide to
Repetitive.
insult his character.
Yeah, it's
and all
repetitive,
that, for
what
that
Stanley
matter,
said.
With this
Like,
next
sure, it's
scene,
funny,
and I
but
was just rolling
they just
my
kind of
eyes
say
so
that they
far
repeat
back
the
in
same
my
things
head
constantly.
That I really believed
It's always the same
that they were
talking
gonna
points
get
with these guys.
swallowed by my freaking skull cavity. How cringe this was.
You're a
Hey, welcome in
professor?
Prehistory. Good to see you.
That should be so
This is a
shocking.
really bad
Guys,
video, I will say.
you're,
correct about
a
that.
wolf?
I'm set. Oh my god! Jesus.
Yep,
Rip to-
that stupid man. Haha, that's what he gets for assuming and
I-
being misogynist. Aren't
No! Nobody said that! What? Fuck you, Alteori. Nobody said that. Huh? It looked like she was genuinely shocked at his death there. Didn't look like she was cheering it
that
on.
Stupid man. Haha, that's what
Oh
he
my
gets
God.
for assuming and being misogynist. Aren't
Oh,
we
shut up.
clever? At this
For real,
point, it's
shut
so
up. This
predictable
woman
with
is
these
so
shows now,
annoying.
it's getting annoying. And
You're
know
annoying,
how to do
Alteori.
that
It's getting
survive for longer
annoying.
than
Yeah,
she
for real,
has
it's
with
just
the
getting
experience
annoying.
gets built off of. What did I say at the beginning when I
I
saw
didn't do a
it?
video
Didn't I
just
say-
on her as some
Didn't I
point.
say he was either
Oh
going to
my
be evil
God.
or he was going to get killed
This
off
woman
real
is
quick?
abysmal.
Exactly. First character that's introduced
I feel
next
sad
to
you
her.
seem
Exactly.
chill.
Can't
Yeah,
have him
for
stealing
real.
her spotlight, so let's kill him off immediately, even
No!
though it makes no sense why he would
That's
just
not what
die.
happened.
Why would he drop his guard after everything? Why make him
Huh?
stupid as soon as she comes onto the scene, knowing he had survived here long before
Bad
her,
Fox, that
and he
Fox is
just
not
goes
related to
out
the
like this,
Fox
while
Council?
he's
That's good,
presumably
Gaster.
being
I'm glad
misogynist.
Alteori
Like,
is not
it's
related to
so
other
dumb.
foxes.
It's infuriating.
Gaster is a
and I
much
don't
better
know
fox.
why
By the
they have
way,
to put this
y'all should
really
go follow
turned me off
Gaster
to the series.
on YouTube and Twitch. Let me send his
Anyway,
link here.
these people, these dinosaurs, they chase her. She sees a village burning.
Twitch.tv.
Oh no, it's another white dude. He's super evil.
Slash
Oh no, another flashback with her girlfriend.
WD
Girlfriend had to go do
WD
some activist
Gaster
work or
and
something
Cross.
like that. Let's do a little
There we go.
hanky-panky. Gotta
Jesus
show us
Christ.
being all romantic, even though we have zero chemistry whatsoever. It's like watching Mark and Amber all over again with Invincible. And she doesn't
What?
want her girlfriend
Anyway,
Victoria
go follow
to go.
Gaster,
But it's
everybody.
okay,
He's awesome.
Victoria will make her
Good
feel
fox.
better because she's super strong.
Much better than this
I don't know
fox.
how this woman is getting all of this strength to lift up this woman who is her size or more.
Oh,
like,
it's a
what the hell?
fox.
Like the ease
Yeah,
in which she
I
does it
think
makes
she's like a
no
little
freaking
fox
sense.
thing, yeah.
Unless she's
Foxes
been
do not
training
claim her,
whole-
yeah,
She's an
for real.
MMA fighter. What is
Tails,
going on?
Gaster,
and funny enough, her
Kuruma
girlfriend is already
are much
more
better
of a likable
foxes
character
than
than she
them.
is. But she gets killed off anyway, so she doesn't count. An evil white dude's like, you
Yeah, he is, for real.
understand those dinosaurs? We need your help. He's from a different time too, and
This is
he
a-
does not
This is
agree
so
with
bad.
women having freedom. And
How
all
can
that
she
jazz.
take herself seriously saying this stuff?
Brutality.
This woman is insane. And you're doing
So
the
there's
sped
her
up clip
friend
thing
that
again.
She found called Scary the Purse.
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
Another
Zendaya.
Yeah, another GIF. Was that Zendaya?
Brutality.
So there's her friend that she found called Scary the Purse, or whatever. He is getting whipped to all
is so
smithereens.
bad.
And she's like, what you're doing with these creatures, it's wrong. This is not how you train them, even though it clearly is working. It might be evil and stuff,
Oh
but
my-
it's working. I think
Oh my
there
God.
could be a better way.
So
And
then
they
you're
make
just siding with evil there. You're not even trying to hide it.
it seem as though she's a self-righteous idiot.
Message retracted.
Yeah, message instantly retracted. Wait, what?
Oh. Oh.
This ARC show might be bad, but this Fox can't critique anything, right? Yeah, I haven't seen this show at all, Gaster, so I don't know. Like, I personally can't speak on it, but if anything, I kind of want to see it now. And, I mean, knowing how Alteori is, it probably actually is a good show, because she doesn't like good media, usually. I can't judge it for myself, because I haven't seen it, but, yeah, this is pretty abysmal.
Who knows that you just have to be kind to them and they'll listen to you.
The dogs will take her, yeah. The dogs will destroy Alteori the
We're trying
fox.
to eat them first.
This is wrong. All of this.
This is wrong!
Tell me then from what enlightened era
Well, it
did
is.
you join us? Your face so clean and your eyes so bright and full of life.
That's wrong too.
I ain't gonna lie. Yes, he's an actual misogynist, but...
So are you gonna? What are you gonna say now, Alteori? Are you gonna say he's in the right for hitting her?
I enjoyed watching him hit her. That's what she's gonna say.
Yeah. Let's see what she says here.
I ain't gonna lie. Yes, he's an actual misogynist, but I'm not gonna pretend like I did not get any sort of gratification from watching her get bitch slapped. That's like the best thing.
Wow, you predicted the future there, Stanley. Alteori just
easy.
She just sends out all the signals.
Easy.
Man,
so
she's,
easy.
Yeah, real. She is like a major femcel. I feel like that's the description of her. This woman is awful.
Could have happened.
Help me understand.
How is she
these
married?
beasts.
Another GIF! What was that?
Oh, here we go.
That was a random
so we get
cat.
Spirits.
Was she trying to make fun of Stanley there? What is that?
Hey, what the fuck was that cat doing there?
What did he have to do with anything? It was just okay.
Oh,
Bad Fox and Alteori deserves to be in a wired cage. I agree.
Chase, and
This is
she
ridiculous.
grabs the dodo. Then she stopped by this T-Rex by the Lord of
She
the
likes How to
Village.
Train Your Dragon movies.
She knows how
Funny,
to
'cause
speak
they have
his
the exact
language
same
well,
message as
something that
this.
we weren't privy to at
This
the
is-
beginning of
wait.
this series.
So she likes How to Train Your Dragon, but she hates the ARC show despite the same message being there?
She's just magical, so she can do every single thing that you can think of. Oh, look, it's a redhead. How rare. The Irish guy and her become friends. He's
Oh
super
my
sweet.
god. Is she trying to hint at like the ginger side thing? Because there's been like a thing that the grifters have been circulating around for a while called like ginger side, where they think that all redhead characters are replaced by black women. Like Barbara Gordon from like Batgirl. Like that's one they always bring up. They always bring up April O'Neil as well because she's been a black woman twice. And they're always like, oh, the hot redhead version of her is way better. This isn't April at all. And it's still the same character, just a different look for her. As a fan of TMNT, I can tell you that's still April.
Oh no. I wonder what will happen to him. No way. I don't think he's gonna last very long. Can't have him stealing her spotlight, because I think they realize any other character that's not her is gonna be instantly better, including her dead girlfriend. Why did I not see that coming? Oh my. Anyone else see that coming? I sure didn't.
Shut
And
up!
She's crying and she's all like, it's all my
Oh yeah,
fault."
MJ.
Yes, it
MJ is another one,
Even if
yeah,
it's
because of
not, it still is,
Zendaya,
'cause you're
Firespark.
stupid. I don't feel sorry for her. I don't like her. I hope she dies. Then
Jesus
there's
Christ.
another flashback or
This
dream
is so
she
intense,
has,
Alteori.
and it's the cops telling her that her girlfriend is probably dead. She's crying because she's mourning her. We don't care. She has a dream about her again.
I mean,
the dream
correction. You don't care. You're speaking for everybody else. Why are you phrasing like this? It's like you think you're the end all be all for this show and criticism of it. You're just saying
a nightmare of her
like stop framing it like this. I'm sure not everyone who's seen the show thinks that.
dying in a row.
She's a furry. That's sad. Yeah, this is ridiculous. MCU Spider-Man MJ is better than the comic version. In Batman vs Superman, Jimmy was turned into a dark hair agent. Where's the crash at in that? I know, right? I feel like she's.
Oh, he died.
Oh yeah.
Arms. Nobody cares. She meets another woman that tries to help
Another
her out,
Logan
even though they
Paul
can't
shit.
Oh my
understand each
God.
other's
Logan
language.
Paul.
Scary
Why does he
finds
keep
her and is just
appearing?
super loyal to her.
Is she a
Every
Logan
dinosaur
Paul
or
fan?
animal
You know-
that comes across, just
You know,
because
given
she's
her energy, she probably is a Logan Paul fan. She probably is. Like, unironically, she probably likes him. Good God.
Oh, kind to them, they just automatically love her, even though they try to eat everyone else, including all the other innocent people that are captured in that cage with her. Also, it's so interesting that dinosaurs just automatically trust her when they've known nothing but abuse from humans. So, old Skeletor face over here is like, come to the village chief's room. In reality, she would have sustained a really horrible experience. So she talks to Omni-Man, the village person, speaks his language, because she's magical, remember? He too wants the same thing, for her to help him understand the...
Go ahead, Stanley.
Why did she call him Omni-Man?
I'm assuming, maybe he's voiced by J.K. Simmons, like the same guy.
Okay, hold on, let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up there.
J.K. Simmons... Arc.
Logan Paul is ripped, true, but he's a terrible person. Same thing with Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's ripped. He's still a terrible person. It really doesn't matter what you look like. It matters who you are. Those two people are terrible. I actually agree that MCU Spider-Man MJ it's definitely better than the current comic version. I actually agree there, Stanley, because Spider-Man comics, outside of like Ultimate Spider-Man, have been pretty bad for a while. Like the mainline stuff has been really bad. If she played Arc, then she would understand that those dinos are tamed by humans. Yeah, but she doesn't get it. It's so weird. Oh, the general dude is Gerard Butler, Gios says. That's not... Then why'd she call him Omni-Man? What was the joke there? Okay. He doesn't even look like Omni-Man.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it kind of looks like they have they got that under control, you know? She comes in and all of a sudden they just need her all of a sudden for no reason. How convenient. So he asks her, how do I use this
Doesn't even look like Omni-Man.
No, he doesn't. Omni-Man has like a single mustache. He doesn't have like the full beard.
Things or collection of them, you're able to go home. As he's drinking his wine cup, he gets paranoid.
Order in which any man of strength can be. You think the boys are
doesn't sound like Omni-Man.
No, he doesn't. It's not J.K. Simmons.
You would have tasted the difference.
What?
I just ran a tiny Achatina lunisegna snail along the rim of your cup. Clearly they're relatives of the cone snail, a creature from my time. Its excretions are toxic.
How on earth would she have known that? Even if the snails
Because she
really
studies animals, Alteori. This is so bad.
It's modern day snails. You've never actually
She is
seen
just
one.
as shallow.
You've never actually
This
seen
is terrible,
a prehistoric
Adrian.
one for that matter.
She can't
so
even
how on earth
properly
would you
criticize
possibly
this
have
show.
That knowledge?
The
Also,
only thing she's
if
been
it's
picking out are like,
extremely
this
toxic,
girl's a
how do
lesbian,
you
I don't
know
like
it's not
that.
toxic to touch?
This girl
which you've done many times.
sucks or
and were
whatever.
you just carrying around
It's
the
just
snake
focusing
up
on
your
this
cooch
one
the entire
girl
time?
constantly.
He was watching you for
She
most
said
of the
nothing about the story or anything else. She's been nitpicking things about snails and dudes getting eaten, and that's it.
How did he not notice that she put slime on the freaking cup? So she takes his artifact and leaves.
What?
And he's paralyzed.
What? What do you mean? Because he was probably just drinking it. I don't think he would notice the slime there. It's pretty wet. His mouth would already be wet. Of course he wouldn't notice that. Okay.
Once again, this inexperienced person is
Once
able
again.
to outsmart people who have been living in a very hostile area with other hostile people simply because she's so good at everything. Everything is just so convenient and falls right into her lap.
Bad
resulting in
Fox, I
literally
agree,
no
Gasker.
character development or investment.
Where are you in the
or
video?
feeling of her being in danger. Oh look,
A little over halfway
Siri
now.
saved her. How nice. There's no reason for me to feel anything for this character
only
because
almost
everything is
halfway.
just given to her on
Exactly.
a silver platter
Jesus
when she
Christ.
hasn't earned a damn thing. What is even the point of her character? And you may be wondering why I'm having such an issue with this, right? It's because if you've ever played Ark Survival, you'd know that from a main character's point of
Okay,
view,
so she has
that's
played
the
it.
farthest thing from what the point of the actual game is, which is to survive and have issues with surviving.
On this Mountain Dew. What the hell? You fly? Jordan, this is that book. This is that book.
What does this have to do with anything?
Hey, that's pretty deep.
It's pretty deep. All right, Sylvester. Your mom's a hoe. Yeah. I actually cannot shoot. Where's my crosshair at?
What is the point of your
Jordan,
channel,
I don't-
Alteori? I agree.
Jordan, my
What the fuck
where's my
is this?
crosshair at?
Wait,
Jordan.
is she just showing some like Twitch stream now? What is
She's
this?
just showing random clips of people dying.
Okay.
This water's not deep enough. You lied. Jordan, you lied. Jordan, you lied.
I think we don't
Jordan,
need
you
this to
lied,
get your
bitch.
point
No, I'm in the water.
across.
I'm black.
Yeah, let me just fast forward through that shit. Okay.
Non-black privilege. Nah, fuck that. That's a dope.
What the fuck?
Like, I was expecting
What?
to...
Wait, she thought that was funny? Like, of course she thought that was funny. It was random screaming and yelling. That's like something that Alteori's very simplistic mind would find funny, I guess. Instead of something actually funny. This is ridiculous.
I wasn't laughing.
No, that wasn't funny. Not funny, didn't laugh. I was laughing at Alteori though. This,
Yeah,
to be
I
fair,
definitely didn't laugh at that.
she is definitely one of the ironically enjoyable ones. So we definitely need to react to more of her stuff. It sucks Truge wasn't available today. Otherwise, I would have loved to have him on.
14 more minutes.
Good God.
Actually see her
Now she wants to
as some
discuss the video
character
game.
development
Wow,
and
yeah,
growth,
finally.
getting chased by
28
monsters
minutes
and having
in.
to survive out there, not befriend the first freaking Parasaurolophus she finds, and just automatically win its loyalty. I'm sorry, that part irked me to no end. You know why? Because I remember when I played Ark Survival and I was trying my hardest to tame a dinosaur, you had to knock them out just enough to keep them asleep. And you had to keep doing it without killing them. And I didn't have a club at the time, I only had my hands. That Parasaurolophus had an HP of about 10, and that's because I think something else was fighting it or something, I don't know. Meanwhile, I had to go get the stupid berries to keep feeding it while it was knocked out before it woke up and ran off again. And at the time, I was very low level, so I didn't have all the stuff available. I'm not exaggerating when I say that I spent 14 minutes, 40 minutes, trying to do this. Taming is so monumentally hard in the game that it was so tedious to the point where when you actually manage to get one of these things...
Okay, so...
Okay,
You're
we get it, it's
comparing
hard.
the game to the show, though. A video game and a TV show are completely different types of mediums. Maybe they're rushing the taming thing. Maybe they're like speeding through the taming element because of time constraints. Did you think about that, Alteori? Like, how many episodes are in this show? It's probably only like an 8-episode season because that's what things are normally now for TV seasons. So that's probably why they're doing that. That's just how, like, that's how network television is now. Or not even network television, like streaming television specifically, because this is on Netflix, I believe. I'm gonna watch this after the stream so I can like kind of get my own thoughts on it. But for right now, I just see a lot of bad faith criticisms, even without watching the show. I can just already see it because she's comparing the wrong things, picking out the wrong things about this show to complain about.
You never want to lose them because it took so freaking long to tame one. It's so many resources in actual, real time. And then imagine my surprise when the damn thing wakes up and I'm trying to get it to go back to sleep because you can't tame it unless it's knocked out. And I punch it and it dies after 45 freaking minutes.
Oh, this is on Paramount Plus? Okay, I'll watch. I have Paramount Plus. I'll watch it later.
An hour
Gios.
trying to tame this thing just for it to die from me catching it with my fingernails.
Oh my fucking
wasted
God.
all those resources, wasted my own
Shut
resources.
up, Alteori! This has nothing to do with it now!
Not to mention trying to survive on my own as a...
You know what? Fuck you.
was
Fuck
hard.
you.
However,
There we go.
myself
Back
a
to the
thief,
show.
and God
The thing
forbid
that
you
actually
run across
matters.
other players, especially ones that are higher level than you. The game was hard. So the fact that this bottleneck skunk person is able to help one of those dinosaurs and then just wins its loyalty forever, and every other creature she comes across just loves her and wants to follow her to the depths of hell, and she just magically is already at max level compared to everyone else here. Look, no need for no saddle, no nothing. It's
Get on with it, exactly, like Monty Python,
from
Eddie.
Everybody else here, it's as if she's operating on some kind of cheat code. It just rubs me the wrong way, considering that this is an Ark and...
But it's a different medium! It's an Ark animated series, sure. It's not like they are games. They're gonna tackle things differently. It's not that hard to see.
...animated series.
Fuck, I hate the way she talks, too. She sounds like a Valley Girl or something. She has such an ego.
I cannot explain. I know I have tried, and I'm probably
Now I want to watch this so my
but
opinions
I
are warped by a bad
express
fox. Same,
how
Gaster,
much,
same.
To the highest degree,
I want to check this out too after
loathe
stream.
This character and the writing. She remembers her partner, and she's like, "Yes, I'm strong."
You said you.
Oh, she's doing the sped up thing again. Dang it.
Yeah, as much as I like dinosaurs, there's simply not enough to keep me here. And I apologize. I deeply apologize, but I really need a break.
There clearly is enough.
Yeah, clearly. You need a
12
break.
minutes.
So what are you gonna talk about?
Review episode 2 as well.
No!
That's how much I dislike this. Being
No,
here longer
we're
than I
still
have
here.
to just
No.
skip past this over and over again. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I
No!
can bring it Okay, so episode 2
Shut
is
up,
still hunting her,
Alteori.
and then a Chinese
Give
woman
give
saves
us
her
a
life.
break.
Then we get a flashback on her mom being an activist, and I don't know what the point of this is in
I
the
mean,
freaking show.
It's true. That part is true. Australia was black, or, well, like, darker skinned at first, at least. Yeah. You stupid fox shows are different. Yeah. Shows are different than games. Exactly. She is a stupid fox. This is terrible. This one is one I've not heard for a long time. Hey, Jackal, come on in. Yeah! She's just a grifter now. Apparently, people are saying she was good before. I'll have to check out some of her older videos to see, but man, I've not been impressed with everything I've seen today. This has been
really
bad. Never knew the Arc series came out. Nobody talked about it after the trailers. Interesting.
Well, like, I'm not saying that they don't have
go ahead,
social
Stanley. What?
I didn't know. That
Me
it was
neither.
being made.
Yeah.
issues everywhere you go.
But there's actual problems. I'm
especially
indicating
in this
good
climate,
critiques to
why
discuss
is
it.
this
Yeah.
necessary?
Maybe I'll
Why
talk
is
about this show.
necessary in an
Although
art
it's not
show?
like new.
I just don't understand.
So I don't know.
The dark skinned lead can't be anything other than
I
an
could talk about my
activist.
adult
Like, I
animation
swear they
video,
think these
though.
kind of characters, that's their only identity. Anyway, she's chased by Trodons. Then she falls and immediately meets a saber-toothed tiger. She has the worst and best luck out of every character here. Yeah, the Chinese woman saves her around this point, and is a super badass. And looky
Oh,
here,
no!
almost the same type of
Now she's getting mad at
archetype
Chinese
as the
woman.
Bob guy, but she gets immediate respect from this person. Tickle me fresh and
She
ice my
saved him.
tits. Did not see that
She
coming.
saved
That's
her.
sarcasm.
Exactly. So yeah, of course she did. The one angry dude didn't save her from anything. Why? Neither did the redhead dude. Although I think she was just kind of talking to the redhead dude. There was like no altercation between them. There's an altercation between her and the mean dude from the start because she didn't know if she could trust him, and he looked angry. That's literally it. It's not that hard.
Pick it up.
She knew to trust this woman immediately because she saved her.
You speak Chinese? 谢谢，对不起，我中文不好。My English is better than whatever you call that.
Then why didn't you just speak English, you fucking asshole? I mean, it's clear that the woman you're looking at isn't Chinese. 99% chance that she might not be Chinese. So your first thing is to not speak in a language that she could speak more likely than Chinese, but to speak in Chinese when you speak perfect fluid English? What is the writing here? I can understand if she saw another Chinese looking person, you don't know where they're from, they could be from South.
Go ahead, Stanley.
This is more nitpicking. This is
Exactly,
like-
yeah. This has nothing to do with the quality of the show still. Throughout the entirety of this almost 42-minute video, Alteori has yet to really provide any legitimate criticism of the show. It's like CinemaSins here.
South Korea, they could
The Asian badass voiced by Michelle Yeoh.
Why would
She
of
is?
the two languages that you
Well, that's
speak,
cool then.
like, I see
Fox
someone
Labs for real.
who looks drastically different.
This
than
is Survival
most
of the
the
Fittest. Of
people
course
I
you
would
wouldn't
see in
care
my
about
country,
the
and
color
my
of
first
someone's
thing is
skin,
not to
yeah.
speak my language with them. As a matter of fact, I don't even do that
Stupid.
unless I know for certain. Especially given that most people in the area know how to speak English. You dumbass.
I'm Helena. Who,
Look how nice and respectful she is to another woman. But the dude who came and was trying to help her in the beginning, she was so disgustingly...
No! She was not! She was unsure if she could trust him because he looked angry.
Oh my god.
mean to him.
Oh
but
my
look at her puppy
god.
dog eyes. Oh my god, it's another woman! Even though she's being a bitch to me.
No! She saved her! Huh? And why are you doing that weird zoom-in thing on her face?
Zooming on her mouth.
So
Ew.
powerful. Oh my god, it's getting so old.
You're getting old.
Oh my god. It's so old.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, it's getting so old. I'm Alteori. I complain about things like Arc and nitpick it. I have no real criticism to offer, but I'm just gonna complain about things like this. Because I'm really
This
foolish.
is like complaining.
Exactly, I'm not a real critic at all.
You can come with me if you wish. Or
Not everyone knows how to
Woman is
magically
straight up
speak
dogging
English.
her,
Exactly.
insulting her, and she doesn't have nearly the same amount of mouth as she did for the guy that was genuinely trying to help her in the beginning of the show. That's wild. Then this part is so cute, and by cute I mean disgusting. The dinosaur, whom she's just met, knows English apparently too, and now that she's formed a bond with the dinosaur that she doesn't even really know, didn't earn that relationship with, she can just bark orders to it in English, and it just listens.
1 second. Scary, stay put. I'll be back for you.
The dinosaur understood that. How convenient. You see what I'm talking about with this dumbass character? I really can't stand this show. So anyways, Unhinged Woman has her own war she wants to fight. She wants to kill off that chief guy. Then she finds food. And this is how hypocritical this character is. You monster snatch. You inner thigh of a rotting bird.
Oh my god!
What?
Monster snatch. You inner thigh of a rotting bird. Jesus Christ. All this review is just her insulting this woman over and over and over. There's no criticism going on here.
Critical this character is. You monster snatch. You inner thigh of a rotting bird.
Oh my god.
Years ago, there will be many perils. Help me prepare dinner. You want me to skin it?
This too is a prehistoric animal. Did you notice? It's a prehistoric otter thing, and it is so cute. Look at it. It looks like a Shiba. And she did not break a sweat or a tear and tell this woman, oh my god, this animal is almost extinct. Why are you killing it even though she knows it's for food? The other guy wanted to kill the dodo for food as well. It's not like he was being an asshole just to be an asshole. He was hungry. And you didn't break a sweat, cry a tear, say one jot or tittle when this woman threw this animal at you and said she wanted it for dinner because she's a woman. You see what?
No, it's because it's already dead.
People get upset with these kind of shows. The character inconsistency
This is so
and hypocrisy
foolish.
is
That
wild.
otter
It is
thing
so
is already
wild,
dead.
It's igniting into wildfire. This is so stupid.
She's
At
eating
this
your
point,
cousin? Yeah, she's eating my cousin.
From the
Oh, no.
first episode, I didn't even want to see any more of this.
This woman
I
has
was
nothing to do with
trying
animation quality, robot characters, how good this show actually portrays quality. Yeah, there's no real criticism going on here at all.
push past it, and it just got perpetually worse. Anyway, Chinese chick is like, yeah, I don't know why I'm here.
Why do you have
either.
to fixate
Now
on the fact she's Aborigine and the fact the other lady is Chinese? Just
Bro,
stop.
why you just call her by her character name.
For real, stop picking out the races.
We get another flashback. Nobody got
Showing your hand
cares.
here.
Then they talk about the artifacts. Don't care. They come upon this door, and because what's her face has one of the artifacts, the Chinese woman's like, "Oh, let's use this to open
Chinese
the
woman,
door."
okay,
Oh
cool.
no! Look what's happening. So they try to solve this puzzle, and the door opens because they're awesome. And then they get attacked by spiders.
No!
And I shit you not. This
Oh,
character
not spiders.
who has no training.
Oh my God.
We've got the warrior
Yeah.
woman over here who's definitely
That's a
afraid
really
of
bad
these
gif
spiders.
also.
But
That is an
all
ugly
of a sudden, our main
gif.
character who has no training, has never been in these types of situations before, sees these monstrous spiders, and the Chinese woman needs help. And all of a sudden, I'm not even kidding, she has a flashback
Enough of these
her
gifs!
mom and the Aborigines and whatever, putting the face paint on her for their cultural identity. And her mom is saying some stuff, if we can't fly, we run. Some weird ass shit. And she's like, yes, I remember
Enough!
who
Enough
I
of these
am.
gifs!
So
Just
now,
criticize
in my
something!
superhero pose,
You have
I
yet to do that.
powers, and I can beat that spider more than that warrior woman can. It was
What-
way more
where's
serious and
Elmo
has been
here?
longer.
Huh?
She's super nimble now.
Elmo.
Is acting as though she's been living
That was
here
a-
her whole life.
Wait, hang
and
on. Let me rewind that real fast. What?
Oh my god,
so now,
Elmo.
in my
Yeah, Elmo's
superhero
here.
pose, I have powers, and I can beat that spider more than that warrior woman can, who is way more experienced than me, has been here longer. She's super nimble now,
Okay.
is acting as though she's been living here her whole
Silence
life.
Fox,
and
I
right
agree.
before the
This
Chinese
Fox
woman
is
almost
lame,
gets
Gasker.
killed, she is able to down this thing, and I swear to God, the dialogue is so cringy. Listen to what she says.
Why did it have to be spiders? Lots of these cheeky buggers where I come from. Though, they're not usually this big.
Stop, Dad. Oh, wow. How enlightening. So because you're Australian and you see spiders that big, most of the Australians I know, by the way, are still afraid of those things. But yet, you got all that magical power to be as nimble as the freaking Flash because you have spiders in Australia? Are you being for real right now? So she's not afraid. She's super strong now, has no fear. And she's like, yes, I am super powerful. Everything just falls in my lap. And I swear, they solve the problems together. together. They get weapons. And look how nice
Oh my
she's
God.
being. This woman does not like her. It's okay. None of us like her either. So the Chinese woman's like, we
Shut
can
up.
reform the alliance, destroy Nerva, and end his conquest. And they see that weird floating tower thing in the sky. The warrior woman invites her to join their quest. And this idiot says, what this world doesn't
What?
need
You just keep
anymore of
insulting her
is
all the
killing.
time.
Right.
You
let's
have
see
yet
how
to
long
really
you
criticize
last
anything
without
about her
doing
character
that.
at all.
But knowing how
Beyond
the
petty
show is going
insults.
so far, they're gonna make everybody else kill for
I feel bad
her,
for those
and
Aussies
she's
she's
gonna
mentioned.
have
Yeah,
her
I feel
dance
bad for
completely
everyone she's
clean,
mentioned here,
or
Eddie.
somehow
The
she's gonna turn
Chinese
out to
people,
be
the
hero
Aussies.
always.
This
And
is
then
crazy.
these Native Americans come from, I'm guessing that's
Oh
what they are. Come from
no!
Africa, so we
Now she's gonna insult the Native Americans too. Dang it! Good
She's
God!
gonna turn out to be the hero always.
Yeah.
And then
Oh my
these Native
gosh, here we
Americans
go.
come from, I'm guessing that's what they are, come from
No!
Africa, so we know they're good guys, because they're not
Oh,
white
no.
people. I'm sorry, I know that some
Oh,
people
no.
might not like hearing that, and that might offend some people, but that's literally the formulaic route that every modern day animation and entertainment takes now. You don't believe me? Take a good look. All the modern shows that come out, just count it on your fingers how many times it happens. Just humor me. And every time you see it, count it on your fingers how many times I'm right about that. I mean, it might be a little bit of confirmation.
Maybe
bias.
you should actually list them instead of trying. What are you even talking about? Like cartoons with Native Americans in them? Let me rewind that a little bit.
And then these Native Americans come from, I'm guessing that's what they are, come from Africa, so we know they're good guys,
Oh my
because they're
God.
not white people. I'm sorry, I know that some people might not like hearing that, and that might offend some people, but that's
'Cause it's
literally the formulaic
It's not offensive. It's just dumb. You're making stuff up.
route that every modern day animation and entertainment takes now. You don't believe me?
What?
Take a good look. All the modern shows that come out, just count it on your fingers how many times it happens. Just humor me. And every time you see it, count it on your
Not
fingers
humoring
how many
you.
times I'm right about that. I mean, it might be a
I
little bit of
refuse to humor
confirmation
you.
bias, but when
Same.
something is always happening, no matter even
Maybe
when
give a real example instead of just making stuff
you're
up.
not looking for it or expecting it to be in there, and you're right, could just be the things I'm watching, but
Yeah! Maybe just your twisted view of all this. Maybe it's that.
come on. Anyway, episode
No,
2 ends
that's not what
there,
happens.
and honestly, I do not want to watch anymore. I know
Good.
people are like,
Then
oh, well,
don't.
maybe it gets better.
But
I've
why'd you
don't.
watch
already
any of this and
wasted
make
so
a huge
much time
40 fucking minute video on it?
watching this. Even on double
Fox
speed,
fights for
it
her
was
for
not
real.
enjoyable. It was terrible. It was terrible.
my
I don't know
God.
how a show with dinosaurs
We get
and
it.
decent
We get it. You didn't like this show. You didn't really give any real criticism of why you didn't like it, except that you hate this character and kept giving petty insults to her.
animation could be so freaking bad. It is beyond awkward, and I don't want to waste my time waiting to see if it gets better.
Then
I'm
why'd
really
you waste 40 minutes of your time talking about it?
disappointed
Fox
because
bites
I
for
didn't
her,
even
for real.
expect anything.
She did lose the plot
I just
count
thought
a
it was going
lot.
to be an arc show. At the most, it was
never
going
had
to
it.
have lore.
Yeah,
I'm sure
no,
it
she
does have
didn't.
some
You're
of
right,
that.
she never
I
had
didn't
the
really
plot.
know of any of the lore in arc. I just played it for the dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs were not enough to keep me here. Here's the thing: I watched Primal. Everyone,
Then why'd
a
you
lot
watch
of people
this
who
show?
watch this channel who knew me when I used to review Primal. Great show, by the way. Ended kind
Primal
of in
is
a
a good
rush, but
show.
the journey was still great. And just take a look at this.
So wait,
scene.
is she like a
Spear, the main
dinosaur fan? Is this like her thing?
character befriends Fang, the dinosaur.
I want to
If you
see her review Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs and try to call that woke as well or something because of the female dinosaur trying to eat Sid and destroy him. Like, oh, the male character almost got overtaken by a female? Wow, woke propaganda. Watch her say
haven't
that.
seen this show, you definitely need to go watch it. I don't want to even spoil
Primal
it.
is a
It's
good
been
show.
out long enough. You should totally watch it. But spoilers for
She
this.
is?
Even
Yeah.
though these guys
Then why would you care about a show based on a game you care less about? Exactly.
And Spear still is having a problem.
Why'd you even make
with
this
her.
video
She
then?
doesn't 100% listen to him.
This is funny
and
to laugh
she
at,
just
but it's
straight up
just crazy
disrespects
that
him
she
because
made this
she's still
video.
an animal, and they have to actually fight it out one episode, and that was some extreme character development.
Oh, really?
Kill him.
Kill him.
Okay. Damn.
Ripped Primal Man.
So the whole time he is fighting her, she's fighting him back.
Primal is a
Being
really
friends.
great show. That is a really good one. Gendy Tartakovsky probably at his best there, Daniel.
Now, he actually earned that, but the reason that they actually ended up being friends, you're still
Oh,
here,
she
you
started as a Jurassic Park channel? That explains the dinosaur thing. Okay, because I was wondering why she kept bringing that up. I was like, why? Why does this matter? But that's why. Then she went downhill. Oh, God. Such as her thumbnail incident. Wait, thumbnail incident? What's that? What happened with her? I'm kind of curious
Spoilers,
about this
your
woman.
fault.
'Cause it's
Remember,
just,
she
like,
lost her...
Her takes are so baffling here. Like, it was just her insulting the Australian woman the whole time.
children. She lost her children, and he helped protect them. And these dinosaurs are very intelligent.
If you want to show how Primal is good, stop cutting it into 30-second clips. Yeah. This feels like brain rot. I mean, this whole video is brain rot, but
so she
doing that's even worse. I could do a video on Primal and talk about why it's actually good, instead of just showing a 30-second clip at the end of a freaking rant about the ARC show.
The smell of her
Finally,
kids
we're
on
almost
him,
free,
that's
Stanley.
the last
I can
memory,
see the light.
Nesting syndrome. Some birds, when they lose their babies, they will use another item or another baby animal and pretend that's their
Does
baby.
she think she's smart just bringing up random animal facts? What?
Well, we know what.
Go ahead, Stanley. Oh! Holy shit!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, then.
Okay,
well,
very interesting.
Because they still have...
Yep, anyways.
Yeah, Alteori is, yeah, that. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna look that up, Infant. I'm not gonna look that up, but I'm not I have to say, just based on her vibes
tell
here...
us to look it up.
Yeah, don't tell us that. But I'm not... I have to say, I'm not really surprised. Just based on everything I've observed here, and some of the other things that people were saying about her before, and just the way she talks and sounds, I'm unfortunately not surprised.
Those mother hormones going
Rev
through
says
them.
Desu.
So
Very
that's
similar
what
vibe
she
there.
attempted to do. She didn't really treat him like a baby, but she needed that companionship. It was
Or Rev, you know what? Rev says Desu, his wife, and her, they're like all three. Could be like the troublesome trio there.
Reminder of her children that she had going through that grief and not wanting to
Because they're
be
all like
alone.
just
But
very
she's
similar
still
vibes.
a dinosaur, and she's gonna act like a
Or,
dinosaur.
you know what? Or Natalie. We got a quartet there. We got 4 different, like, lolly defenders. We got Natalie, we got this lady, we got, Rev says Desu and his wife. Great.
She didn't care about him, and in her world, the only thing
Rev
she
is a wife, oh
understands
no,
is
yeah.
strength. He
And of
kept
course, his wife is also a lolly defender, because they're both just awful people.
trying to get food, she kept on eating his food, and he had to fight it out with her to establish boundaries.
Yeah, again,
which they
Stanley,
did
thank
so
you for
well
bering with
in
me this whole
episode.
time.
And when
and
they finally
making it
become
so that I
friends,
didn't have to
even
go through
though
this
they're still
alone.
a little bit
I
iffy
appreciate
with
you.
each other, it feels earned,
Yes.
and they grow in
Go
closeness
follow Stanley, by the
over
way,
going
everybody.
through a lot
Can we
of
get a
things.
shout out for Stanley, Gaster, if you can do that? If not, I can
Oh, yeah,
share their
do that.
channel.
You could. Oh, yeah, share.
Yeah, go follow Stanley, everybody. You can probably put it in the chat there, Stanley. Link your
together
channel there.
and surviving together. I'm not saying I
There we go.
expected a full-on primal copy, but good lord, I
Well, there you
expected
go.
something of a little
In
bit
it.
more quality than what.
But, like, what do you mean? Didn't want a primal copy. Okay, well, like, again, even if you're wanting, like, a copy of ARC, you're not going to get that, because a medium, like a TV show, is a completely different medium than a video game. So you're not even gonna get that here. That's something you should expect going in.
Jesus Christ. If Primal is a 4-star hotel,
There you go.
Arc
Follow
the
Stanley,
Animated
everybody.
Series is a
Subscribe to my
boiler
good
room
friend
with
here
a
who
chair
joined me
and
for
a
this.
dog mattress for a bed. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit here and waste my time watching to see if it gets better. If
Well, you shouldn't have wasted any time. You shouldn't have wasted our time, Alteori. Shouldn't have watched it at all,
within the
apparently.
first episode, or at the very least, within
Something
the first
happened when I
2
stopped watching
episodes,
her?
you
Apparently.
have failed.
Okay, well, that
Oh
was...
my god, it's over.
Finally.
It's over.
Finally! We're free! We're free! Oh my
Okay.
god. Okay. That was something. Oh boy. Well,
Alright.
thank you all for joining me today, even with this going on. That was something for sure. Thank you to everybody that was here before, also, for the Capcom stream. That was fun.
That was pretty.
Exactly. The next video I'm working on currently will be about adult animation, so stay tuned for that. I put up a post on my YouTube community page, so if you want to see, if you want to suggest anything for me to cover in that video, go check that out. Go post under there, go comment. I'm also gonna put up a new post tomorrow, asking for anime suggestions as well for that. So keep an eye on that. Next stream will probably be more of this woman, admittedly, but I have a few other ideas as well, based on some of the suggestions we got. If y'all have any suggestions for me, for like things for me to react to, put them in Discord, I will gladly do so. But yeah, for now, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go rest, like Gaster said. I'm gonna go have ice cream. Good idea, Gaster. But yeah, thank you all for a great night. Despite all this, I had a lot of fun. I really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you, Stanley, for joining me once again. Go follow Stanley. And yeah, if you're not in the Discord, definitely join for sure. Absolutely. But yeah, this is a fun time. I look forward to doing the adult animation video for y'all next week. And whatever streams we do. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all on the other side. Bye!
Yeah.